basketball. This is 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Got the number one pick in the NHL draft, but the men that can't seem to stump. Do something dumb, that's an observation. CLT make them need to run. Cut them every trash, CMT for short. Wonder if we best once you peep the score. Up at the crack of dawn, top stories of the morning. While you're yawning, grab your coffee, rise and shine with 880 AM. This is Drop Time. We provide highlights from your favorite teams. Got Dave and Rick making plenty of picks. It's Rule 76.
All right, now, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Away we go on a Wednesday. Oh, I love the Wednesday. What do we have on the Wednesday? We have Stump Rothenberg. We have Louis Riddick, right? I mean, we do the stuff that you missed. We got Aaron Glenn. He not happy. The Giants' disaster continues along here. I got a list of potential guys for this head coaching job. There's a lot going on. I say good morning to Rick DiPietro. How are you?
Everyone loves the Wednesday, David.
Yeah,
everybody.
I think so.
This is the Stump Rothenberg extravaganza day. And, oh, by the way, Louis Riddick, on a day like today.
Yeah, perfect. Last week was good, too.
Couldn't have better timing.
Right? Because we had the Jets and the trades on Tuesday. We have Riddick on Wednesday. Now the Giants have made their firing. Who's available? What happens with Joe Scheon? Louis Riddick, 7 o'clock. Away we go.
Let's go.
Nice and tidy for the Knicks last night. They have exerted a little home court dominance.
Yes, they have. They've taken advantage of this little run here. I mean, that's important for a good team, too. Right? With the expectations that the Knicks have is to be this dominant at home. And for us Knicks fans that have lived through the years of being an embarrassment sometimes on our own home court.
Yep.
Like allowing, other teams' best players, the players that you want to be a New York Knick, look at us and go, why would I be a New York Knick and have to deal with everything that comes along with that when I can just show up, have my best game of the season, and then relax?
And be on Broadway. And dominate on Broadway, and then go deal with whatever city I have to go back to and live at. But not now. It's to the point where the Knicks, these games they're not even competitive.
Well, I mean, it got...
come on, it got to what, 9?
It got to 10.
Okay.
I mean, they brought it to 10, and then, Jalen ends up making that 3, and that was kind of
you watch that game, at least for me, and I can't speak for you, did you for a second think,
no.
Uh-oh?
No, I didn't. No, I mean, they got a little sloppy in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree.
Which I think, in the grand scheme of things, is probably not the worst thing, because you would like to play in some close moments of games. I mean, the game's 30-30. They go on a 19-0 run, and then felt like, okay, we're good. Right? The offense is cooking. 3 straight games with 130 or more points. We're hoisting up 55 threes, making 22 of them. So things are good. Cat looks like he's being more aggressive. He's he's starting to figure out where he fits in this offense. I think OG, and we talked about this last year, what he's turned himself into.
Who's a
both
lot
sides
better?
Of the ball? Bridges.
Yeah. I understand that going to the conference finals and competing at the level you did and firing the coach is jarring. But he wanted this done. This got done. And he's a better version of himself under Mike Brown right now. Now, I know it's very early in the season.
Right.
But he's a better version of himself
right now.
Well,
this is what you expected to see when you traded what you traded to get him, right? Like, that's why you were, people were excited. Like, when the deal got made, there weren't a lot of people that were like, ooh, really? We just did what?
Yep.
No, it was like, hey, he's in Brooklyn. It's going to cost us more because he's in Brooklyn. We're bringing our Villanova guys together. We know what he's doing, what he's capable of doing defensively. Wing stop, you pair him up with OG, and let's go. And last year wasn't as good as we hoped, and maybe a lot of that or some of it was Tibbs. And now we're getting a chance to see in this offense where the ball moves more, players move more, everyone's touching it, so everyone feels more involved. I think just in general, I don't care if it's basketball, if it's hockey, if it's soccer, whatever the sport is, whatever team sport where the ball or puck needs to move and everyone needs to be involved. Like, the more you get to touch it, the more you feel like you have an opportunity to actually score or be a part of the offense. I would imagine that has an effect on your entire game.
Yeah,
on both sides of it.
Yeah, and you can see there's a real commitment offensively to move the ball, to go quicker, to get guys touching it, and it's a pleasure to watch.
There's a chance I'm going to be the one with the ball in my hand for that great shot, right? Like if it's, hey, we're touching the paint, we're kicking it out. I could be the guy that ends up open and gets to take that shot as opposed to, just sitting there watching
it's
Jalen
ISO
or
ball,
whoever it is.
right? Yeah. Where he just dribbles. Now there's 6 seconds left on the shot clock, and he's gonna, make his move. So again, it's a long, drawn out story, and we can sit here now, and we're excited, and the home court dominance and all that stuff. Let's get to May, and let's get to June, and let's see what happens, right? That's kind of my feel on it.
Right. I mean, I would still like to try to get the best seed possible.
I agree with that wholeheartedly.
Well, I mean, if this continues, I mean, we're 7-0 at home. If this continues, and we're just, for the entirety of the season, a dominant home team, then of course you would like the Eastern Conference playoffs to go through the Garden.
I mean,
of course.
Of course. I'm not saying you can't win if it's not, but if I give you the option of would you rather be home or would you rather be on the road, you'd rather be home.
Well, I mean, the only losses we have right now are on the road.
Right. Were they 0-3 on the road and 7-0 at home?
So
tonight is Orlando at home.
Orlando.
Yeah.
On a back-to-back. So, I mean, if it turns out that we're this good at home, then of course you'd want, home court throughout the playoffs. They got to get John Morant out of Memphis. He's got to be out of Memphis, and they got to get Zion out of New Orleans.
Out of New Orleans, yeah. I tend to agree. I agree with that. Because if you had John Morant in a place where it was like a must-watch, yeah, well, listen, Brooklyn could get him if they wanted, I'm sure.
I mean, why wouldn't you?
And they have the
They look like he's happy.
That Brooklyn, I watched a little bit of that last night. They're unwatchable.
I mean,
they are brutal.
Right, like who are they getting, though?
I don't. I mean, they went all in to try to get Cooper Flagg.
And it didn't
work.
work.
Nowhere near Cooper Flagg. And now this draft class is amazing as well. Amazing.
Amazing, but
in
again,
college.
like you're at the mercy of the lottery. Like,
totally.
Who knows where the pick ends up being?
Totally.
Unless you're lucky enough to be Dallas, and in the
how about that
in the middle of the night, you decide you're going to trade Luka, and then here's the first pick.
So you trade Luka, and within a year, you're firing the guy that made the decision to trade Luka?
Of course. Didn't work out. But I guess from what I heard yesterday, because when this story broke, I actually was listening to a couple different shows.
Right.
And the report was that the way Nico is viewed in that organization is he's a basketball savant. So when he came up with the idea and pitched it to ownership and sold it to ownership, they fully were on board.
Okay.
Like, I guess the way he explained it, like the pros and cons, we're not going to pay him a max, we don't want to pay him max money. This makes perfect sense. We bring in Anthony Davis and all these different things. And they bought into it. And then you turn around and Anthony Davis is who Anthony Davis is, right? He's not available when you need him.
Right.
And Luka's
he's hurt again now.
Right. And Luka's averaging 37, 9, and 9. You look a little bit silly. And they're winning, by the way, without LeBron.
Yeah, you say that, but at the time, the second the trade went down, almost everyone was like, what the hell are they doing?
Well, not everyone. Kendrick Perkins was like, this is good. Dallas won the deal.
Okay, great. Almost everyone. Almost everyone with real basketball insight was like, what are they doing?
Well, I mean, you're trading Luka in his prime for a guy who's a really good player.
Always hurt. Not even probably in his prime anymore. It just, hey, you wind up with Cooper Flagg, right? And he's not what you thought he'd be yet, but he's 18 years old.
Right.
So.
Then Kyrie gets hurt. So, I mean, the whole plan, I guess, in theory, in his mind, was a great plan, and ownership bought into it, and now it hasn't worked, and you see how the fan base treats him. I almost texted you guys yesterday. Good thing he has the removable seats that Ray was talking about.
Right.
Hopefully his desk was the same.
It's really
Just take it and leave.
It's really, really unbelievable. But Ray's got to be feeling good. I mean, what a week at the Garden so far.
Yep.
Rangers big win, Knicks big win. He's back at it tonight.
He's got 2 tonight, right?
Yeah. Rangers down in Tampa, I believe, and the Knicks are home against Orlando. This is a better test, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, it'll be a better test, but it's nice to see them at home be dominant, but also like have the ability to kind of figure things out here. Right? It seems like things are really starting to come together.
Yes. Like you feel good about the Knicks.
Yeah, right.
Now.
I mean, not to mention the fact that, Memphis had 22 turnovers and we scored 33 points off the turnovers.
Memphis wanted no part of playing in that game. They were like defense is completely optional. The Knicks had 77 points at halftime last night.
Well, the problem with us a little bit though was our transition defense wasn't very good.
Right.
So
well, you kind of get into that. They're letting you score.
Yeah,
it's hard to have that
easy
motivation.
Buckets,
right.
So kind of like they stay a little bit
you
engaged.
go into this laissez-faire attitude.
Then you get sloppy.
Up and down.
They start making threes. Now it's 10.
Right.
And then Jalen's like, no. Let's not do this now.
So obviously a lot of Giants conversation that continues to dominate. We got to get into this Aaron Glenn stuff too, man. I mean, this is.
What is there even to talk about though? Like, I don't even know how to I know how to feel about it, but I don't why.
I agree.
Like, I don't understand
because he's acting like a jerk.
You've won 2 games though.
No, forget about that. Every coach forever has you stand. Oh yes, Garrett Wilson. He's got a knee sprain, 3 to 4 weeks, and this is all Rich Cimini. You know it's fault. How about whoever's in your organization that's leaking it to Rich Cimini? Be angry at him or her.
RJ, can we get Rich on today? I want to know why Aaron Glenn hates him so much.
And where was Rich yesterday?
I don't know. Where was he supposed to be?
Well, I would think he'd be at the media availability.
Oh, he wasn't there?
No, he's like, ask Rich. He's not here, but ask Rich.
Oh,
ask
Rich. He's not here?
Yeah, he's not here now. And the thing is, Like, there are certain reporters that you look at, you're like, oh, God, this guy's confrontational. He's difficult. He's a real pain in the butt. Rich is like the nicest guy in the world. He's relaxed. He's kind. He's not looking for confrontation or to drum up stories. He got the story. He had to go with it. It's a big news story. And the coach is angry at him for why?
Right, unless it's not true.
Then call him out on it.
Right. I mean, unless it's not true. Like, you got bad information. And he went with it, and you could feel a way about that. I would completely understand that.
But then you know what? Stand up there and be like,
right,
you know, there's an erroneous report making the circles. It's just not true, and I want to call the reporter out on it.
Look, he's urinating on the top of Cimini's head.
Let's all pretend here for a second that we were head coaches in a league. I feel like this group is smart enough to recognize like that as you're going into a certain situation, there are certain things that you should do as the new coach. Like,
ingratiate yourself to the media,
right?
Would
But I don't even know if it has to be
right?
like the entire media. But there are like if I'm going to be the New York Rangers' new head coach, I probably wouldn't go out of my way to be combative with Larry Brooks right away,
right?
Because he's like the most trusted.
I think Rich
voices,
has covered the Jets for 37 years.
Like the most trusted voices of the team I'm now coaching wouldn't be the guys that I wanted to go after immediately, especially when I haven't won any games yet. Right, like, or built up, enough equity where it's like.
But we said this even before the season started. Like, why would you act like this at all? And now you win 2 in a row. And listen, you won the game. I thought he was
joking.
No,
I thought he was joking.
He's furious. He hates the media.
Do you have the sound? Can we play it?
You want to get to it right now? We're gonna get this.
I know, but I like the end of it. You better call him. You better call him.
Yeah, and they're like, listen, all due respect. And they're so nice to him. Like, all due respect, we'd like to hear from you. Well, Rich, you better call Rich. All right, here he goes.
You better call him.
Ask Cimini. He's which is the one? I guess it's the RJ. Which is the one I want to play? The Ask Cimini or the back and forth?
You'll want to play both. Start with the first one.
Okay. Aaron Glenn asks Cimini about the injuries going on right now.
I'm going to pass on talking about injuries since Rich, he's not here, has all the answers. So you guys can get all the injuries from Rich.
Are you a candidate for IR, or is that not something you want to?
Ask Rich.
I'm asking you.
Well, I'm telling you to ask Rich.
He's not here, though. Hey,
well, you better call him.
No disrespect to you or Rich, but we want to hear from you.
You guys have been here. You guys have been hearing from me, but now since we're just reporting stuff, that I haven't said, then maybe you should ask him.
What are you doing?
You better call him.
What are you doing? Do you understand how long he'd have to discuss this for? 90 seconds. Garrett has a knee. 3 to 4 weeks.
Right, but he's clearly, I think, less upset with Rich and more upset with whoever told Rich the information. He said, you didn't hear from me.
Okay.
And that was something that they talked about.
So you're going to take it out on the media?
I guess so. I mean, that was something that they talked about during the offseason, right? That we want to move in silence?
Right.
That there were too many, Aaron talked about this, that there were too many leaks coming out of that building.
Rich is always going to have people within the organization that are going to tell him what's going on.
I don't care how tight your group is. A reporter.
And I don't even think this is a big deal, to be honest with you.
Well, I mean, he's their best offensive player.
No, I'm not saying that him being out is not a big deal. I'm saying Rich getting the story. This happens in every team all over the place. Aaron Glenn hates the media. Aaron Glenn doesn't want to deal with the media. I think if you ask Aaron Glenn, you never have to stand up there and do a press conference again. He would sign for that in a second.
I guess the thought is this, though, if you're him, and I'm not saying I agree with it because I don't, is that if the punishment to the media is, I'm not giving you anything now because you ran with the story that was from someone besides me, then maybe the media are more likely to wait for him to say it before they run with it.
You know that's not true.
Of course not. Of course that's not how it works.
Now, if, for Aaron Glenn, Garrett Wilson does not have any injury and is not out 3 to 4 weeks and plays tomorrow night, then you know what? He wins and Rich Cimini looks ridiculous. I'd be willing to bet a lot of money that Garrett Wilson has a knee injury and doesn't play for the next 3 to 4 weeks.
You could see it. I mean, he came back when he went down to both knees. You could see it. It looked fine for a second, then he got up and realized something was wrong, and then he hobbled back to the sideline. And he's not going to push it. What sense would it make for him to push it?
It makes no sense.
It makes no sense. He doesn't get the ball anyway.
He could wind up being a good coach. He could. It's hard to see right now that he's going to wind up being a good coach.
Well, I mean, he's got a lot of power. He makes a lot of decisions.
He's got all the power.
So you better hope he's a good coach.
It's hard to see.
Well, the next 2 years, unless something goes completely sideways and he gets fired after next year, over the next 2 years, he has the picks to completely reshape your whole franchise.
And he will reshape it. The question is, will he reshape it properly, and can he coach? Because we don't have that answer yet. This team was not supposed to be this bad.
No, I've said that to you how many different times when people are like, oh, we should be so excited. The team was never supposed to be a teardown.
So you had a brand new coach and a brand new GM, and they're an unmitigated disaster before you even get started.
Right, but it
wasn't supposed to be this bad.
No, I know, but the whole conversation we had after the debacle that was last season, where Aaron plays and wins less games than Zach Wilson did, was hey, you can't sit here and tell me that this is not the worst coached team in the NFL. It's got enough talent to win, but the coaching is so bad that if you hire someone that knows what he's doing and gets the best out of him,
Right.
we can actually win some games. Now, not a lot of games, but we'll win some games. And we start off 0-7.
0-7. You barely won 2 games. You look comical in winning the games. And again, you win them, and that's great. Let's see what you do against the real team on Thursday night. I don't even think you have to win this game. Compete. RJ's telling me the spread's up to 12.5
12 and a
now.
half. How many points are we going to score?
I don't know. I mean, they have that information. Like they have an over-under for each individual team. I don't know. Right, look up what's the over-under for the Jets in this game. What do you think it is? 10.5? What could it possibly be?
Yeah, is it at 7? It might be at 7.
No, it can't be 7.
Well, I mean,
no, because think about that. If the spread is 12.5, then you're telling me that the expectation is going to be that it's like a 19-7 game?
No.
The over-under is not going to be 26. No, it's not going to be 7. There's no way.
they'll be.
It's good. I would guess like
30-17.
But you think the Jets are going to get to
No,
17?
I don't think they will. I mean, unless we get some more special teams.
Which is possible because they've scored points in non-traditional ways.
Yeah, I guess. But, are we going to be able to throw the football?
No, how?
Right. That's the problem. I mean, you play a good defense, like we played a good defense, and we could do nothing. We played an awful defense, and we had success. Now, I don't know what we got from Pittsburgh in week 1. They were just figuring it out. I mean, Pittsburgh's defense hasn't been great all season long. They've had spurts where they've looked good, but, I mean, it's amazing, dude. Like, how excited we were as Jets fans about week 1, and then how quickly it went bad. And now I got to deal with a coach that just can't answer a simple, what's going on, Garrett Wilson's injury.
There's really no reason we should be talking about the Jets today. Like, if
this is completely counterintuitive to everything they told us this offseason.
Yes.
Was that there was going to be like, hey, we just go about our business.
And they did it great in the offseason.
Keep it quiet.
They were quiet. Nobody discussed them. They were below radar. It was great. Season starts, and has such a hatred for the media that he goes so far the other way that you have no choice but to discuss it.
Well, because, again, and I know I got in trouble for this, for my little rant and eating microphones and everything else, because we fell for it again.
Right.
Because everyone was so excited for the reboot, for the teardown, got all these picks that now there's no pressure on them now.
Not now. There's not.
Now. He's good.
Well, yeah, he's good, but he does stuff like this that makes us have to discuss him. Here's the second piece of sound, Aaron Glenn, the back and forth for some reason over the Garrett Wilson injury.
Is Garrett a candidate for IR, or is that not something you want to?
Ask Rich.
I'm asking you.
Well, I'm telling you to ask Rich.
He's not here though. Hey,
Well, you better call him.
no disrespect to you or Rich, but we want to hear it from you.
You guys have been here. You guys have been hearing it from me, but now since we're just reporting stuff, that I haven't said, then maybe you should ask him.
Oh my God! Well, it's the same similar sound, but equally disgusting.
It was the same sound.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did you know that was like the same sound in there on both of them?
I didn't know the back end was. It was cut interestingly, but
interesting. We heard the exact same sound.
Yeah. You can kill me for it. I mean,
no, I'm not going to kill you. Why would I kill you?
Well, I don't know. It's two completely different slugs.
Well, yeah,
and it has two different descriptors. So I just thought
two different things. Yeah.
Sorry, we were too busy trying to determine over/under and Jets scoring and all that stuff.
Oh, sorry, we gave you too much work.
Yeah, it was a little too much.
But
apologize.
You know what? You know who's doing work in the back? Savage Jefferson. That's right. He sends me a note. What time? It's 6:08. 2 minutes ago. These guys still haven't given me the answer. 2 minutes ago, the Savage Jets team total 14.5.
Good. Then ask Savage. Ask him going forward. Ask Savage going forward.
Well, I was looking.
He's so nasty.
I was looking on.
I don't know. He's in a way.
I was looking on ESPN Bet, and they don't have it. So I mean, I guess the math would tell you.
No, go to FanDuel.
Well, we're not.
Use my. Yeah, we are. I'm a FanDuel guy.
He's a
FanDuel
FanDuel guy.
Okay.
So, what's the over/under? I mean, you could figure it out just by
14.5.
That's the math I was doing. Yeah, 43.5.
So, what's the over/under?
43.5.
43.5. So there you go. So 14.
It's 14.5. Okay, Jefferson won on FanDuel.
Yeah, but that's still.
That's what I was. Yeah.
Yeah, but
it's better to just get the number.
The math ain't math because it adds up to 41 that way,
right? That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, but whatever.
Yeah, I saw that
so
also.
14.5. I would bet the under. I don't know how the Jets get to 15+ points unless they wind up with turnovers deep in the New England zone or they get special teams touchdowns.
Even then, who knows?
Well, they put up 27 against the Browns, and I'm not really sure how they were able to do that.
I mean, they scored 14 and.
They scored 14 off of non-offensive points, and then they got a screen pass, which he took to the house.
Which was pretty much all of Justin Fields'
right,
passing
but
yards.
still put up 27 points, which is pretty remarkable. Speaking of
spreads and remarkable,
FanDuel.
And then I am a FanDuel guy. FanDuel is the #1 sportsbook for same-game parlays. That's why John loves it. From points and rebounds to threes and assists, FanDuel is the best place to combine your favorite picks into a same-game parlay or track every stat live all in one easy-to-use app. And right now is the perfect time to join because new customers get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. So bet on the players you love the way you want. Head to FanDuel.com/Rick to sign up today. FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
What I don't understand as well is it's not like Aaron Glenn is foreign to New York.
Well, it was one of the reasons why you hired him, I thought.
He played here.
Yeah.
He was drafted here.
Mm-hmm.
He spent his career here. And to be so unaware of how to handle the media or deal with the media is unbelievable.
He must think that if he treats the media like this, it will be a deterrent for them to potentially run with stories from whoever their sources are.
When has that ever worked?
It doesn't. Which is why you would think, having played here, knowing what the media is like and what the fan base is like and sports talk radio and everything else is that this wouldn't be your tact.
It's amazing to me that he went in this
Unless
direction
you win a lot.
here.
A lot.
If you win, like we said yesterday, you win, it doesn't really matter.
Nope.
It doesn't, as long as like legally you're okay,
Yep.
It doesn't really matter. But if you're losing, why would you make the media your enemy?
Right.
I don't understand.
It's like if you're hot, if you look like you look, you make mistakes.
That's right.
You have a terrible open yesterday. Doesn't matter. We love you.
Just because I'm hot.
Yeah, because you're hot. You are hot.
You think
Especially
so?
Skinny Dave.
Can you notice Skinny Dave
Extra
happening?
manly.
Yeah.
Extra manly.
Really? You think so?
Oh, yeah.
That's nice. I greatly appreciate that.
Did you park in your new spot today?
I did.
Wide open.
It's unbelievable. Did you notice the wide openness?
I forgot about it. So I parked in the lot.
Why?
I'll
I'll help you.
I got my guys there, though.
You're spending $65 instead of
Plus a tip.
$8.
He likes spending money.
Plus I tip my
No, but
guy.
RJ, don't you find that to be counterproductive
It's
to
a
everything
flex.
anybody would ever do?
It's not a flex.
You could spend the same amount of money if you just park the car in the
You know what
space
you
where
could do?
Dave is and not pay the meter, and they'll give you a ticket. It'll be the same as if you paid if you want to pay that much money.
I could give
I don't
you.
want to pay that
I
much
give you a
Sounds
spot
like you do.
right in front that you could walk to your car in 12 seconds
Less.
after the show.
Yeah.
And you're choosing, no, let me pay 65 over 8.
He's investing into the economy.
And I'm telling you that you walk in, I will help you
I
download
saw
the
it.
app. Well, but whether you saw it or not, I'll help you download the app and maneuver the credit card information and all of it. I will help you do that.
He's a man of means.
No, but then I won't see Paul and I won't see Israel.
Yeah.
My guys.
What will he do if he doesn't see Paul?
They take
Well,
great care
you know,
of me.
why don't you have them give you $57 and then seeing them?
I
makes-
wish it was only $57.
This is on you.
60.
You know what he could do? He could park in the spot right
He just
here
said it and take the ticket.
for $8. No, for $8 and buy us like the biggest breakfast spread every single day you could possibly imagine.
He's so conscious about spending money. He's picking up separate jobs all over the place. You can save money just by doing this.
Listen, he's struggling to make ends meet. He's working multiple jobs.
We're talking about $100 a week you're throwing away.
More than that. Yeah.
Listen,
I don't like it.
He's just
You clearly don't mind it that much because it's so easily remedied. Now, you forgot today, so that's fine.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, it's got to change.
Maybe.
It's not going to, though.
No,
Ray,
I'll
that's
ask
the
Cass.
thing.
I'll
He's
ask
not
Cassie
going to
today.
change it.
No, I'll ask Cassie today to do it.
That's the answer. And that's the
What
answer.
does that mean?
I don't like leaving my car exposed out there. I got get hit by a bike. Yours has got door dings all
Get the
over it
door
now.
dings
Okay.
like
do you
Dave's,
own it or lease?
I own it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
understand.
what I'm
that.
saying.
But even so, you're saving $100 a week, even if you get a door ding.
Yeah, but I don't want to have to deal with the door ding.
I mean, if we could just be candid, when you roll up to the private drive, $100 a week,
Oh, listen, $100 is $100.
not moving the needle.
I could find other ways to spend the $100.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of money.
Yeah,
You're
you
gonna make $200 to spend $100.
You could give it to a bum. You could light it on fire.
Bum.
No, that's
How
what the
dare
$100
you.
Bum is a strong
That's a
word.
strong
though.
word.
That's what the $100 is to him.
Oh my God!
It's yeah, I wouldn't say a bum.
You give it to me. Maybe I'll-
Jeez.
A bum,
Oh, my
a bum doesn't
goodness.
feel like
What
it's
would you call it?
I don't know, someone without a home.
Yeah, homeless
Yeah.
person.
It's too many words.
Someone down on their luck.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
A struggler.
Yeah,
Give it to
Right.
Ray.
Not
Give it to me. I'll be a bum.
I'll be no. My goal is to have you remove the word bum from your
Yes.
vocabulary.
Listen,
Not say I also can be a bum.
Yeah, I don't think we use that anymore.
listen. I'm awake and I'm on the subway at 4 a.m. I'm one of them. We are one together.
Yeah, but you're not sleeping on the subway though.
Right.
You could.
And you're not,
Oh, you're
sleeping
home.
on, you're not sleeping on the street
Right,
on a
that's-
cardboard box.
Yeah, that's like your home.
I'd like to sleep on the subway. It's a little tired sometimes.
He doesn't get it.
No, not even a little
Not
bit.
even a little bit.
Not even a little bit. All right, so why don't we do this to save them from them?
Yep.
Why don't we take a break, come back? I got odds for you. I got odds up the yin-yang for you. Here's what we're going to do, because I don't want you guys to be caught off guard. What's wrong with that? I could say that.
Say yin-yang.
Yeah.
You said bum.
Can't say bum, but you could say yin-yang.
There's nothing wrong with yin-yang.
Yin-yang is different than bum.
No, the word yin-yang is different, sure, but up the yin-yang? Seriously?
Why? It's a saying.
Yeah, whatever.
It's a famous saying, Raymond.
Continue your tease.
All right. Anyhow,
Feisty.
I don't want you guys.
He's feisty
He isn't one today. I don't want you guys to be caught off guard. I have in front of me, like, let me actually see how many. It's a lot, like 30. The top 30. No, 15. 15. Say 15, right? 15 Giants coaching odds.
You are.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't looking at it. I'm looking at it.
Like 30.
Feel
15.
Collectively, this is one of our better opens, I think.
You know what? I love you guys, though. I don't care. Even when it goes off the rails, it's still fun.
Yep.
And that's what makes the show entertaining. Anyway, 15 top Giants coaching candidates by odds. Who are they? We'll play that game next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father, I fight to get justice for the injured.
The hustle and grit of these streets shaped me. I'm John D'Agostino, and from the concrete to the courtroom, I built this injury firm 35 years ago to get accident victims justice. So call my team first, 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
You want justice? Think Jenna D'Agostino. Think D'Agostino & Associates. Justice isn't just a word. For us, it's a way of life. It's having compassion for your struggle and getting you paid for your pain. Now that's justice. D'Agostino & Associates means being there for the injured.
Seriously injured? Call my team first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222. D'Agostino & Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there, and I'll be there for you.
D'Agostino Law Bite Back.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
The Hess truck's back and it's better than ever. Roaring engines this year. Hess race cars are here.
The Hess stock car racers are loaded with lights, sounds, and a powerful racing motor. Only at HessToyTruck.com. Free shipping and batteries included.
Join Optimum and MSG Networks November 15th from noon to 2 p.m. at the new Gateway store for a grand opening celebration. Meet Knicks alum Larry Johnson. Plus, enjoy a family-filled day with balloon animals, face painting, and a Chick-fil-A lunch on us.
Your ambition just met its match with Robinhood. Trade stocks and ETFs, options, futures, and crypto all on one platform. Get started today at Robinhood.com/yourmoney. Your money, your move. All investments involve risk, including loss of principal. Options, futures, and crypto trading carry significant risk and may not suit all investors. Securities offered through Robinhood Financial LLC, member SIPC. Futures trading is offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Crypto offered through Robinhood Crypto LLC, NMLS ID 1702840, not FDIC or SIPC protected. Portfolio management offered by Robinhood Strategies, an SEC registered advisor.
On the golf tee, it's Skechers World Champions Cup. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. It's PGA Champions Tour golfers from all over the world. Team USA versus Team Europe versus Team International. Watch it live December 4th and 5th on ESPN and ESPN Plus, 12 to 4 p.m. The competition will be tense, but feet will be comfy. Tune in to Skechers World Champions Cup. Final round of golf on Sunday, December 7th on ABC, 1 to 5 p.m.
All right, DNR with you. ESPN New York. We roll along on a, what's today? Today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah,
we have Stump Rothenberg. That's right. It's a fun day. It's a fun show. Knicks, Rangers in action tonight. That's certainly very enticing. So we got a lot going on. Who else plays? Islanders in action tonight?
Why don't you check that beautiful rundown
I'm looking at it right now. Knicks, Magic, Rangers, Lightning, Devils, Hawks. So no Islanders tonight. No. Devils, the red-hot Devils.
Well, we're red hot till they face my Islanders. They still got a point, but
the Devils are playing good hockey.
Great hockey.
Yeah. Very, very talented team.
Don calls home games. They don't.
Don't mess with the devil, buddy. We're number one. We beat
Stick
anybody.
a pitchfork in
We're
it.
the devil.
And then you heard what Brendan Burke is doing now. He's taking Don's lines and
is he really
throwing him? You didn't hear that? They had him on the show yesterday. Raymond, you must have heard this, right?
Heard about it.
Yeah. I guess when the Islanders won, he used Don's tagline.
I got the call.
No, he didn't.
As like a mock to Don.
And Pollock. Drop pass. Barzal saves the day. Tipped it around Jack Hughes. Now he goes to the net. Here's Barzal to win. Put the pitchforks away. This one belongs to the Islanders.
Well, that's fine. Put the pitchforks away.
Yeah, but
he did his homework.
That was a little shot at
No,
at Don
that wasn't a
LaGreca.
shot.
Oh, come on.
No, that was not a shot. If he actually used the tagline, take it easy, Don. Put those pitchforks away.
Yeah, put those pitchforks
I think it's
away.
respect. Clearly he's paying attention.
Kay somehow was co-hosting with DHR yesterday.
For a long time, though. Like almost 5 o'clock, I turned the show on.
Yeah.
5 seconds to go. Centering pass off a skate. Put a pitchfork in this one. Devils hold on for a 5-3 win. Their first victory of the season.
Pitchfork. I like it.
The devil.
I know.
Yeah.
I understand.
I'm just explaining it.
You know what else I understand really well? High level?
Bath fitter.
A good, solid shower.
Yeah.
It makes...
See how I do this now, though?
Yeah.
Just know exactly where you're going.
Yeah, as you should. You know why? Because you know who I am?
You're Dave Rothenberg.
And I'm here to tell you about my friends at Bath Fitter. All right, so what they do, they come into your home, and they convert very easily. In my instance, my case, Alex's bath to a shower did an unbelievable
Just one day, right?
job. Not even.
Not even.
Half a day. It takes like half a day. They have different types of custom bath renovations. We went with the PermaFit solution. That's watertight fit. So there's no leakage. Nobody wants leakage.
It would seem to me, if I was in the, which I am, I might be, because these bath fitter reads are just so good.
Right.
Is that I would probably want the one that's watertight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I think they're all watertight, but
another
this PermaFit solution is like extra.
Is there another option
like
that's not waterfit tight?
Yeah, they have some where just water pours all over the house. 1 day. That's how long it takes. Just 1 day. Our case, half a day. It's durable, easy to clean, no demo, no mess. They even take their shoes off and they put the
I love
booties
that.
on. You know the booties?
I love the booties.
Yeah, they put the booties on. It's lower cost than a standard replacement. Take advantage of Bath Fitter's biggest sale of the year. Right now, you can save up to this is a lot of money. Not for you because you're willing to throw it away.
Well, I don't have any now because I spent it on parking.
$800 on a complete Bath Fitter system. See their website or call for details on this Black Friday savings. Start designing your bath today like we did at bathfitter.com.
That was nice.
All right, so I got it right in front of me, okay? The list of Giants coaches odds-wise. Odds-wise.
Okay.
Are you ready to play?
Yes.
Raymond, are you ready to play?
Not necessarily, but I'll play.
Oh, what is with you today?
Do you need a day?
I do need a day.
Okay, take the day.
Take tomorrow. Well, he's already here now.
Oh, no.
Take tomorrow off.
Tomorrow would be fantastic.
Take
tomorrow
it
off.
off. Because you're not in a great mood today.
We'll get Bauer in here.
We'll get Leo. We'll get Bauer. We'll get Harvey. We'll give himself presents.
You got 2 games tonight. Just take a day.
Harvey bought himself a cake.
I know. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I heard.
I said, what'd you get yourself for your birthday? You go, this year, only a cake.
Only a cake. Yeah. That's it. It was depressing when he
said
that.
That's sad.
It is sad.
So he buys himself a cake, and then he's probably sitting there waiting for presents, and there's no presents to be had. Well, how about the presents? I'm sorry.
Yeah,
we didn't buy ourselves any presents this year.
You didn't really earn presents this year.
Unfortunately, you get coal. RJ, even though Raymond's not ready to play, you ready to play?
Oh, sure.
Okay. All right. So, Raymond, can I dangle the carrot in front of you? Would you like to start?
No.
This guy's unbelievable. I mean, he's unbelievable.
You really are unbelievable today. I hope the meeting goes 2 hours today.
Wow. The Knicks won last night.
They won.
Yeah, but
and they start at 7 o'clock tonight.
They both start at 7 o'clock
All right,
tonight.
so you're going to be home by 10:30.
6:30 pre-games.
Beautiful.
133 points.
111 points in the third quarter, Ray.
It's fantastic. Not a great fourth quarter, though.
Oh,
Not a great
sloppy.
Fourth quarter.
It got sloppy.
All right. Well, I won't start
I'll
with
go
you.
first.
Rick, would you like to
I'll
start?
go first.
Okay.
I'll go first.
Go ahead. I got the list right in front of me. We start with...
I'm going to go with your guy. Clint Kubiak.
Clint Kubiak is number 2.
Yes.
Now, no odds are great here. He's plus
I would imagine you have
800.
15 names.
Right. He's plus 800. So Clint Kubiak off the board.
Who's next?
RJ, since Raymond doesn't want to play, let's go to you.
We had an interesting discussion after the show. Me, John, I think Carlin, Ray, about Kubiak. Because he went from, like, genius last year with the Saints
Right.
to fired to now he's a genius again, all in the course of, like, 12 months.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
They're put in the right spot, just like a quarterback, though.
Yeah, true.
Right.
How about Lane Kiffin, Dave?
Lane Kiffin. Well, let me scroll all the way down to 14-1.
Oh, no.
He's there, but
Not a
he's
great
nowhere
first guess.
near the top of this list.
Yes.
Raymond, I know you don't want to play, but now you have to play. Go ahead.
Do I have to?
Oh, God.
Well, you threw this name out there. I don't think there's any chance. Like, this should be a 0 next to this name. But because you mentioned it yesterday, and
Well, why
somebody like
if you don't love this, are you going with it?
Well,
I mean,
I
we're
mean,
still
be-
in round one
because,
here.
Because if you've mentioned it, well, this tells you I didn't want to play the game to begin with. So
did you get him a roll today?
Yes.
The roll is not great. I got to tell you.
See, that's
the roll
it.
today is not great.
Oh,
Dude,
This guy's
it is
unbelievable today.
Not great.
All right, I won't buy your roll tomorrow.
Okay. Bill Belichick. Dave.
Have you
Maybe we take him out. Maybe we take him off the game today. Maybe we eliminate him from the game. He doesn't want to play.
Ray, do you want off?
I just told you I didn't want on.
You're off.
All right, so let him go then.
Okay, I'll go with Spags.
You're going to go with Steve Spagnuolo.
Yep.
Steve Spagnuolo is 9-1, so he's right there.
I've heard a
Good
lot
for
of
you.
that name over the last day and a half.
By the way, Belichick is in fact on the list, even though Ray is now eliminated from playing the game. You know what? He's banned. He's banned. He's
so
out.
even if he wants back, he's out.
You can't get back in. Belichick very low down the list. He's 16-1. All right. So I got number 2, number 3, number 1 is still sitting here remaining. RJ?
How about the current, I guess, incumbent, Mike Kafka?
Mike Kafka. I've heard it both ways.
Yeah, I have two. I was going to ask you for clarification.
I think it's Kafka is 12-1. So he is on the list. Back to you, Rick.
What about former head coach, now offensive coordinator in Washington, Cliff Kingsbury?
Cliff Kingsbury is 5th on the list at 10-1. So I did a hit on DC radio yesterday.
Oh, nice.
You've been busy.
With my buddy. Did you know I did this yesterday?
I've been following your path.
Well, he's got free time now because the his other show is on hiatus.
Right.
Well, he was on with Freddie and Harry a couple days ago.
Right.
You're busy.
Well, I mean, when things happen with the Giants, people turn to me to give my opinion.
Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice, though? Like, people
I
around
guess.
the country, like, something happens, like, I wonder what Dave Rothenberg thinks.
I guess. So I was on DC radio yesterday and with my buddy Scott, and I said, Kingsbury, what do you think? He goes, yeah, take him. He goes, we want. And Scott does pre and post for the Commanders radio network.
They loved him last year.
And he's like, take him. He goes, now listen, nothing's working at the moment, so he's just in the line of fire, but you want him, you can have him.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So yes, Kafka is still on there. We go back to Rick.
No, I just went
It's
Kingsbury.
guess Kingsbury.
Oh, my God. Did you just stroke out?
All right. No, I didn't stroke out.
All
I
right.
forgot for a moment.
All right, I feel pretty good about this one. Jesse Minter.
Jesse Minter, I've heard the Giants like him a lot, and there's a connection to someone in the front office with Jesse Minter, which makes him a viable candidate. Yes, he is 12-1. By the way, number 1, number 4 still sit here on the list. You're up.
Whew. Number 1 still
Number
on the
1.
list. Any hints with number 1 or no? Can you give a hint?
I'm not ready to yet.
Okay.
Next round, I'll give you a hint.
I'm going to go with one I heard Carlin say yesterday. So I'm going to
Okay.
steal this from Carlin.
Tomlin he loves, right?
Just like he stole the frenzy from us.
Mm-hmm.
No. I'm going to go with the Jeff Hafley he mentioned yesterday.
Jeff Hafley is, in fact, on the list. He also checks in at 12-1. So I'm still, RJ, you have 1 and you have 4 on the list.
All right, I don't think it's either of those, but this was mentioned yesterday by Jordan, Antonio Pierce.
Antonio Pierce is not on the list.
Oh,
he is. I'm sorry.
Yeah!
He's 14. He's 14-1.
What a roller coaster of emotions.
He's 14-1 from oh no to yes, it's happening. I talked to a lot of people recently. Someone yesterday said, "Yeah, it will not be Antonio Pierce." All right, are we ready for hint time now?
Yeah, well, because we've officially killed the clock here.
Okay.
So,
Omnia.
because we're going to get a text now in about probably 30 seconds. I don't know what break this is from John. So
right, John will be
speed up.
completely confused. All right, Ray, play that again, would you?
Oh boy.
Oh, Mike McCarthy.
Carpe Omnia. Sees everything.
Mike McCarthy. That's not even a hint. You just gave it to us.
Well, listen. Hint
You
for
could have
Mavis.
said former head coach.
I was going to say, let's get into a little Latin.
Yeah, but now he just gave it to us.
Well, he played
just dive bombed the game.
Well, that's what he did. He didn't want to play, and then he crushed it. Mike McCarthy is number 1 at 7-1.
Number 1.
Yeah. As I just said. That's why I said that he was number 1. Yes, number 1 at 7-1. And next up is a guy with Giants ties. How's that? He's not a head coach now. He's an assistant coach now, and he was an assistant coach with the Giants a couple of years back. And I don't even believe is a defensive coordinator now.
He is.
But he has been a defensive coordinator.
You know this, Rick?
No.
Silence.
I have some other names, but not this person.
All right.
Joe Brady?
Joe Brady is not that person. He's at 18-1. Lou Anarumo.
Yeah, but he's a defensive coordinator right now.
Yeah, he is.
For the Colts.
Okay,
That threw me off. Yeah, he's a DC for
I know he was with the Bengals as their DC.
Yeah,
And
right.
he had that
they got rid of him.
defense working in a functional way. But he's got ties to the Giants. He's number 4.
Yeah,
he's number 4.
That's 12. That's 12 names. We're missing how many? 2?
We're missing.
No, we can't play though, RJ. So we're already late.
No, we can play. It's fine. Jason Garrett.
For God's sakes, why?
If they hire, you can't talk right. If they hire Jason Garrett, I'll just go.
What's his nickname?
The Red Rifle.
No,
that's Andy Dalton.
He's had several.
It's the Ginger Clapper. What is it?
Yeah,
Ginger Clapper's 1.
That's what Canty used to call him.
That's not wrong.
Oh, we haven't mentioned Gruden. I'm sure Gruden's on the list.
Gruden's also 14-1. Robert Saleh is 14-1.
In terms of advice, I have no advice to give.
Flores.
Todd Monken is 14-1.
Flores got to be on the list.
Yes, he is 14-1 as well. It's a big list. It takes me time to go up and down the list. So there you
so
have
we got
it.
them all.
We got them all.
Look at us.
Pippen, Gruden, Flores, Belichick, Brady, Garrett. Favorite right now, Mike McCarthy, but not a strong favorite at 7-1. So there you have it. Now we break. We come back and we discuss some of these options and what is the most attractive to you. DNR with you right here on ESPN New York.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's Cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Score a win this game day with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup. Need that new football jersey for the big matchup? With Amazon Pickup, you can collect your order from secure Amazon lockers or counters near you on your schedule. Whether you're running from work or home or straight to the tailgate, Amazon Pickup makes it easy and worry-free at no extra cost. Don't miss kickoff. Grab your gear and your packages when it works for you. Find your nearest Amazon Pickup location at amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
The post-career day press conference brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Paying extra for tire care is BS. You know, bad service. So at Midas, we're rolling out our BS-free tire guarantee, included with paid installation and tax on every purchase. You'll pay nothing for flat replacements, nada for flat repairs, and zilch for tire rotations every 5,000 miles. That's $0 for all that. So with this limited lifetime tire guarantee, you'll pay a whole lot of nothing compared to what the other guys charge for tire care. That's the BS-free tire guarantee, only at Midas.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about, and to remind ourselves that we're not alone. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many. This November, BetterHelp's encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you're there. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. Short questionnaire helps you identify your needs and preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recommendations. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
You live for this. The wins, the losses, the slam dunks, and the buzzer beaters. The dream that this is your team's year. Hope, it's what keeps you coming back. So you represent with anticipation and with pride. Because when everything's on the line, your support means everything. That's why the NBA Store is here to support you. Check out the largest selection of official NBA gear at NBAstore.com. A Fanatics experience.
All right, DNR with you. Louis Riddick right at the top of the 7 o'clock hour. You're going to be a good insight to get from
we got to
Louis.
get him going a little bit. We got to get him fired up. I want some energy from him today. This is his wheelhouse.
It's early, and he's probably just waking up and getting going.
It's early. I just woke up.
I understand.
I saw some guy. I walked in, I don't know, 5:18 maybe I walked in. Some guy standing on the corner just lights up a cigar.
I saw that in the orange.
Yes.
He actually concerned me. So I parked right there, and I made sure to have my head on a swivel because I was like, who would be smoking a cigar on the corner?
I watched them light it up
at 5:30 in the morning.
And it wasn't wacky tobacco. It was
a legitimate cigar. Yeah. And then I went to my vendor, and I walked kind of past him on the other side of the street, and I saw he turned and he started to follow me. So as I was coming to the building, I turned around to see exactly where he was. He was far enough away, but I didn't. And he's a huge guy.
He's a big guy, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want any part of that.
No, you don't want that. I would have been fine, but I think he was just enjoying a cigar, early morning cigar.
But also strange.
I don't normally see people
in the literally like the middle of the night are not lighting up a cigar on the corner.
Maybe he had a good Tuesday night.
You think he was still going from Tuesday?
Maybe he spent the night somewhere. He's like, you know what I need after a long night in the sheets, little celebratory cigar.
Maybe. So I texted with someone close to the Giants yesterday. I'm not going to give you a name, but I'm going to kind of read the text to you. My understanding after doing some real checking is that Shane is still the favorite to be kept, but that this is hardly a slam dunk. He'll be evaluated after the season. Now, let's say they finish 1-6 without Daboll around to blame anymore. That could be a really big factor. I'd probably bet a mortgage payment on Joe to return, but I would not bet the entire ranch. So
why exactly would he be heading the search for the new coach?
Listen.
And if you were the new coach and you thought there was a chance that he was on thin ice, because it sounds like he is, and even if they retain him, do you want to be tied to a GM?
No. Now, remember what happened with the Jaguars, that no one would take that job with Balky as the guy, and they had no choice but to fire him. I wonder, like, if you're a coach and you're a coach with
how much of this is also what's going on behind the scenes?
Yeah, I think Mr. Maher's health is certainly something that
let him
has
focus on his health, and we're paying him anyway. Let Joe Scheon take care of. Plus, we got all the scouting and the free agency stuff that we're doing.
You tell me.
No, I know, but it's just. But all of the things that we don't see, that we talked about yesterday, the behind the scenes stuff, that's a real thing. So, I mean, to fire him now or to even wait, I mean, you're probably better off if you're going to do it, doing it now, just so whoever you're going to hire can kind of come in.
Well, I think they intend to keep him, but let's see.
It makes the most sense, right? Like, I mean, all the work you've already put in on free agents, the draft, what your cap is going to look like next year. I mean, that would be tough for all of a sudden now, new GM to take over and have to go through all that process again.
Okay. It would be easier if you were to do it now, though. If you were to rip the Band-Aid off with both these guys.
That's saying that you're going to, but that's saying that when you're going to hire a new GM immediately? No, you got to go through that process too.
Right. It's a big process. And now you don't have, maybe not, the full ownership group being involved in that sit down and day-to-day and interviews and stuff makes it very difficult.
The crappy part, though, is now if
you were one of the 15 that I just listed off, would you be interested being the GM who has failed here in 4 years is going to be the GM for you?
No, I wouldn't, because it feels like, it feels like if we have another bad season and he doesn't have a good draft, that he could be gone. Right now, he's leaning on the draft that he just had.
Correct. And it was a good draft.
It was a good draft. But Joe Douglas had good drafts.
Look at the 2023 draft. There's no one left.
No.
So
no one that you really want to play.
I mean, if you are Mike McCarthy and you think, you know what, I'm going to get a job at some point. Like, at some point down the road, I feel like I'm going to get a job.
I think you live with it.
Would you
because
just
of Jackson Dart? Yeah.
Yeah. So you bite the bullet as far as the GM, and you say this quarterback is so special.
And then if you prove that you can turn this thing around and you do win, and Jackson Dart, turns into what we all believe Jackson Dart is going to be, then at a certain point you probably have enough gravitas where you can say, hey, this is not working with the GM. I'd like someone different. But, I mean, in a perfect world, I'd want I would want the best coach to be completely tied to and in. I don't know. I trap myself word-wise here. I'd want those two
to be intertwined.
Yes.
Well, they're not going to be
on the same
But how many times? I mean, I'm sure it has. How many times does it work where you have a GM waiting?
Well, it hasn't for the Giants.
He's failed.
Well, but it hadn't for the Giants because the Giants have done the same. I mean, that's what they've been doing.
Right. So just do it again. I mean, it hasn't worked for the Jets. You've seen it across the building, right? They did this same thing with the Jets. It didn't work there. It hasn't worked here, but let's do it again. Now, you talk about Mr. Marin. That's a big issue, right? Because we know his health is not great right now, and he might not want to sit and go through 50 interviews, and maybe he can't go through 50 interviews for a GM. And that stinks, that you may be beholden to Joe Scheon because you don't have an option to move on from Joe Scheon.
Well, unless things go sideways here, and it's clear that it's the talent on the field and it wasn't the coaching staff, and they don't squeak out a couple of these wins, or they have leads again and they blow those.
Well, I mean, can you with
the next
whoever
three,
coach,
no.
if you have Bill Bell, if you have the greatest coach,
it's going to be the last four.
Right. So you're not going to win the next three.
No.
So you believe, I think most people believe you're going to be staring 2-11 right in the face, right? Okay. And then it's what? It's Raiders, Commanders, Cowboys. And there's one more.
And there's one more in there
that I can't think of. Raiders, Commanders, Cowboys, and they've done with the Eagles. Vikings. Yeah.
Yep, that's right.
So, I mean, Vikings, they'll kill you on the defensive front. Commanders are the same as you.
Yeah, but here's the thing, though.
And Jaden Daniels probably back.
Right, but, I mean, at this point, though, it's like when you have Jackson Dart playing as good as Jackson Dart, as well as Jackson Dart is playing right now, it feels like
you're going to be in every game.
You're going to be in every single one of these games.
Yes.
Now, is Mike Kafka going to be the difference where he figures it out late in games? I don't know how that's possible.
Well, you still can't stop the run.
Well, no, because you still have Shane Bowen. I don't understand how. And Jordan was like, well, Brian Daboll doesn't want to be known as the coach. It's just rifling through coaches. But if you really think, and there's plenty of people that think this, that he was using Jackson Dart the way he was using him to save his job,
right?
Jackson Dart's health be damned, then would you really care about, firing another coach and trying to save your job?
I don't know if he was allowed to.
How?
What do you mean?
Well, why
I think
wouldn't
he was on such thin ice that you're not
right,
making
but
that
give him a
decision.
chance to fix it. It wasn't the offense.
My question to you is, well, why wouldn't he be gone now? Now you got rid of Brian Daboll and you keep Shane Bowen as defensive coordinator?
I don't understand.
You wouldn't blow the whole thing up?
No, if I'm Kafka, I'm like, dude,
I don't want this guy.
I don't want this guy.
No.
Defense
this is a 7-game audition. I mean, I can't imagine he's going to get the job, But the only chance he has to get the job is if you have a massive 7-game stretch.
Yep.
So, like, beat the Packers, beat the Patriots, win 2 out of the. If you go like 5-2 over the next 7, and all of a sudden the defense is playing differently, and Dart continues to play at this level, then maybe he'd be considered for the job. But I would.
But are you giving him a real fair chance?
No.
Like wins wise. I'm not talking about like. I mean, there are plenty of things behind the scenes you can do. It seems like they prefer his temperament, right? I'm sure his. How organized he is. It seems like for me the thing with Brian Daboll was like just emotionally he wasn't stable enough, and also he didn't have a real plan, right? Like it wasn't like it was kind of like all over the place, and it was like he just if it didn't work, it wasn't like he was taking blame for it. Which is as the CEO, it's like I need to have my hands like it's what made Parcells so good. You hear the stories about him,
so good.
Like he'd be talking to you, he'd see something out of the corner of his eye, he'd go correct out. Like,
it's the Belichick. It's what the great coaches are able to do.
So if it doesn't go right, it's on all of us as opposed to, that didn't go right, so I'm gonna chew you out because it's your fault.
Mm-hmm.
It can't be. This
is what bad teams do,
right? But that's I think part of why they were ready to move on from him.
When I did my Bath Fitter read, did you have any envy? Were you like, I want a chance to do another read so that I can outdistance you here?
I got to tell you,
yeah,
my little coaching clinic with Brownshire, I feel like is.
Can I be honest?
Did you notice?
Well, I did. I noticed it's been better. Then you mentioned you sat with Brownshire and he gave you some pointers, and you've been better. So he should get into the industry of like tutoring on the side.
He's an excellent coach.
He's unbelievable.
I heard he's pointing out where I should add
commas. What did he tell you?
Well, really focus on the sentence.
Mm-hmm.
Slow yourself down. I have a tendency to speak quickly.
Right.
And then he said, when you see the comma,
use it.
Really use it.
Use the comma.
Focus on it.
Uh-huh.
And I said, well, show me how, Mike.
So you went through like a dry run.
Yep.
And he would read?
Yes, then he would record me, and then we'd like going over tape.
It's great.
I might do another one.
I love it. You know what? Because you're always willing to learn.
That's it.
You always want to get better.
If you're not getting better, you're getting worse.
There you go. All right, well, let's see the tutorial of one Michael J. Brownshire.
All right, well, FanDuel is the #1 sportsbook for same-game parlays. From points and rebounds to threes and assists, FanDuel is the best place to combine your favorite picks into a same-game parlay or track every stat live, all in one easy-to-use app. And right now is the perfect time to join because new customers get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. So bet on the plays you love the way you want. Head to FanDuel.com/Rick to sign up today. FanDuel, the official sports betting partner of the NBA, must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
Yeah, I got to be honest with you. I don't love it.
You don't love it?
Well, because it's too good. Because part of the fun of you doing a read is there's going to be missteps, it's going to stink, and then we get to jump on it and have fun. And now Mike is taking that out. So I want, when he brings you back into the studio next time, RJ, I think the best thing to do is have Mike give him some misinformation so that Rick is not so good.
I'm dialed.
I don't love it.
I'm
at
all in.
What I do love is Louis Riddick. And fortunately for us, he will join us next right here on ESPN New York.
John Ryan.
Yeah, Dad.
I think I came up with a killer slogan for our law firm. D'Agostino and Associates, bite back.
Bite back?
Yeah. When someone hurts you, you bite back. We'll be the law firm that bites back.
Dad, that's brilliant. Accident victims, call D'Agostino and Associates and bite back. Hey, we could even put a big vicious dog on billboards everywhere.
Yeah, and Rottweilers on buses.
Hey, how about a toll-free number?
What are you thinking?
You know, like 1-800-BITE-BACK.
1-800-BITE-BACK. That's brilliant.
But what if people hear fight back?
Easy. I'll spell it out for them, like 1-800-BITE, back. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
Love it. Hey, Dad.
Yeah?
All this talk about biting back got me hungry.
Me too. Want to grab lunch?
Sure. Hey, how about a jingle?
You mean like, D'Agostino, law, bite back.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here is Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Good morning, company. Guys, we've got delays of 45 minutes in at the George Washington Bridge, Cross Bronx East at the Alexander Hamilton Bridge, a disabled tractor trailer on the shoulder. Inbound Lincoln, that's 25. The outbound Lincoln, all lanes subject to closure. 495 West at Kennedy Boulevard with an accident investigation. Inbound Holland about 10. 130 southbound in North Brunswick. It's an accident. That one is still being cleared. Traffic is sponsored by Compassion International. Compassion sponsorship means food, healthcare, education, and most of all, being known, loved, and protected. There are thousands of kids waiting over a year, and their wait. Sponsor a child with compassion today. Text the word radio to 83393. I'm Debbie Duhame on 880 ESPN New York.
Health surprises can change your life in an instant. You've seen it happen to others, but it doesn't have to be your story. At Princeton Longevity Center, we customize actionable and proactive health plans to maximize your lifespan and take control of your health. Our Cancer Check program combines cutting-edge technology with top medical expertise to keep you ahead of potential risks. With advanced full-body imaging, genetic testing, and multi-cancer detection blood tests, we look for even the earliest signs of problems. Results are analyzed by expert physicians who craft a personalized plan to safeguard your future. You're not just a patient, you're a partner in your health journey, backed by a team committed to helping you live longer, healthier, and more vibrantly. Our programs have saved hundreds of lives and empowered countless others to take control of their health. Be proactive with your health for the ultimate peace of mind. Call 888-8000-PLC or visit PrincetonLongevityCenter.com.
Hey, bro, weirdest thing is happening at the game. This guy sitting next to me says, "You're our good luck charm." Every time I crack a Bud Light, we score a touchdown. Now his entire family wants to buy me Bud Lights. I think I'm some kind of a football prophet. Talk soon. The team needs me.
Anything for Bud Light, the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Stock up today. Enjoy responsibly. Copyright 2025 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
New York Lottery's holiday scratch-off games are the perfect gift for everyone on your list.
Like me, your Aunt Jules. I told you I didn't need a gift this year, but I secretly really want one.
Or me, your neighbor Frank. I hope you didn't forget I'm coming to your holiday party tonight.
Or me. Why does no one ever think of the voiceover guy? Anyway, New York Lottery's holiday scratch-off games have more winners and top prizes up to $5,000. Please play responsibly. Must be 18 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-877-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
Hey, fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football, it's a pepper thing.
Empower. Jen has ordered a decadent seafood tower, king crab legs, lobster tails, and a waterfall of caviar. Pricey? You bet. But Jen worked with Empower on her savings and investment strategy and planned for splurges like these. She got good at money, so she can be a little bad. Ooh, champagne. Empower. Invest well, live a little. Start today at empower.com.
Past performance is not indicative of future returns. Investing involves risk. You may lose money. Advisory services are provided for a fee by Empower Advisory Group, LLC, EAG, a registered investment advisor with the Securities and Exchange Commission. OMG, those shrimps are really jumbo.
880 ESPN, WHSQ, and WCBS-FM HD2, New York. A Good Karma Brands radio station. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
I'm going to pass on talking about injuries since Rich has all the answers, so you guys can get all the injuries from Rich.
What are you doing? Better call him.
Tell me that's Rich. Well, you better call him.
He's clearly less upset with Rich and more upset with whoever told Rich the information.
So you're going to take it out on the media?
I guess so.
Now, since we're just reporting stuff that I haven't said, then maybe you should ask him.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg on ESPN New York and streaming live on YouTube.
All right, big 7 o'clock hour. DNR with you, ESPN New York. Time now for the Riddick Report, brought to you by Sloman's, our resident general manager. With so much going on in the world of the NFL, it makes perfect sense. And we bring in Louis Riddick. Louis, good morning. How you doing?
I'm great. How you guys doing?
We're doing really well. There's so much going on. So does it make sense to you that the Giants did this now? Or if you were the decision maker, would you have waited preferably to the end of the season?
Yeah, look, it's really a tough question. Look, I'm not one who's a big fan on making moves mid-season now. I mean, and if they wanted to get started on the head coaching search, and really doing it out in the open and, kind of making it known that they were going to go in a different direction, they want to get a jump start on that, I can understand it. I think there's no question, though, that, I don't know, maybe some people inside the building would argue, since I'm not there, that it seems as though, Brian had forged a relationship with Jackson, a connection with Jackson that was something that you would ideally want to build upon. You hate seeing that get ripped up. You hate seeing the whole prospect of maybe Jackson having to start over with a whole new offensive system, whole new coordinator, develop all new relationships. You hate all that. But in the end, look, they clearly, this is one thing that I never like about these situations, is when you clearly separate the blame from between coach and GM, and clearly they've done that here. They believe that this is a coaching and development issue more so than a personnel acquisition issue and valuation issue, which is a little bit shocking to me and surprising to me. So it puts you behind the eight ball. It puts you in a weird spot going forward, because now there's always the incumbent who tries to protect their position, and then there's the new guy who, if things start going good or they start going bad, they'll always test the strength of relationships. So there's a lot of moving parts with this, a lot of moving parts when you wind up doing things with the timeline they've done it.
Lewis, do you think that keeping Joe Scheon now, I mean, the report that first came out was that Joe Schoen's going to take him through the coaching process and everything else, so it made it feel like he was going to be here, and then you had other reports yesterday that, they'd like to keep him, but we'll see how it ends up. Do you think that if they do
what does that mean?
Right, I don't know what that means either, but do you think keeping Joe Scheon affects their ability to get the most qualified coach for this position?
Of course it does. See, this is what I'm talking about. So whenever you split the two up, I always think that head coaches and GMs should be tethered together, okay? Because you can't really be successful one without the other. All right, so when you decide to fire one and not the other, and let's just say Joe, for instance, stays, right? Then the new coach who comes in is going, well, wait a minute, didn't you guys come in together? Now, why is it that Brian's out and you're in? What does that mean? What does that mean? How does that – and whether or not he's guilty or not, that isn't even the issue. If you're a new coach, you're sitting there looking at the GM going, yeah, maybe you have hired me. But how is it that you stayed and the coach didn't? Were you talking, bad about the coach? Were you kind of like in secret meetings having, conversations with ownership and saying, hey, look, it's really not the personnel acquisition part of this. This is the development utilization part. And that's why, the coach needs to go and I need to stay. What it does is it puts the new relationship or the next relationship between the GM and whoever the head coach is coming in on weird ground to me. I've never liked that. I never have. Look, if one goes, you both go, because you guys have to work in unison so much together anyway. It's so hard to really distinguish between whose fault it is, because all those decisions, every decision that is made ideally, when it comes to player acquisition and when it comes to what's the developmental plan going to be like, what's the utilization plan going to be like, you guys should probably be talking about that the whole way, all along, and you guys should be really feeding off of one another. And I just always kind of looked at things kind of with a little bit of the side eye when I see kind of one guy go and the other guy stay, and vice versa. It's just weird to me. I've always looked at that with a lot of skepticism.
Do you think there are coaches out there that are going to go through this hiring process with the Giants and say, you know what, thanks, but no thanks. I just don't feel comfortable with this GM being here and making the hire, and it seems like he's kind of Teflon, and I can have a choice of maybe going to another place instead, and I'll choose that over this situation? Do you think this is a turnoff for some available coaches?
It may be. If all things are being equal, and that's the deciding factor, meaning I'm really starting from ground zero with a general manager that I'm coming in with, that I'm tethered together with, as opposed to someone who's an incumbent. Sure, there'll be coaches who go, I'll prefer option B, or rather, I would prefer option B over option A here, being, in this case, the Giants, simply because of that, simply because of what I keep talking about. And that's not, look, I don't know Joe Scheon. I don't know what the relationship was like between him and Brian. I'm just saying, from the outside looking in, if I was a head coaching candidate, those would be questions I'd want to I'd want to have answered. That would be the kind of research I would be doing right out of the gate, which is trying to find out as much as I possibly could about what that relationship was like. Why was it that Brian was shown the door and he, at this point in time, seems to be the survivor? Yeah, those are all things I would want to know. And if I didn't get the answers that I wanted and I had a choice to go somewhere else where I'm kind of tied together with the GM, and maybe I have a previous relationship with him, or maybe I'm, he's somebody who I really, believe in and trust, and we can kind of build from the ground up from day one, I would probably opt to go that route.
Yeah, I mean, the other thing is, how was Shane Bowen still have a job? Lewis, there's this narrative around the firing, and I guess a lot of people believe that Jackson, getting the concussion was the final straw, that because he was desperate to save his job, that Brian Daboll didn't do a good enough job protecting Jackson, and he was reckless with Jackson. Do you believe that? And second part of the question is, because Dave and I fought about this yesterday, that there's going to be a coach that can come in and can tell him, hey, you got to stop, you got to stop risking your body like this, or is that something that the player's going to have to finally realize himself?
Yeah, I think, look, Brian was trying to win games. One of Jackson's strengths is his ability to run the zone read, be a guy who's a threat on the perimeter, a legit run-pass threat. He was like that when he was at Ole Miss. Did numerous of his games down there. No lane kipping really well. It's part of what Jackson does. It was all good until it wasn't, right? They had a 10-point lead. I mean, they were rolling in that game against Chicago. Okay, so is this some kind of, self-preservation plot on the part of Brian Daboll to save his job and risk the first-round pick, like in some kind of reckless, irresponsible way? No, it's not. It wasn't that. He's trying to win football games and use this young man's talent in the best way he possibly could. And it wasn't like he was saying, hey, go out there and just kind of like bang it up in there like you're Walter Payton or like you're Joe Morris and just kind of like throw caution to the wind. No, that's not how you coach the position. That's not how Mike Kafka would have coaches the position. That's not what they would have been telling him. So no, I don't look at it like that. Now, I can't speak for John Mara as far as how he felt about what the play selection was looking like and whether or not he thought he was putting him in harm's way too often. But Jackson sure didn't seem like he was someone who was I know you have to protect players from themselves sometimes. But the offense looked pretty darn good with his ability to be both a throwing threat and a running threat. And considering how much they were devoid of some of the weapons that ideally you'd like to have there for him, and namely Scadaboo and Malik, I mean, he was doing what he needed to do. It's as simple as that. You're in the NFL to win games, and he was trying to help the team win games by doing the things that he was doing offensively from a strategic perspective.
Louis Riddick with us here, ESPN New York, on a Wednesday morning. So I can't believe I have to ask you this again. Did you hear yesterday's back and forth in a very strange manner with Aaron Glenn and the media? Did you happen to hear that?
I sure did. I did.
The only thing I'll ask you is, what is he doing? What is the goal? What is he doing? And does no one get him to the side and say, Aaron, you're making a massive story out of really what should be a nothing story?
Yeah, I don't know. I really can't speak for Aaron there. I mean, is it something that seems like, obviously, as you're alluding to, would cause you more headaches and solve more problems? Yeah, it does seem like that. But look, it's been a very pressure-filled, disappointing season for the Jets. And Aaron is a very intense guy. And look, we all handle those kind of things in different ways. And obviously, coaches handle media in different ways. Is that the way in which I would want to handle the media, or I would advise him to handle the media? No, but hopefully that's something that over time, he kind of like softens his approach.
Right, but Louis,
to those kinds of things.
He's got 2 wins.
Look, I got it.
How much time is he going to have?
I know. Well, look, I understand the NFL is about, what have you done for me right now, but. Look, he's going to need time. I mean, they're going to give him time, and that really has nothing to do with, how he handled the whole Rich Cimini thing. The time that they're going to need, it really doesn't really it doesn't matter in regards to this conversation. This is just about how are you interacting with the media? What's the kind of things that can make life easier for you or make life more difficult for you as a head coach? Handling things in the way in which he handles it is going to make life more difficult because now it's going to put everybody on edge. Now it's just going to make the relationship even more, combative, especially when things get tough. And that's just something you just don't want to do. If you can avoid that, avoid it. Yeah, that's what I would be telling them. Let's spend our energy on other things. Yeah.
Yeah, especially with the injury stuff. I mean, it would be simple as, hey, listen,
Right.
Garrett's going to miss, he hurt his knee, he's going to miss a couple weeks, right? We're not going to put him on IR, whatever it is. It's just, we'll end it right now.
I mean, Lewis, it's a non-story.
Right.
Right? There's no way we should be asking you this question.
Yeah, you're right. I shouldn't be talking about it. No one should be asking Aaron Glenn about it. It shouldn't be being run over and over again on SportsCenter. You're right, because there's a lot of other things that are a hell of a lot more important concerning the Jets right now than his back and forth with the media about, them asking Rich about what the injury report looks like since he's the one who has all that. That kind of crap is it's just so counterproductive and unnecessary.
All right, Lewis, last one from me. So there was another report that came out that now the Jets have had, the next 2 years in this draft, we'll control the draft. We need a quarterback, clearly. Justin Fields is not the guy. So the report that came out was that they're not going to wait. They won't wait till 27 when they have the 3 first-round picks. They'd like to address the position now. If we keep winning games and we don't have the first overall pick, and it seems like it's only Mendoza, there's other options as far as like veteran quarterbacks. Do you think it's okay to wait if they wanted to wait? But if they do make that decision now, outside of the draft, are there any quarterbacks that are on teams currently that you would think would be worth trading for if you're the New York Jets?
I really haven't even thought about the
name that we keep
market
hearing,
acquisition.
Well, Lewis, the name we keep hearing, and I think it's crazy talk. I think it's like if this team actually did it, they should be relegated to a different league. Is Joe Burrow?
Yeah, that's. I don't think that's not going to happen. I mean, Mike Brown ain't going to do that. Look, I think. See, this is the thing. When you're in this position and you're desperate for a quarterback, that's usually where. When there's clear desperation for a quarterback, that's where you got to really, keep yourself from forcing decisions and making bad decisions based out of this severe desperation in terms of the necessity to make something happen. Good luck this year, really trying to stack these quarterbacks in a way in which you feel really represents league value, because everyone's going to look at these quarterbacks different this year. Because look how up and down their performances are from week to week. I think the number one thing that the Jets need to do is really make sure, if they wind up going ahead and addressing the position in the 26th draft or the 27th draft, the number one thing they need to do is make sure that whoever is their OC and who is in that quarterback room as a quarterback coach, whoever the QC, anybody who interacts with the quarterback, they better make sure that they have the exact people that they want and have a very rock-solid plan as far as what the offense is going to look like, what the teaching mechanism is going to look like, and what the quarterback school in all season is going to look like, how we're going to bring them along. That stuff better be airtight, because these guys this year, this draft, this current quarterback class, I don't know how much time you guys spend watching college football, but it is an absolute enigma trying to figure out who is the best one. It is one of the most challenging draft classes I think I can remember, because of how these guys and their performances kind of swing back and forth from week to week. And when you have that kind of thing, it's not so much about your scouting genius and your ability to really identify who is the one. It is about making sure that your own program is airtight. And I think that's where the Jets need to be, making sure that that they're good to go. And whatever that means then, as far as who they select, they'll have a lot more confidence in making that selection, because they know that they have a great plan, and then you can wind up fitting the guy in there that really best suits and best fits what you have in your own building. And right now, I would think that there's probably a lot more questions than there are answers about what's going on there from an offensive coaching perspective. And I think that's where I would start. That's where I'd be right now, would be putting a lot of my emphasis.
All right, listen, we appreciate the time. I mean, New York football is always a bumpy ride, and thanks for taking the ride with us every Wednesday. We appreciate it. Thanks, Lewis.
You got it, man.
All right, that, of course, is Lewis Riddick, and the Riddick Report brought to you by Sloman. Stay warm all season with Sloman's, New York and New Jersey's go-to for heating oil, price protection, and 24/7 service. Visit oil.slomans.com.
You realize you asked the exact same question as I asked?
No.
Yes.
Well, he didn't seem to bother.
Well, because he's a good guy.
I asked the same question that you asked.
The question directly after I asked the question was the same question. Good question. Solid question. I actually thought that your question was going to be, do you lean one side of the ball or the other? That's what I thought it was going to be.
You're talking for the Giants?
Oh, yeah, for the Giants.
Okay.
Yeah.
What question did I repeat that you asked?
Will having Joe Scheon as the GM still deter coaches from wanting the job? Yeah. Which is a fair question.
Very
valid
maybe
question.
It was such a good question. It needed to be asked two times.
Once was good, twice is better.
I think so.
Just to hammer it home.
Well,
and he seems to believe, terrible idea.
Maybe I was unclear with his answer, and I wanted it really discussed a little bit more. By the way, typically I would get jumped on for that in the email, but no. We've all grown up. Maybe I dressed it up a little bit.
You did. You dressed it up nice. Yeah. It wasn't like I didn't just get a turkey. You know what I mean? I had all of it. All the accoutrement.
Yeah. He's completely flummoxed by.
Yes, it makes no sense.
By all of it. By all of it.
Because it makes, both don't make a whole hell of a lot of sense. Again, I think the only reason it would make sense is that because of the health concerns with the owner, that right now Joe Scheon is the one that's most qualified to get the process started.
Okay. All right. Well, let's see what happens. You can't sit here and give a final verdict if things are going to change, but right now it just feels very unsettling that the GM and the decision maker is a guy that, let's be fair, has failed at his job.
Well, but I think it was less about that and more about just questions going into this. If you're the new head coach, especially one that's qualified, like, whoa. Why exactly do you still have a job and Brian Daboll doesn't?
He's 20, 40, and 1 as GM.
Because, that record's on you. The moves that you've made, the sake, what have you actually done outside of...
Couldn't agree with you more.
Talking the owner into the talent's fine. It's the coach's fault. And no one wants to be a part of that unless
I just don't understand. What has he done to deserve to stay employed? And again, you never want to fight for someone to lose their job. I just don't understand.
No, I think there's a lot of people. I didn't see one person yesterday on any show that thought it made a whole hell of a lot of sense. Most of the people that we pay money to break down the NFL were like, this doesn't make much sense.
Now people are emailing in saying it wasn't the same question.
RJ, was it the same question?
Let's go back and listen.
It was similar. I'll have to listen to the exact
it was.
I'm not even arguing.
No, it was fine.
I don't really know.
It was fine. It was dressed up enough.
Yeah?
Yeah, it was dressed up fine.
Put a little lipstick on that baby.
Zhuzhed it up.
What was telling was as soon as Lewis got done, didn't even wait for the, thanks, gone.
Gone. He gave us all he had. Started a little slow. Energy picked up. Dave didn't stomp all over him at any point.
Well, that's good. I still don't take.
You got his cadence though. You have his cadence.
Listen. It's not easy though.
No,
his cadence is not easy. Listen, jumping on him last week, asking the same question twice, on me. If you asked the question and I repeated the question, I take ownership and I apologize to everyone listening. I'm sorry. I'll try to be better. As you say, quote, jumping on him last week. That's not on me.
No,
he paused for 4 seconds.
I just wait. I wait. Even if it gets uncomfortable, I'm waiting.
So you're going to wait him out?
I'll wait him out. I just wait.
It's like the battle to go, okay, corral.
Back of his caliber. But we know what kind of player he is.
Lewis Riddick with us here.
I think that they can develop.
You're right. I apologize.
That's a 4-second pause. What was
longer.
I to do?
There's nothing to do. It gets longer. There's nothing you can do.
I had to jump in.
You had to. It was too. That was
the
too,
FCC was about to be called. There's dead air on 880.
That was too pregnant. That was like we're ready.
That was not a pregnant pause. That was he's got triplets. Pause.
Baby's falling out.
That's right. That's octuplets. That's a very long pause. All right. So Jefferson put a poll up on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
I think you won't be surprised, but you'd like to know what it is and what the results are.
Okay.
We'll get to that next. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
For over 100 years, Slomin's has been your trusted partner in comfort. When it comes to home heating oil, we deliver more than just quality fuel. We deliver peace of mind. With price protection, automatic deliveries, 24/7 service, and up to 30 days to pay your invoice. Our dedicated team is just a call away, ensuring you stay warm and comfortable all winter long. Slomin's, New York and New Jersey's largest heating oil provider, proudly serving our community for generations. Give us a call today at 866-GET-HEAT or visit oil.slomins.com.
Black Friday is happening now at the Home Depot, which means it's time to get your home ready for all your holiday moments and traditions.
Hi.
Hey. Right now, you can bring home holiday magic with our wide assortment of dazzling pre-lit trees under $99. Spend more time creating memories and less time assembling with Quick Connect technology that makes it easy to set up your new tree in a few clicks.
Wow.
Hurry in for Black Friday happening now at the Home Depot.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. Enjoy personalized comfort for better sleep night after night. It's our Black Friday sale. Recharge this season with a bundle of cozy, soothing comfort. Now only $17.99 for our C2 mattress and base, plus free premium delivery. Prices higher in Alaska and Hawaii. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
Listen up, New York. It's football season, and you should be out there enjoying every play, every tailgate, every moment. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, joint pain, or sciatica, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. That's where Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain comes in. He's one of New Jersey's top pain specialists, Ivy League trained, double board certified, and dedicated to getting you back in the game. Here's the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical, image-guided procedures that get real results. Dr. Shaw treats everything from neck pain, back pain, migraines, nerve pain, and chronic joint pain. And he builds a custom game plan that's right for you. Same day or next day appointments are available with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood. And yes, most major insurances are accepted. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Go to SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
At 365. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. 21 plus only. Must be physically located in New Jersey. T&Cs apply.
You ever wake up with a sore throat, feeling a little off, and you know you're getting sick? Well, getting sick and going on the IL isn't an option, especially for me when I'm traveling for work. You can try to see a doctor, well, good luck there, or go sit for hours in an urgent care. Nope. That's why you need a medical emergency kit. This isn't some cheap first aid kit, okay? Your medical emergency kit comes packed with doctor-prescribed meds. It's like having an urgent care and a pharmacy right there in your home. If you're coming down with the flu, bam, here's your Z-Pack. You've got gastrointestinal issues, here's your Bactrim. From Z-Pack to ivermectin, amoxicillin, and doxycycline to treat strep, pneumonia, sinus infections, UTIs, COVID, and more. It's all right there in your kit. Just match your symptoms to the guide or talk with their telehealth doc. No doctor waiting rooms, no pharmacy lines. Order online in minutes and get $50 off with code SPORTS at urgentcarekit.com/sports. Get yours now at urgentcarekit.com/sports, promo code SPORTS.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Okay, all signed up. Easy. Now let's run payroll. What the? Hey girl, I'm you with more gusto. Nice. Who's that? New social media manager. Hired and onboarded with gusto. And spoiler, we're kind of famous now. Wait, we're famous? Oh, well, I'm famous. Payroll, benefits, and HR. Designed and built for small businesses. Choose a future with gusto.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Game time is brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it is Tully time. Knicks host the Magic 7 o'clock, nice and early, while the Rangers visit the Lightning at 7 as well. 9:30, Devils take on the Blackhawks in Chicago. Why so late? It's got to be like some kind of a national something, right?
No, it's Central Time.
Yeah, but 9:30 is an 8:30 start.
Yeah.
So why would they start?
It's got to be some kind of
doubleheader.
What is it on?
Yeah,
Is
it
it
TNT
tonight?
You know what? I bet you it's after the Rangers, because the Rangers I think are TNT tonight as well. So that's probably their doubleheader. would be my guess.
The Rangers game is.
Right, but the Rangers at 7. So
that's probably it. Hang on.
Why the Devils game is at 9:30.
9:30, right, would be my guess. And that's Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. So Jefferson the Savage Gibson put up a YouTube poll, and he said, do you want Joe Scheon back for next season?
Yep.
What would you guess the percentage was that said no?
High.
What do you think?
I would say over 80%.
84% said no. Yep. We do not want Joe Scheon back. I wonder how loud that message gets back, and if it matters at all to Giants ownership.
I'm sure it gets back.
We are very unhappy with the decisions that you're in the process of making right now.
Yeah, I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure it gets back. I mean, I think you did a good job yesterday of kind of, making your feelings known about that. But then I think the other side of that is if it doesn't, let's just say for whatever reason, it doesn't limit your opportunity to get the coach that you guys all want, whoever that ends up being. If it's, for whatever.
Right, whoever you identify as the guy you want.
But I think there are certain, if Joe Scheon identifies the guy that he wants and it doesn't line up with what you really want, which is, say Mike Tomlin, he separates from Pittsburgh. Right. And go somewhere else,
right.
Or Stefanski,
or John Harbaugh.
Yeah, like one of these names, and it's like, of course, is Mike Tomlin going to want to come and be paired up with Joe Scheon?
Not.
But that could be one of those situations where if that does happen, it's like, hey, Joe, thanks, you're out.
Right now, you think like Cliff Kingsbury, he's had a job, hasn't succeeded in the job. He's been with Washington, had a good year.
Right.
This year is a down year. Does he have the gravitas to come in and be
Jesse
like, listen,
Minter,
those guys need to do whatever is dealt.
I will tell you though, just like in my experience, the relationships that you build and the reputation that you have plays a huge role in how many jobs you get and how many chances you get. Like, I mean, if what Lewis said is really what happened, and there's some thought around the league that Joe Scheon was stabbing, Brian Daboll.
You've heard that though.
Well, but you could see it. Like you could see him starting that. I don't know what behind closed doors he was saying.
He made sure before this season to separate himself from Brian Daboll.
Which again, I mean, I would put as a reason to keep Daboll and fire Joe Scheon, because as far as he was concerned, this is Brian Daboll's quarterback. Well, guess what? He was right. And that's the only reason why there's any hope for this organization right now is because of what Brian Daboll wanted.
Otherwise, you'd be at the depths of the NFL.
Yeah, like who knows what he would have done? Like, would it have been Shador? Like the rumor was he liked Shador.
Right.
And then they tried to trade up to 1. They tried to trade for Matthew Stafford. So, there were a bunch of different things going on. And I guess Brian Daboll the entire time was like, no. I take that 3rd pick, and I draft Jackson Dart. That's how much I love him.
I think we've established Brian Daboll as, talent identifier and offensive mind is good.
Brian Daboll's undoing was his inability to maintain relationships with his coaches. Because there is no way that Shane Bowen should have been back.
Well, the Wink thing doesn't play well.
No, Wink doesn't play well.
Shane Bowen,
and then bringing him back again this year. Like Lou Anarumo was available.
Right.
Like that would have been what I would have done.
Of course. I mean, look at Cincinnati's defense now. They stink. What were they under Lou?
Right.
They went to the Super Bowl. Now, I'm not saying they were great, but they were serviceable.
Yeah, I mean, look at the Colts defense.
And he was an assistant coach with the Giants, and they love that. I mean, Antonio Pierce was out there and available.
So, I mean, that ends up being his undoing, and that's why, when you're doing all these interviews, that for me is question number 1. Right? Like I know, before I bring you in.
What happened?
No, forget that with him. I'm just saying, just in general, before I bring all these guys in, I already know all their accomplishments and background and everything else. Right. It's like, hey, we got a young quarterback. Who are you bringing in? I want to know who the offensive coordinator is going to be. I want to know who the quarterback coach is going to be. I want to know who your defensive coordinator is going to be.
But don't you think that's the norm? Like if you go in for a job interview, that's kind of par for the course,
right?
I
think that I would imagine that some people are more prepared than others. With how they present themselves, that are really hey.
But what's your plan?
I've already made phone calls.
I was going to say, do they? If you go with you're Mike McCarthy, you sit down with Joe Scheon and Giants brass. Is it all right, what's your plan? Well, I've talked to this guy, he's interested. This guy is interested. This guy is interested.
That's the interesting thing. So, Boomer has said this a bunch of different times. He played in the NFL, played good teams, bad teams, but he said once something like this happens, or there's a sense around the building that change is going to happen, is that all those coaches start making phone calls. So rather than really focusing on what they're doing,
right?
They're trying to find out where they're headed next.
Of course,
and this is during the season.
Of course.
So I can imagine a lot of these people are making phone calls now. But when I was potentially going to get a college coaching job. Like, I wasn't going to go in there for an interview and not have, hey.
Well, you want to be buttoned up.
Well, this is going to be my assistant coach. This is going to do the power. Like, all those things are going to have to be taken care of before I walked into a room.
I think that would be like you going for a job interview at here.
Yeah.
And they're like, so what do you think about the midday show? You're like, I don't know about. Like,
I haven't listened to it.
Like, if you came here to get a show, who would you want your producer and board? Like, I don't know. Like, of course that would be stuff that you would imagine you would have. Yeah,
but I think some people are more buttoned up than others.
Maybe. Yeah. Well, obviously, just in life in general,
I think
some people are more buttoned up than others.
As you walk in, like with anything, you get the sense of, this guy has a certain presence about him. He's got an aura.
Yes.
He can command a room.
Now, that could be a negative. Joe Judge had that aura and that sense, and it was a disaster. So,
but
it's got to be used for good.
I think that depends on who you talk to, though. I mean, I think that I did say to you at the time, I don't know how this whole hard-ass thing's going to play out.
Well, remember Kay's like, he's going to go to the Hall of Fame.
You got to know. See, that's the thing that the Giants haven't done a good job of, and I blame Joe Scheon for this also, is just their ability to self-scout and actually recognize what they need. Like, I mean, the players that they let go that are having success, like not just like having career years other places.
Mm-hmm.
Like what Julian Love's doing right now in Seattle, what Xavier McKinney did the second he got off the Giants.
But he was so defiant about it. Like Saquon, it was such a massive statement. He needed to move on from Saquon. Why did you, even if you thought, I don't know, why? He's beloved by ownership. He's beloved by fans. There's the fear that he can go to Philadelphia.
He's your best-selling jersey.
He's a great leader. He's a great teammate. You know what? I don't know. I'm so on the fence.
Are you going to get killed for spending an extra couple $1 million on Saquon Barkley?
Who would kill you?
But why die on that hill? Apparently, he didn't die.
Yeah, right. He took shrapnel and he was like, "Don't worry, I'm back." So Jefferson added this to his email. Tell me if you find this A, strange, and B, kind of why. He said, so he gives me the information. 84% of voters say no. They don't want Shane back. And then he says, also, fun fact: mantis shrimp have 12 to 16 types of photoreceptors in their eyes, the most complex eyes in the animal kingdom. For comparison, the human eye only has 3 types of photoreceptors. Why?
He just gave you like the kid in Jerry Maguire.
A shrimp fun fact.
Were we?
Did you know the human head weighs 8 pounds?
Well, were we lacking for that information?
I think he wanted to just make you smarter.
Now you know.
Now you know. A little fun fact. What kind of shrimp is that?
It just said shrimp.
Just shrimp.
Yeah.
Jefferson, he might not be seeing everything clear right now. He's in a great
going to puppy yoga.
Because you know what it is? He's in love.
He's in love.
Yeah.
So he looks at life as like this just sunshine and rainbows.
They did a cute little photo booth situation where they were kissing and laughing
and nuzzling and hugging. It's very sweet.
Right.
I think there's a chance next year, one of you up there performing a wedding.
Yeah.
Well, it won't be one of us.
Next year.
It'll be Rick.
I think it could be quicker than that.
Rick is the
but
wedding
now's your
performer.
time, though. You gotta
get ordained.
Yeah, you have a runway.
Well, he could be my assistant.
What do I do? Hand you like a ring?
I think you come in. You open us up.
That's right, loves her.
No, you open us up. You be the opener.
Oh,
and then I'll take over and do the rest of the ceremony.
Hello.
You welcome people.
Welcome. Thanks for showing up. We appreciate
you. Human head weighs 8 pounds.
Couple funny clips. Maybe a Jefferson story or two.
I'm hearing story. Listen, I'm not going to share too much.
Yeah, share it all.
I mean, but weeks ago, I'm hearing Jefferson and there's other people here at the station at his other job, and there's late hours of the night into the morning. And this weekend, I'm like, oh, what's going on? He's like, oh, well, I got some puppy yoga. I got to go to Trader Joe's. I got to
Home Depot.
Well, now he's settled down.
We're
decorating trees.
We're putting up Christmas tree today.
Like she just made him pesto in his new in her new blender that he bought her.
Yeah. He is.
It happened in weeks.
Smitten.
Yep.
But this is what happens when you fall, and it's the right person. You fall hard, and now he loves her.
There's a chance. I'm just saying that there could be a potential because it is a beautiful place.
Oh God, we better break.
Listen, in Banff,
John's not going to know what break it is if I don't go to break quickly.
Google Banff.
Banff in
where he's going on his little marathon situation
in Canada.
It's a good place to propose.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Maybe at a finish line.
Yeah, you know what? You can mock that all you like. That was a genius idea.
It got you out of the doghouse.
I don't know that I've ever been out of the doghouse. I perpetually
live in the doghouse.
I spend a lot of time in the doghouse.
You're just on the leash for some days.
All right, Stump Rothenberg on the way. We haven't taken a call yet today. And
that's your fault.
I blame myself for that. Yeah, I have to live with that. So 800-919-3776. We'll get to your calls. We got Stump Rothenberg, DNR. By the way, this will be the third break of the hour.
Yep.
DNR with you, ESPN New York.
D'Agostino, Law, Bite Back. I'm injury attorney John Ryan D'Agostino, nicknamed The Closer, continuing D'Agostino and Associates' legacy of helping the injured for over 35 years. My father, John D'Agostino, built this injury firm to help accident victims.
This is John D'Agostino, and this is a family firm. For us, it's about doing what's right and making sure somebody pays for your pain. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-BITE-BACK.
They call me the closer because big or small, in court or out, I'm fighting to get the job done, to win, to get you every dollar you deserve.
D'Agostino and Associates has offices throughout New York and New Jersey and will come to you. I've been there and I'll be there for you. Call us first at 1-800-BITE-BACK. 1-800-BITE-BACK. That's 1-800-248-3222.
FanDuel is the #1 sportsbook for same-game parlays. From points and rebounds to threes and assists, FanDuel is the best place to combine your favorite picks into a same-game parlay or track every stat live, all in one easy-to-use app. And right now is the perfect time to join, because new customers get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. So bet on the players you love the way you want. FanDuel is the best place to combine your favorite picks into a same-game parlay or track every stat live, all in one easy-to-use app. Head to FanDuel.com/K to sign up today. FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 plus and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets, which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
Alan Hahn here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They remodeled a bath in my house, converting a tub into a shower. The result, amazing. Bathfitter offers custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit. It's done in one day, easy to clean, durable with no demo, no mess, and it costs less than a standard replacement. Take advantage of their biggest sale of the year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bathfitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737. 800-606-8737.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has all the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats right at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy teams synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Hey, it's Kirk Herbstreit. On game day, great prep makes all the difference. Same goes for your pizza. That's why I go with Frigidaire Stone-Baked Pizza Oven. Fresh pizzas go from dough to done in just 2 minutes.
Whether you're throwing a party or squeezing in dinner between plays, this oven delivers hot, crispy, restaurant-quality pizza right from your kitchen. Only from Frigidaire. Game-ready pizza. Get it today at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
NBA fans, the race for the Emirates NBA Cup is on.
Let the games begin.
30 teams will start, but only 8 will advance.
Oh, he puts it in!
And only one champion will capture the cup.
Let's go!
To finish first, they'll have to put the pedal to the metal. Who will capture the cup? Well, let's see what happens on the court.
Basketball is back!
Emirates NBA Cup Group Play continues every Friday on Prime.
All
Big
right,
news,
DNR with you,
Jazz hands.
ESPN New York. I got some news.
All right. I think I know what the news is.
Okay.
Okay. I've sat here for a couple minutes. I marinated in it. I think I know what it is.
You looked it up, right?
No, I didn't look it up. I have nothing looked up.
Okay.
I need to know, once you announce the news, why this is happening now, do you think?
Well, I think that the change of coach certainly influences this.
So say the news.
So the Giants have elevated Jameis Winston to be the number 2 quarterback. What?
Well, what does that mean, though? Who's starting?
I don't know.
I thought you were going to say he was going to start.
Then I've got more news for you.
He's starting,
From
right?
Adam Schefter.
Okay.
Jackson Dart's out. Jameis Winston starting.
Or per Jordan. Giants are expected to start Jameis Winston versus the Packers per Jordan, Renan, and me.
Okay.
Adam Schefter.
So 1 minute ago, Schefter just said, yes, now they are expected to start Winston against the Packers.
So here's the question, though. We all, as people that don't coach the sport, some of us have played the sport, recognize that Russell Wilson no longer can play.
He's done.
Do you believe that Brian Daboll also saw the same things that we were seeing?
How could you not?
Okay, so why was Jameis Winston not the backup?
So
now all of a
you
sudden
think
Brian
that
Daboll
Joe
is gone.
Scheon was demanding it has to be?
Could it be
to hang the guy out to
How?
dry?
How could it be Brian Daboll then?
But why would Joe Scheon want to do that?
I don't know.
I mean, if that's true, then that's diabolical.
Now all of a sudden?
But isn't there a chance that Kafka looks at this and says, no, Wilson is done?
Yeah, but why wouldn't Brian Daboll know Wilson was done? And the kid's in the 10th almost every game. To the point where, do you think if Jameis Winston was the replacement for Jackson Dart when they got the penalty called and it was 4th and goal from the half-yard line that they don't go for it?
I don't know.
How?
I don't know.
It makes no sense.
Yes, I think if Dart's the quarterback, they probably would
go
for it.
Well, no, I mean, saying Jameis is the quarterback.
I think they probably go for it. I don't know.
It makes no sense.
Brian Daboll didn't make any sense.
Then all of a sudden now?
But GMs can dictate who the backup coach over an offensive head coach.
Listen, Jackson's playing. We paid Russell this much money. He'll be the backup.
Well, then you know what you're doing? Then you're crushing the franchise.
Well, unless Brian Daboll is not smart, and he deserves to be fired anyway. Because it was pretty clear to every single person that watched those games that the second Russell Wilson got in those games, no one thought they had any chance to do anything offensively.
You knew it.
He looked like an old man.
I don't know what happened, though, because he didn't look – I mean, week 1, he was awful against Washington. Week 3, was it against Dallas? Or week 2? Week 2 against Dallas on the road. He looked good.
Yeah, he was lights out, but against that defense, though. Justin Fields just looked good.
I know, but then it just goes from, hey, he looks good. I know it's a bad defense, to looking like he's never played quarterback before and slow and old. He looked old and slow and non-competitive. And you think that Joe Scheon is saying, no, I don't care. He's your backup quarterback.
But why? I'm just saying, why now?
How about the flip side of it? How about Daboll wanted it to be Wilson, and Kafka says, no, it can't be Wilson. He's no good.
Then Brian Daboll deserved what he got. Because that's crazy.
Well, it's equally crazy if Joe Scheon is saying, no, I'm dictating this is who your backup quarterback has to be.
Listen, all I know is that I have 2 eyes and you have 2 eyes, and we all watch the same games. Russell Wilson was done. We've been saying this for how many weeks? We asked Jordan. How many weeks?
We knew it. It was obvious. It was clear as the day is long.
If the kid is going to get nicked up every game and end up in the blue tent to the point where Brian Daboll's sprinting into the blue tent.
It was ridiculous. It was embarrassing.
Okay, so you think he was the one that chose Russell Wilson to be the backup then? If he's sprinting into the tent, gets himself fined $100,000?
I can't believe that the GM would dictate who your backup quarterback is going to be.
Maybe the GM has more say than you think.
Okay, and maybe he does.
Since he's the one still standing.
I'm going to draft the quarterback that you want. Because it doesn't sound like that the Joe Scheon was all in on Jackson Dart. I'm going to give you the quarterback that you want.
Yeah, but it's perfect, though. Think about it.
Tell me.
If it doesn't work out, that wasn't my guy. It's the head coach's guy.
So you think that it's like, yeah, man, if we had Winston.
And if it does work out.
If we have Winston as the backup, that we have a much better chance to win. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to not allow him.
I don't think that. No, I don't think that. I don't think he was trying to get Brian Daboll fired, but I think that, there had to be a reason. It can't be Brian Daboll is not stupid, I don't think. Maybe he is. That he looked at Russell Wilson and was willing to embarrass himself.
Oh, man, would I love to be able to talk to him and ask him
jump
that
into the blue tent if he felt at all comfortable putting Russell Wilson in the
And do you
game.
remember what Russell Wilson looked like when he came into that game?
I do. Well, I'm pretty sure the next time we had Jordan on, we're like, what the hell's happening here?
Right.
Why is he the backup?
It's embarrassing.
He's not coming back next year. Jameis, the whole master plan was Jameis would be the backup.
It made no sense from the jump. So once you're done, when they took Russell Wilson out of the starting job, they should have released him.
Yep.
They said, thank you for what you did. We'd like to give you an opportunity somewhere else. You're locked into Winston to be the backup quarterback next season with Dart. Like the succession plan, well, let's put it in place now.
Yep.
It still doesn't make sense if they did that.
So I don't know whose decision it was, but, I mean, it was a bad decision. And now they've fixed it, but too late for Brian Daboll. I got to think, though, man. I mean, put yourself in that position. If it was your choice to have Russell Wilson as the backup quarterback and you believed that he was good enough to be your backup quarterback, why would you really be sprinting into the tent?
No.
You know what I mean? Like, come on, what are we doing?
No. But I can't believe that in that moment the GM is going to be so hands-on that he's not going to let you choose your backup quarterback.
Listen, I don't know how the relationship is, but
if that is in fact true, then the Giants, this will never get fixed. This will just be a perpetual cycle of ineptitude.
Unless you get a guy, like the guy, and the guy goes, no, we're not doing this. Like
But who? I mean, that's not Kingsbury.
Well, no,
it's
I'm
not
saying
Jesse Minter.
Dude, we got plenty of time now. I mean, we'll see what happens in Pittsburgh. We'll see what happens in Cleveland. What happens in Baltimore.
Well, so here's the thing, though. Baltimore and Pittsburgh are not going to both go to the postseason.
No,
they can't. Right? The AFC is too strong. The wild card teams will be too good. So the division winner will go, and that's it.
Yep.
So if Pittsburgh, now you got to figure they don't make the playoffs, Rodgers is going to be gone, right? They're not going to bring him back another year.
Well, the report was when he was playing well, the report was they wanted him back for another year.
Right. But now he's not playing well. He looked kind of shell-shocked on Sunday night. They in this scenario, they're not going to make the playoffs. So now you'd have no quarterback, and now you'd want to rebuild the whole thing. And would he want to rebuild the whole thing in Pittsburgh? Or is that like, you know what? Let me have an exit plan. Let me get out, and there's another job for me.
Unless Pittsburgh, like we asked Lewis, feels like if they traded for Kyler Murray or Trevor Lawrence or one of these quarterbacks that could potentially be available, they could be right there. Because they're never going to get bad enough to have a high enough pick to get the quarterback.
You know what they're going to have to do? It's another team that didn't do it.
They're going to have to waste the
Jackson
season.
Dart went right by them as well.
Yeah, they're going to end up having to waste the season, though, probably.
To do a 4-13 and to
try to
redo the whole thing.
It.
Yeah. Man, the more you see about the Giants, and it's every day, too. It's like you can't just be bad. The Jets can't just be bad. The Giants just can't be bad. They have to be newsworthy bad. It's like, oh, okay. So now we're making a change to who the backup quarterback is going to be. Is that even news? Should that ever be news?
No.
Who the backup quarterback is going to be in the NFL?
Dude, I mean, you're also talking about the same team that bypassed the backup to play the third-string quarterback.
And we sat here for weeks. Again, I know football pretty well, but I'm not in the game. I'm not sitting there on the sidelines. It was, how obvious was it that this guy was clearly better? Jameis Winston, for all his faults, and he has plenty, is miles ahead of what Russell Wilson is able to give you now.
This version, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, this
right
version,
now.
Dude, this version was hard to watch. Right? I mean, no joke. Like,
it's kind of pathetic.
He was like stumped, like he was just like shuffling around like an old person. Like, I have a person I'd like to compare him to right now, but I don't know if it's appropriate.
Be careful.
Yeah. It looked like he was always lost and kind of like didn't know where to go kind of situation.
Uh-huh.
I think you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Just randomly go for a handshake and there's no one there. That kind of situation. That's what it felt like.
It did.
So I can't imagine that Brian Daboll felt great about that.
I mean, we don't know. RJ.
I'd love to ask him that.
I know. Should I text him?
No, that can't be your first text.
No. Hey, not sure if you remember me.
Did Joe Scheon
force you? RJ, what do you think? You think that this was a forced situation, or you think this is Kafka taking over saying, no, I'm just not going with Russell Wilson again?
If that's possible, then
we're doomed.
Then you have no hope ever.
Right, correct.
I mean, Rick, is that something, I mean, you don't have to use names. Is that something you witnessed?
Yeah.
Dude.
I can say dude one more time.
He's probably seen it all.
It's the reason why Laviolette didn't last on Long Island. Was because Milbury tried to do that to him. We would have on our whiteboard, we'd have our starting lineup up, and then we'd hear Milbury walk down the hallway, and then an assistant coach would come in and change the lineup.
I'm gonna text Jordan.
Ask him.
Well, that's not great.
What? Why?
No.
What? That's Jordan, the story.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna text Jordan because he would have an idea.
Other thing, but here's the other thing too, though. Is I mean, we all know how Giants fans feel about Russell Wilson right now. If Jackson Dart's not playing,
can't stand him.
How many people are showing up to watch Russell Wilson play?
No.
At least
nobody.
Jameis Winston's exciting.
It's fair.
Which is why they didn't play Drew Lock and they played Tommy DeVito. Was because they were listening to the fan base, and the fan base was completely done with the team. Season was over. Apathy had kicked in. You know what they need? Little Tommy Cutlets is what they need.
Right. Because at least there's some drama there. At least there's some juice.
Right. But if you thought that Jameis Winston was going to bring you juice, why wouldn't he be your backup the entire time anyway?
Do you think Joe Scheon told Daboll, right, that it had to be
Wilson
as backup.
Yep, I like that.
Yeah,
Send it.
I'm not trying to sway him. I just want I want to make sure that's as clear. And I also put, because I'm a nice guy, this is in fact for air, so I don't want it to think this is an off-air thing and it won't be read. Do you think Joe Scheon told Daboll that if it had to be Wilson as the backup?
As you said, I don't know if we'll get to it today.
Yeah,
Rick found some audio that would lend some credence to that thought being a possibility.
That Shane is a control freak.
Yes.
But and I've heard a lot of stories about him that would lead me in that direction. That would be wild. If the GM is telling, no, this is who I demand your backup quarterback is. Now, both can be true.
Well, but how some teams are like that, though, where the GM has control over
everything is just funneled through the GM.
The GM has the control over the 53, right? Isn't that something they kind of work out before deals are signed?
But that
Isn't
feels
it
like
supposed to be collaborative, though?
Well, I think some teams are collaborative.
depends.
I think some teams. I think it depends on what you agree on.
I think like the Niners. I listen. I can only use them because that's who I follow closely. I think it's agreed upon that one guy has control over the 90, and then another guy has control over the 53. Like Shanahan gets a lot of say.
Yeah, and he should. He deserves it.
Well, Shanahan came first.
Right.
They did it the same year, but they did
it the way you should do it. Now, the Jets did it the way you should do it. I just don't know that these are the right guys.
So I don't think it's uncommon that some of these, a lot of these coaches, the big-time coaches, do get swaying.
By the way, John, really good football fan, really awful take here in the group text. You see this? Jameis Winston is auditioning to be the Jets starter next season.
Oh, great.
No. He's under contract with the Giants, and the Giants have already stated he's going to be their backup quarterback. They're not going to trade him to the Jets.
I think for $4 million, too.
Yeah. It's a really good deal.
You can't, though. But you can't. If your quarterback is going to play the way that Jackson Dart plays, you've got to have a damn good backup.
I think at this point in the NFL, you need a good backup anyway.
Yes.
With the amount of injuries at quarterback, you have to be able to have a capable, competent backup.
I mean, how quickly your season get look what happened with Cincinnati.
Right. Burrow goes down,
season
and now
over.
the entire season falls apart.
So Flacco comes in, and now he's thank you,
and
Cleveland.
And why are they rushing Joe Burrow back now?
He wants to play. I don't think he's rushing him back.
Okay. All right. I know. Feels like the window's now open, right?
You don't want to waste seasons. You don't.
But it's already done.
I know, but it's like if you can get back, you get back.
You know what the thing is, too? Had they not blown the game against the Jets and blown the game against Chicago, if you're a Bengals fan, you'd actually be excited. Very much in it. Very much in it.
I think they'll probably see how it goes. Get him back. Get him practicing.
Yeah.
See how he feels. See what the season looks like.
You want to take a call or two before we do Stump Rothenberg?
I think we should take more than a few.
I think that might be nice. Let's go. Ira in Staten Island. He wants to talk about the Jets and the whole Cimini. I guess debacle would be the appropriate word. Good morning, Ira.
Hey, good morning, Dave. Good morning, Rick. Hey, Dave, just hang in there. Now you live in a dysfunctional world that I've lived in for years.
Mm-hmm.
But, I'm really calling to defend. I know Rich a long, long time. I consider him a friend, probably over 30 years. And yesterday, what took place, I don't care if it was in football. I don't care any type of business that you're talking publicly. You do not degrade a man the way Aaron Glenn did yesterday. And that's such a poor job on the PR staff, on Aaron Glenn. I mean, Rich has been covering this team for 35-plus years. If you have an issue with what's going on, if he found out some information from an agent or from another player or from another GM, it's his job to report it. And for Aaron Glenn to basically had like a tantrum on the podium and then walked off, I've lost all respect for Aaron Glenn to take down a guy like Rich Cimini, who's been in that business forever.
I thought it was awful, Ira, and I think you're right. I thought it was embarrassing. I thought it was embarrassing for the franchise. I think it makes him look ridiculous. And how can again, maybe he winds up being a great coach, but something like that makes me question whether he's going to be able to be a good coach because he can't even get through the normal day-to-day of being a coach right now.
No, I don't know why it's even something we should be talking about.
You heard
It's
Lewis.
not.
He's like, I don't know.
It's not, though. I mean, you won 2 games. There was no one that thought that this team would be 0-7.
Jordan got back.
What did he say?
No. He said this was a Daboll decision.
This was Daboll?
Yes.
Well, then he deserves to be fired. It's a terrible decision.
I mean, it's so obvious. And
Awful
Kafka
decision.
comes in for 10 minutes and he realizes, no, I have to make this change immediately.
I don't know if it was just Kafka. It was probably. I mean, I think it's a home game. We've seen what the MetLife looks like.
Do you know what would happen if you trotted out Russell Wilson? Yeah. Your fan base would be wearing bags. You'd be booed off the field.
Bags or cheeseheads.
Right. That's another thing too. What do you think the percentage of Packers fans at Giants Stadium is going to be this week?
High.
Over 50%, I bet you.
If you're a Giants fan, why would you go? I mean, I guess you go now maybe if you want to see,
And I think
Jameis
I saw
Winston.
weather's supposed to be miserable on Sunday. So again, I want to commit 9 hours and go sit there, watch my team lose again, be overrun by Packers fans, and watch Russell Wilson as quarterback. I guess the only thing they can change is they can make it not Russell Wilson. Right. We'll give you Jameis.
And they've shown you that they're willing to do that. When it wasn't Drew Lock, it was Tommy DeVito.
Correct.
So
let's go to D in Queens. D, you're on ESPN New York. Good morning.
Listen, the conversation with the Jets has just devolved into like when you guys are talking about like the NBA and All-Star game where it's negative for the sake of negative.
Oh, are you kidding?
You know, it's like no, I'm serious.
Well, so let me ask you this. So I didn't think there was a lot to talk about with the Jets today. I didn't until Aaron Glenn embarrassed himself yet again and did this stupidity in front of everyone. He forced us to talk about that. How is that anything of what you're discussing or your take on this?
I just feel that's whatever. That was just dumb. I saw it because I didn't know what happened. I saw the clip and I was like, okay, this is dumb. He needs to calm down. I that's me being honest. But I'm talking about well before that, and maybe that's what he was just angry about because it's like it's always negative. I'm talking about before that.
D, what? You're 2-7. You threw for 50-something yards. You look like you don't deserve to be in the same league as some of these other teams. I mean, granted, you've stripped it down. You're going to build it back up. But really, what is there to be ultra positive about with the Jets right now?
They're starting to look more competent on the field.
Oh.
They are.
Okay.
The last 2 or 3 games, they're looking more competent as a team.
D,
let me ask
you this. Against the Bengals, who are admittedly horrendous, and against the Browns, who are horrendous, they have won and they have looked more competent. I would agree with that. I'm very intrigued to see what it looks like against the Patriots this week. Because if you look like you've taken a step and you've improved this week against the Patriots, then let's have that conversation.
I think they're going to beat them because the Patriots are due. They've been winning by the Patriots have been winning by the skin of their teeth a lot of these games, and Drake May does turn it over. So I think the Jets.
Yeah, but the Jets don't turn over the other team.
One of our strengths.
I mean, what do you have? 1 turnover on the season so far, D?
Listen, but that's another thing. That's what I meant about the negativity. People were crying about these defensive players. The Jets' defense has been awful.
It's been awful.
Like, it just
right, but
yeah,
now you're playing,
why are you crying over?
Forget about the Drake May part of this thing. The Patriots' defense is given. I mean, I think they lead the league in rushing yards allowed, and they're giving up 19 points a game.
Right, and you can't move the ball. Your best offensive weapon at receiver we imagine, is going to be out. So it's going to be what? A heavy dose of the run?
I think it's a wide. I'm looking at it right now. They're giving up less than 80 yards a game rushing. The Patriots.
So if they shut down your rushing game, the quarterback can't throw the football.
What are you doing?
Your over/under is 14.5.
Right, unless it's special teams, or we do create turnovers. Even when we've created turnovers, in the rear.
But I don't understand why there's negativity.
They're 0-7.
What are we talking about?
You just waved the white flag, and we're going full rebuild now.
Right.
And Justin Fields clearly can't play.
I think that's pretty obvious. You're listening to DiPietro and Rothenberg on WHSQ, WCBS FM HD2 in New York. All right, speaking of playing, you ready to play?
Let's go.
Let's play.
He's confident.
If I go 10 for 10, you have to reward me in some way.
Like sexually?
He's humble.
Mike Trout is a pitbull on my ass.
He's well-informed.
We'll continue to update you on the Mets and the Yankees, both having today off.
He's Dave Rothenberg, and this,
oh, God almighty, now I dropped my phone,
is Stump Rothenberg.
All right, and away we go. RJ?
Hi.
Do you have an overall encompassing record so far as we are down to the final couple months of the calendar year? Do you need a minute on that? I can give you a moment.
I do. My computer locked.
That's fine. Take your time. Let's just keep tally of where we are today. Let's start out, as we always do, Andy in Merrick. Good morning, Andy. Lead us off, my friend.
Good morning, guys. Dave, this might put a dent in your record. A tough NFL question.
All right.
In NFL history, there have been 5 teams to have 3 1,000 receivers in a season. Today's question is, which is the most recent team to have a trio of 1,000 receiving yards?
So I'm thinking Pittsburgh, I'm thinking Michigan, and I'm thinking Florida State would be the 3 receivers.
No, NFL.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Larry Fitzgerald
he's got
from,
the answer,
from,
and
from
he's going to
Pittsburgh,
give you the
Steve
schools.
Breston from Michigan, and Anquan Bolden from Florida State. The answer is the Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, my goodness, Dave, you're insane.
Thank you,
Real
Andy.
dent, Andy. Thanks.
Yeah, that's a dent. That's a dent.
It's embarrassing for him.
No, I think actually that's a good question.
You dunked right in his face.
I knew the answer.
And then, wiggled your junk in.
That's right. I danced right over him.
You hung on the rim and just gave him a little jiggle.
That's right. Little shimmy.
Oh, poor Andy.
Why? I don't think so. So I'm walking one of the dogs on Saturday morning.
Yep.
And I hear Subi talking trash about me. Yeah, I'm gonna call on Wednesday. And I'm gonna stump him on Stump Rothenberg, and maybe he will. He says he has a great question. All I want from Subi is for this, in fact, to be a great question. Subi, Midtown. I know you have an axe to grind. Let's see what you got.
I dreamed about this moment my whole life.
Okay.
Who is the last Georgetown basketball player to win Big East Player of the Year?
All right. Well, we know Patrick Ewing was Player of the Year. In the Big East, Reggie Williams, I believe, Player of the Year in '87. It was Alonzo Mourning. He's right after that. Mutombo was not.
Aminu Muhammad, baby.
It was not Aminu Muhammad. It's been a minute.
That's a tough record for Jordan Love. 8-4 when the defense allows fewer than 17 points. It's not great.
And this is not a bad question, by the way. Like, I thought you might show up with an awful question, hearing that you're like, I'm going to stump him, and I want to
be in your wheelhouse.
I mean, Jeff Green, I don't think was Player of the Year. Hibbert was terrific, and it was Player of the Year. Can't be anyone more recent than that. Ewing was definitely Player of the Year.
Do you recognize now in this moment how important this question is for you?
No.
In your house?
Well,
if, God forbid, you get a Georgetown basketball question wrong, you will have officially lost Alex today. He will dominate the house.
Well, you should see. He takes the main TV all the time.
The main TV is no longer yours now.
No.
You get this wrong. Because there is no chance he gets a similar North Carolina question wrong like this. No way.
I think Mourning might have been in '92, but the question is that the most
recent?
I will give you a hint.
No, I don't want a hint. I don't want your hints. All right, I want to try to answer this genuinely. Straight up. Mano a mano.
1v1 as the kids call it. Get this.
I gotta be able to get this.
Come on, please. It's a huge question for you. Your fancy graphic.
Okay.
On the recliner.
I think I have it. From Sykesville, Missouri.
Oh.
Otto Porter.
Oh, damn. Nick, give him your ding.
Yes.
Thank you.
Here's my ding.
Thank you. Give him your ding.
Give him your ding. That's good. I mean, that's good.
Yeah. And a technical foul for hanging on the rim.
There was a lot on the line there. Take a breath.
Yeah.
Take a minute.
I mean, that was
a tough one.
And you know what? He said he's dreamed about that for his whole life.
Yep.
He ruined it.
I'm a dream crusher at this very moment is what I
Otto
am.
Porter, 2012, 2013.
Yep. All right. And I think he's from a town of
I'll dream about it tonight.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Will I be naked?
It'd be a special dream.
Yeah.
What town did you say it was?
What?
What town did you say
I think
it
he's
was?
from
Sykesville.
Sykeston.
Oh.
But, I mean.
I'm in
And
Sykesville.
it was like a population
Finkel's the mayor.
I believe when Otto Porter wound up on Georgetown, he had never been on an airplane until he landed.
Give me the population.
Oh, it's like 375 or something.
Oh, wow.
What is it?
This says 16,291.
Oh, 16,000. All right. Yeah, I didn't know. I just knew it was from a very, very small town.
375.
I don't know. I mean, it's like one stoplight kind of a town. Patty in Schenectady. Patty, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
Good morning, gentlemen. I have a non-sports question for you today, Dave.
Okay. I'm ready for you.
The mantis shrimp packs the hardest punch in the animal kingdom. Who packs the hardest strike of all land animals?
So the hardest
land mammals. Land mammals.
So the hardest punch from a land mammal.
Strike.
What is it? Strike like with the jaws? Is it like? I mean,
yeah.
I see some jacked up.
Not jaw, not bite.
I see some jacked up kangaroos.
Because no, it would be if it's bite. I think it's a hippopotamus.
But could it be charge?
So are you like? Are you looking? You're looking for like the punch, or
it is
or
a
like
punch or kick. A punch or kick is where I'll land.
Nice little hint. The kangaroo's got a serious.
It's
see those jacked up ones that look like they're
You
on
ever see
steroids?
those kangaroos that
yes.
they look like bodybuilders?
Jacked.
Yeah.
That's what he's going for.
I'd want to be one of those kangaroos.
Kangaroos that flex for the camera.
I'd still be a hippo though. I'd be a hippo all day, every day.
Yeah, hippo tough to beat. It feels like it's kangaroo.
He said kick, but I don't know.
We're gonna go kangaroo, Patty.
It is the kangaroo.
Yeah.
Nice job, gentlemen.
There we go.
That's our specialty.
Not the hippo.
Dangerous animals are our specialty.
About
I
that
think
time
so.
of year, by the way.
I mean, RJ will remember. Oh yeah.
The deadly animal draft you had. I stand by it. I'd be a hippo.
I think it was like July.
Can I get a pet hippo, you think? Put him in my pool?
No, you can't
It's
get a
not gonna work well
hippopotamus.
for
now.
A baby hippo.
No.
I've seen all these people. If you get them as babies, you can raise them.
I just saw a story about a guy who raised a baby hippo. The hippo grew and eventually killed him.
No, he didn't.
Yes.
In this
The hippo
country?
didn't.
Not in this country.
They didn't form a bond with a hippo. Loved them.
That's the thing. The hippo did love him. He
But on
fed him,
accident?
and they formed a bond and everything, and eventually they found his body.
Tell you what, Joe Scheon, Brian Daboll once had a bond too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It fades quickly.
That Joe Scheon might be as dangerous as hippo.
It's you
Your
ever see
career.
where they give the hippo like a watermelon?
Oh, and he
it
squeezes
just
it?
squeezes it, and
Love that.
like that poor guy. His brains must have been all over the pool.
Did he bite his head though?
I don't know.
He bit his head.
I don't know. I don't know what happened.
That's sad.
That's probably playful. The hippo's like, oh,
He's
look
probably
at-
playing.
Steve's here.
Yeah,
I can
Steve.
play.
Arr.
Yeah, and then he eats him to
Bites
death.
his head off.
All right,
the bunny.
let's go to Lee, Long Island. Lee, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
Really quick, I think that last question was wrong. I believe the giraffe has the hardest kick in the animal kingdom. They can kill a tiger with their kick.
Well, what do you think a kangaroo could do?
Yeah.
Hey, Lee. I don't think it can kill a tiger.
How do you know?
All right, Lee, listen. Stick to your question. What's your
Don't
question?
be a Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't jump
So-
in Patty's question.
All right. So I think you're going to like this one, Dave. Which two cities have played each other in all 4 major sports championships? The Super Bowl, the World Series, the NBA Finals, and the Stanley Cup Finals. There's only one pair of cities that have played each other in all 4.
So it's got to be Boston, right? Because the Celtics have been, all 4 have been. The Red Sox have been. All right, so let's think about this now. Could it be, have the Blues played the Bruins? They have. Okay. So the Celtics have played, I think they played the St. Louis Hawks, I think. The Patriots have played the Rams, and what's the other team? The
Sox
Red
and the
Sox have played the Cardinals in the World Series.
I think all those are true.
There you go.
All right, so we're going to go Boston and St. Louis.
That is correct. You know the NBA team.
The St. Louis Hawks.
Yeah, he mentioned them.
St. Louis Hawks. That's right. St. Louis Hawks and the Celtics.
There you go.
That is
Yeah, right, Lee. So take
All
your
right, all right,
giraffe
Lee.
kick and shove it.
All
You're
right,
on one
take
today.
that. That was nice, huh?
Real nice.
What you
Dare
have to
you.
think. Okay, so firstly, what cities have 4 major teams?
Yep.
So and
The hockey one was the easy one. I was going for the hockey one.
Well, we knew the Blues and the
Well,
Bruins
St. Louis
played.
would have been the trick because there's no basketball team there now, but there were.
But
the
there
Hawks.
was.
That's why it was sneaky.
All right, let's go to Dylan in Levittown. Dylan, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
Hello, guys. How are you?
Is this the Dylan that says he's quite the ladies' man?
I was. Took a break.
You've calmed down from all the ladies. Okay, fair. Go ahead.
Yeah, how to resettle. I have a non-sports question.
Mm-hmm.
What is the only organ that can regenerate itself?
Oh, I feel like I've had this before.
It's an organ?
Oh, I feel like I've had this before.
Is it not the liver?
It might be the liver. So it's what are the organs? I mean, heart doesn't regenerate. I think it's the liver. I do believe it's the liver. Final answer, liver.
You are correct.
Yes.
There we go. All right, Dylan. There we go. We remain undefeated.
This is a nice showing today. I don't want to jinx it.
I don't think this is wood. I think it's more like a Formica, but yeah. Oh, that's nice. I see what you
how
did
worked
there.
up
Yeah,
I get.
You know, you're really a treat. You know that. All right, let's continue along. Let's go to Joe. He's on the golf course. Joe, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
How you doing, guys? It's always a good day to play golf. Better than working.
There you go.
Where do you live that you're on the golf course right now?
I have a golf course about 5 minutes away from my house.
Right.
So,
where though? What state?
I sneak in there about 9 holes
Right.
before I go to work.
Joe, where are what state are you in?
I'm in New Jersey. I'm in Hunterdon County.
Oh,
Wow. Isn't it very cold on the golf course today?
You bundle up, you play.
Okay.
It's very
He's in his parka.
This is right where we're at right now. Feels like 36 outside.
No, that's great. I'm sure you're having a great time. All right, Joe, what do you got?
Hi, I'm back. I have an NFL wide receiver question. There has been 3 wide receivers to record 1,600 yards receiving and 15 touchdowns in the same season. I need the most recent to do it.
15 TDs. I think Raymond would be good at this.
What's the question again?
But
Milo's
did you say 1,600 yards?
Yes, 1,600 yards receiving and 15 touchdowns. The most recent wide receiver. There's been 3 of them, but I'm looking for the most recent.
So I would say
that's excellent.
I would say Cooper Kupp when he won the Triple Crown a couple of years ago would be my
That's
guess.
a good one.
I think Jerry Rice is probably up there as well. Maybe Randy Moss.
How many touchdowns did Jamar Chase have last year?
I don't think he had more than 15.
No.
Tyreek
Hill had a big year. How many touchdowns did he have in that year? He was on the verge of 2. Like he was getting close to 2,000.
Yeah, but I don't think 15. That's a
I know,
touchdown
it's a lot of
game. Calvin Johnson, but he wouldn't be more recent. I feel confident with Cooper Kupp is where I'm going to go.
Final answer?
Yes.
Nah, the most recent was Antonio Brown. He did it in 2014 and 15.
Oh.
And the other
What
two were
year
Marvin Harrison.
Hang on.
And Jerry Rice.
Raymond, look, Cooper Kupp didn't get there? And he's certainly more recent.
It's
than
1,615 touchdowns.
I'm pretty sure Cooper Kupp got there.
Well, I don't know. We're going to let Raymond determine that.
It up.
So before we give the buzzer or the ding, let's give Raymond a moment.
Remember when Antonio Brown got undressed and walked off the field?
Okay, that was against the Jets.
Yeah, I know. Right?
Cooper Kupp in 2021 had 1947 and 16 touchdowns.
Yep, we win.
You know what's really distressing about that? I'm being serious now. You call.
Yeah.
You have a question. I answer it what I think is correct. And then you say, no, it's wrong. You give an answer which is not right.
So what do you want to do?
I don't know what.
Well,
him?
I'd love to know where his list is coming
Well, I don't.
Let's suspend him.
Did Antonio Brown go over 1,615?
We'll get that as well. Hang on.
I'm bothered by this. Because then you got
should be.
The other guy who was like, oh, no, the kangaroo kick. No, stop it.
Well, actually.
It threatens the integrity of what we're trying to do.
Antonio Brown, what year did he say? 2014?
14, yeah.
He had 1,698 and 13 touchdowns.
So he didn't even have
Not
the
even
15.
Right.
He had 15 in 2018, but that was a different. He didn't have the.
But even if that's true, it's still not more recent than what Cooper Kupp did.
Of course not.
All right, let's go to Daniel in Yonkers. Daniel, you're on Stump Rothenberg, and be better,
hey guys,
Daniel.
First time calling.
Be better than that guy that just called, please.
I'm gonna be better. Trust me.
Do you know your answer? Do you know your answer is accurate?
I do.
All right.
All right. So, who is the first person to serve as a U.S. president that was born a U.S. citizen? So, prior to this person, all the presidents were born before 1776, obviously.
Oh. First U.S. president born in the U.S.?
Yeah.
No, born a U.S. citizen.
What does
that mean?
If you're born in the U.S., aren't you a U.S. citizen?
Well, no, because if you were born prior to 1776, you were not a U.S. citizen because we were still a British.
Because there was no U.S. Okay, fair. So then it can't be like William Henry Harrison. How about if it overlaps?
No, he was born after. I'll give you the hint. He was born after 1776, after we had our independence.
I don't know.
Well, who were the presidents after the?
If he's born after 76, then you're going to be looking at the 1800s.
So you guys did not. I felt like we did this one.
No.
This exact one.
Not a U.S. citizen one. No, I don't remember it. We've done which president's thrown the first pitch questions. I don't know if we've ever did the.
Could be. All right, I don't know, and I'm just going to waste time. I'm going to go Zachary Taylor.
No, it's Van Buren. Was born in 1782.
All right. Well, you got me. That's
I don't love the
Ray. You
question.
just played the ding.
Yeah, I don't love the question.
All right. Well, whether you like it or not,
Yeah.
I mean, he got it. So good for him. Let's go to the bowels of Grand Central Terminal and bring in Chris and Beth Page. Hi, Chris. How you doing?
Hey, Dave. Good. And you know that nobody goes back farther than you on Stump Rothenberg than me. So
you're a
that
day
previous
one,
question-
is what you are, Chris.
Day one.
Yep.
So I asked you that question. I'm disappointed. And you got it when Van Buren. You got it. I asked you the Van Buren question.
Okay.
A while, like 7 years ago.
But that was that was before we were doing it.
Oh, yeah. I guess it was on a Saturday, right, Chris?
It was Saturday morning, about 10:40 in the morning. I asked that question.
All right. It was November as well, or no?
Yeah, it was on November.
It was November. Okay.
27th.
All right. Just to make note. Well, I'm sorry to disappoint you, Chris. I apologize.
That's okay, King. So anyhow, for the sake of time, RJ says, okay, there's been 2 pitchers in baseball history that threw no perfect innings but did not get the win. For the sake of time, RJ said, I'll ask you for the most recent, but there have been 2 of them.
So he threw 9 innings. Oh, God.
9 perfect innings to get the win.
9 perfect innings?
Right, 9 perfect innings did not get the win. 2 pitchers, you could just name the most recent.
Did Pedro Martinez? Well, I don't think he threw 9 perfect innings. So I think, did Harvey Haddix do it? But that wouldn't be the most recent. I don't know. Pedro might have been close, but I think we would know that better. I think Haddix did it, but I don't. That can't be the most recent. Chris, I don't think I have the answer to this. I think you're going to win the day. I don't know. I'm going to say Harvey Haddix, but there's no way. That's back in the 50s. There's no way that's going to be the most recent.
All right, Dave, I'm absolutely going to give you credit for this question because the farthest back was Harvey Haddix, but the most recent was Pedro Martinez. So you got the answer.
Wow, how about that? I didn't.
You got to go with your instincts, man.
Well, I thought Pedro was too obvious.
The feeling?
So I didn't think that was the answer. All right. So there we go.
Here's the beauty of him, though.
Yeah.
He just asks you good questions.
He's good.
He's not I'm going to try to go like a gotcha guy. You know?
No, he's
wants
really
to challenge you, and if you get it right, you get it right. If he gets it right, he's.
But that's what you're looking for, right? It's like when we had Field Yates on and we do the back and forth with him. Like even though he lost, he was respectful.
A worthy
and he
opponent.
did a great job.
Yep.
Exactly that. A worthy opponent. RJ.
Hi.
Hi. This Rashad in the Bronx. Is this worthy of taking, or should we go right to your 5-pack?
I don't know if you're going to love. It's a tough question.
Is it gettable or is it brutal?
Pretty brutal. Like it's not a terrible. If you heard the stat, I think you'd be like, "Oh, that's interesting." But the process to get there is going to be really tough. Really.
I'm going to leave it up to you. I don't know the question. Is it worthy of taking, or should we just move on?
Well, I'll ask you the question. You tell me what you think.
Well, no, why not let Rashad ask it then?
This was productive.
No, then I'll bring on Rashad.
Okay.
I'll give him a chance. Rashad in the Bronx. Rashad, you're on Stump Rothenberg.
Hey, good morning, fellas.
Good morning, Rashad.
All right. So my question is, Aaron Rodgers has beat every QB he faced at minimum 2 matchups, except this one QB. Can you name me that QB?
What QB did he never beat?
Minimum 2 matchups, yes.
And I wouldn't put it up there if it was like Brian Hoyer.
Right. Well, but the Bengals. Joe Burrow? I don't know. I'm going to say Joe Burrow, but I have no confidence that that's accurate.
It's actually Andrew Luck.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. I don't want to sit here and go through it, and I don't know that I would have gotten it anyway. So I think that's 3 in a row.
RJ gave you every out.
Yeah, but
every out.
But he's like, "Well, do you want me just to ask
you
a
want to be
question?"
the bad guy.
That's my way of saying.
Then why not just say it?
Go on to the 5-pack.
Because
is what you're saying.
But why not just say, you know what? Don't take him. The question sucks.
You brought up the man's name. Now we know we're dodging him.
If it's not a worthy question, it doesn't matter if I give out his address. It's not a worthy question.
RJ is not a controversy guy.
Oh, right.
Listen.
Now all of a sudden, so he'll take shots at the homeless, but he's not willing to.
I believe he calls them bums.
Yeah, he does call them bums.
Yeah.
Listen, the podcast says there's no recollection of any of that.
Oh, really? So it's scrubbed?
Took it right out.
You scrubbed it from the podcast, huh?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Oh, okay. I'm not even RJ. I'm PJ.
That was PJ. That's who you're talking about.
All right. Are you ready for the 5-pack?
Yep. So two things. Confirmation, Rich Cimini next.
Oh, beautiful.
And second, your overall record up to the second, 392 and 68.
That's not bad.
Some would say excellent.
Yeah. So we're going to hit over 400 this calendar year.
Maybe next week.
Maybe.
Depends how this goes right now.
The 5-pack counts into that equation?
Yes, it does.
Nice.
That's fair, right?
Yeah, I mean, the
That's
right
up to
answers.
you guys. I think
the
so.
right answers.
Alrighty. Opponents, Jets, Giants this week. We'll begin with the Jets.
Yeah.
Easy one. Should know this.
I cannot
hate when he says
stand
that.
when he does
He knows
this.
what he's doing.
Tommy DeVito.
Syracuse.
Bonus questions for and before that. Doesn't count on your record, but I'm just curious. Illinois.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. Okay.
Josh Jacobs.
Alabama.
Yep. Stephon Diggs.
Maryland.
Well done. Jordan Love.
Oh, I'm thinking Utah State.
You'd be thinking right.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. At least you didn't look at me and say, who's that? And then give the correct answer.
That would have been great.
And finally, Josh Dobbs.
Tennessee.
That's well done right there.
And they have it. That was nice. And you know what else is nice?
He's a rocket scientist.
Yes, he is. He's a certified genius, is what he is. We're breaking exactly when we're supposed to. Exactly when we're supposed to is when we're breaking, John, who's watching us from the other side of the glass. He just walked by. And next, the great Rich Cimini. We got some discussion with him we have to have. And where was he yesterday is the big question. That's DNR with you, ESPN New York.
FanDuel is the #1 sportsbook for same-game parlays. From points and rebounds to threes and assists, FanDuel is the best place to combine your favorite picks into a same-game parlay or track every stat live, all in one easy-to-use app. And right now is the perfect time to join because new customers get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. So bet on the players you love the way you want. Head to FanDuel.com/Rick to sign up today. FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. All in one easy-to-use app. And right now is the perfect time to join because new customers get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
All right, let's see what's happening on the roads. Here is Debbie Duhame.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Hey, I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but we've got major issues right now at the outbound Lincoln Tunnel, 495 westbound, all lanes closed at Kennedy Boulevard with an accident investigation. You have to try to shimmy around that by using the detour. Inbound Lincoln, that's about an hour. Inbound George Washington Bridge, 45, Holland 40. Tough ride right now in the LIE East at the Clearview with a disabled truck. Traffic is sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports, coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org. I'm Debbie Duhame, 880 ESPN, New York.
Friends, it's football season, the best time of the year. You should be out there tailgating, cheering on your team, and enjoying every Sunday. But if you're dealing with neck pain, back pain, sciatica, or nerve pain, even getting off the couch can feel like a challenge. You don't have to live like that. There's help. Dr. Jay Shaw at Sandwell Pain is New Jersey's top pain specialist. He's Ivy League trained, double board certified, and is dedicated to helping you get back in the game. Here's what makes the difference. No surgery, no scars, no long recovery, no pain medication. Just precise, non-surgical image-guided procedures that deliver real results. Dr. Shaw treats neck pain, back pain, joint pain, migraines, nerve pain, and sciatica with a plan that's customized for you. Same-day and next-day appointments are available, and with offices in Woodbridge, Livingston, and Inglewood, relief is always close. So don't let pain keep you on the sidelines this season. Visit SandwellPain.com to call, text, or book online. Most major insurances are accepted. That's SandwellPain.com. Relief is closer than you think, and it starts today.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds. Starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more. All on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
At Uline, they know going the extra mile takes hard work. For companies pushing to go further, Uline will go the distance with you. 24/7, they answer the phone to get you the shipping and industrial supplies you need. Business can move fast. Unexpected large orders, adverse weather, new safety guidelines, and changing economic trends. Uline works hard keeping 41,000 items ready to ship, minimizing detours on your way to the extra mile. Visit uline.com.
Michelle's Moment here for Gainbridge and their Give Back program, Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity. Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity's goal is to empower girls and women through sports and education, providing 32 organizations in 21 states $222 of grant funding during 2025. These grants aim to level the playing field and expand access to sports and education for girls and women across the country. Here's to a future with no limits for women's sports with Gainbridge and Gainbridge Assist, powered by Parity.
Out here, pets are always by your side, watching the herd, running fence lines, or asleep at your feet. Pets are some of our favorite customers. When you bring them along to Tractor Supply, we'll always have a treat waiting. And with our price match guarantee, you'll always get the best price on their favorite food, toys, treats they love, and pet meds to keep them healthy. Tractor Supply, for pets out here.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Good job, Raymond. Where is Rich Cimini? Where was Rich Cimini yesterday when called out by Aaron Glenn? Rich, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, guys. How you doing today?
You know what the thing is? And I mean, obviously you're going to take this as a nice thing because it's meant to be a nice thing. You're like the nicest guy. You're even-keeled. You're nice. You're kind. You've been covering this team for 37 years, I believe. I didn't have on my bingo card that Aaron Glenn would be annoyed and be, mentioning you during his press conference yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, that was I didn't see that one coming either. My only regret from the whole thing is that I was not there, and that was rare. I don't know if I've ever missed a midweek press conference, but this is my first year on the Pro Football Hall of Fame selection committee, and I'm on one of the subcommittees and for one category, and we had our first meeting yesterday on Zoom, and so I was home for hours on a meeting for the Hall of Fame while that was taking place. So otherwise I would have been there. So that was my only regret for the whole thing.
So, Rich, what exactly is he mad about
now,
this time?
Now, well, I wrote a story on Monday about, earlier Monday, Aaron Glenn he kind of gave an incomplete answer on Garrett Wilson's status. He obviously re-injured his knee in the game on Sunday, and he basically said what he always says on injuries, we're evaluating it. So I just did some of my own reporting, and I wrote a story later that afternoon saying that, a source saying that he was going to miss at least 3 to 4 weeks. And so that wasn't, then you saw the video. I mean, he walks into the press room, and like every NFL coach across the league, the first thing they usually do is run down the injuries. Some more forthcoming than others. Glenn's usually not too forthcoming. He'll say which players are going to practice that particular day, but that's usually about it. On this particular day, he said, I'm going to pass because, Rich has all the answers. And so my phone started blowing up. So I'm like, what the heck is going on in Florham Park as I'm sitting on this Zoom call trying to talk about, guys who coached in the NFL, 50 years ago on the contributors category. And so then everything I started to figure out what was going on there. And he obviously didn't appreciate someone reporting information that didn't come directly from him.
So it sounds to me like he didn't appreciate that there's, someone within the organization that's giving information out, beneath him, and he doesn't know what's happening. Is this really like he's angry in-house, but he's taking it out on the media and specifically on you? Is that kind of what you gather from this?
I don't know. I don't know what's in his mind. Dave, I don't know where the motivation came from doing that. I like Aaron Glenn. I do. When they hired him, I applauded the move. I thought it was a great move, especially to bring back a former Jet, but he's made a lot of questionable decisions. And I'm not sure what the upside of that yesterday was. How does that make him look good or the team look good? I don't know. That's something that normally, look, it's not the first time I've been called out by a coach. I mean, you do this 37 years, you're gonna piss some people off along the way. But a lot of times coaches would text me or call me, and we would talk through an issue. And so he has my number where, I'm always willing to talk, but that's why it was very surprising that he did that yesterday. But I don't know what pushed him to that point.
Rich, does he feel like, again, I'm not asking you because you don't know, but I mean, would you imagine that he's trying to use this as a deterrent? Like if he now decides that he's not going to give the media anything if they start using stories that, aren't directly from him, that maybe you guys won't do this?
Well, yeah. I mean, you could certainly draw that conclusion based on what happened yesterday. It also, I guess, in a way, it was kind of clever on his part because he avoided answering the question. He never gave a status update on Garrett Wilson, and nor is he required to, by the way. I had a couple of people text me, say, isn't he required by the league rules to talk about injuries? And there's no rule that says a coach has to talk about injuries. I mean, Belichick didn't talk about it for 20 years. But the team is required to put out an injury report every day during the practice week. And most coaches, I would say all coaches, do try to elaborate a little bit on the injuries, some more than others. And so maybe he's using this now as a way to get out of talking about injuries. I'm not sure what I remember him saying in training camp. Remember the day we went crazy because Justin Fields had the toe injury and it looked like the Jets' world was ending and became a big story. And Glenn came out the next day and sort of tweaked the media for making a big deal out of it. And he said, "I promise you, I will never BS you on injuries. I'll always tell you the truth." And so, but now apparently he doesn't want to talk about it.
Do you think he has any realization that he's making himself look ridiculous, Rich? I mean, you've been here. I mean, through God, you probably know the number. How many coaches that you've been here through, interim coaches, GMs? I mean, this is, if you had a playbook, a handbook of how you want to handle the media, this is a non-story. We should be having you on tomorrow to break down the Jets and the Patriots, not today to break down what should be. Yeah, Garrett's banged up, going to be out for a couple of weeks. We expect him to be back. We're not going to put him on IR. That's it. That's done. We don't even discuss it. Rich, do you think he realizes that he makes himself look ridiculous and, in fact, is hurting himself and maybe even his credibility here?
Yeah, I don't think he looks at it that way. I mean, and some fans probably don't even care either. I mean, we're talking about it. We're in the media, and I get it. Some fans think it's insignificant. To me, it's the coach creates the perception for the entire franchise when he goes in front of the microphone. Everybody's watching. The fans get a chance to watch, which I think is great. Now the fans can just tune in and check it out. And the coach creates the narrative. He creates the perception. And no one did it better than his mentor, Bill Parcells. Whatever he wanted that next day's story to be in the newspaper, Parcells had a great way of manipulating the media to get his message out there. And I don't know Aaron Glenn well enough was he trying to send a message yesterday? I don't know. He certainly created a narrative, though. I'm not sure it's the one he wanted, but yeah, very confused. All he had to do really was just do what he normally does and say, we're going to take it day by day. We'll evaluate Garrett. He very rarely rules out a player in the middle of the week. So, I mean, just for competitive reasons. And I get that. He'll do it on Fridays like a lot of coaches, but never on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. So he could have just said, look, we'll make a decision. It'll be a game time decision. And that would have been that.
Well, right. I mean, listen, I understand. I've had plenty of coaches, too, that if your team stinks, you're not winning, you might want to change the narrative. You make it about you. And, now that's the story. They've won 2 straight games. Now, last week didn't look pretty, but they still managed to win. So now we got a bit of a winning streak going on. I mean, I would think that the narrative should be talking about that. So, in saying all that, I want to ask you, what do you expect to see tomorrow from the Jets going up against a much better New England Patriots team on the road?
By the way, just on a quick aside, Rick, the funniest thing was a group text with some of my college buddies, and one of the guys sent me a picture of a green and white T-shirt that said "Ask Rich" on it. So
that's a great T-shirt.
Yeah, maybe I should tweet it out or get someone to make it. I think that would be pretty funny.
Well, you know, it's funny you say that, Rich, because Rick is actually in the process of launching an apparel company.
Yep.
So maybe this is something that
we got an Ask Rich shirt.
How great with that?
I like that.
In white lettering.
Let's talk.
With a green shirt. Ask Rich. I love it.
Yeah. So as for tomorrow night, I think what are the Jets like 11.5 points?
12.5 now.
That's 12.5.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're full Ron Jeremy.
Oh, that's nuts. But well, the Jets are hot. I mean, the confidence level of the players is up, but I mean, New England is so they're playing so well. I mean, the quarterback is just on a different level right now. The rookie running back Henderson is going to be a problem for the Jets because of his speed, how he can stretch a defense in different ways. The Jet defense is going through a transition phase, obviously now without Gardner and Williams. I mean, the one thing they can do, the Jets show they do have some pass rush. With Will McDonald with the 4 sacks, and May has been sacked a lot this year, so maybe they can get some pass rush on him. I just think this is going to be a really tough spot for the Jets. Offensively, I mean, it was as bad as it gets last week. I mean, Justin Fields had 12 passing yards at the start of the fourth quarter, and he finished the game with only 2 passes that were completed beyond the line of scrimmage. So, I mean, they did win the game, but you can't count on 2 special teams touchdowns every week. So this is going to be an extraordinary challenge for the Jets tomorrow night.
Do we have confirmation on a quarterback yet, Rich, or we're holding off on that till?
Rich is the one to ask.
Well, no one.
I don't want you to break any news going to get anybody in trouble, though. That's the last thing I want to have happen.
Well, I mean, I certainly expect it to be Fields, although I do think there'll be a short leash. I can't imagine if he has a first half like he did last week against Cleveland. I think he would have to go to the bullpen and bring in Tyrod. Tyrod Taylor's healthy now. He's practicing fully. You just can't. I know he wants to succeed with Justin Fields, but I think it'll be a short lease. But if this were a regular week, with a full practice week, I could see Taylor starting this week. But on a short week where they basically don't even practice fully, it's a lot of walkthrough stuff. I think it would be hard to change quarterbacks in a short week. So I think it'll be Fields.
All right, Rich, last one for me. So is it your expectation, we had Louis Riddick on the show earlier and asked him this question, is it your expectation that the Jets will, in fact, address the quarterback position this offseason as opposed to maybe wait until 2027 when they have the 3 first-round picks?
I mean, my gut tells me they probably will. It would be hard to punt on that again. I mean, how do you sell that to your fan base? How do you sell that to your team? Well, we're going to keep Justin, or we're going to bring in a placeholder for 26, but we're going to get real good in 27. That's really hard to do. But I think they're not even at that point yet. They still don't know which quarterbacks are in the draft. I mean, most of these guys we're talking about, except for Mendoza, are underclassmen. Ty Simpson and Dante Moore are underclassmen. What if they decide to go back to school and Mendoza is the only top quarterback in the draft? What veterans are going to be available? Probably no one, or maybe.
Well,
someone
a lot of people around here seem to believe Joe Burrow. Like, you just offer a bunch of draft picks, and the Bengals will trade you Joe Burrow.
Well, I think I
love it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that would be very interesting. I mean, I think I don't know if we've talked about this. I don't think we have, but I mean, that's on Joe Burrow. I mean, he's got a no trade. If he gets to a point where he is like, I am never going to win here because the defense is so bad, then he goes to management and says, get me out of here.
And he chooses the Jets.
Be the only. And that's the other thing where he's got to choose the Jets.
Right. Choose the Jets. Come on.
Where would you like to go? We're going to ship you out of football Siberia. Where would you like to go? The Jets. That's where I want to land.
Does he have a home in Malibu where the Jets could fly out their entire brain trust and try to convince him to come to the Jets? But look, that's just a pipe dream at this point. But I think the Jets will try to address it this offseason and get the process rolling, because if you wait till 27, there's no guarantee you're going to get your guy in 27. I mean, what if you're the Jets and you're picking 5th in 27 and the first 3 teams have to take quarterbacks, just like it was a couple of years ago? You had Yeah, the Giants tried to trade up. They couldn't get their guy. Williams, Daniels, and May went 1, 2, 3. Those teams were locked in on quarterbacks. What if the Jets are in that position in 27? Then what do you do? So it'll be the talking point all off season, guaranteed. From January through April, we'll be talking about, do the Jets take one this year or do they wait? The good thing about what they're in, they have the options. They have a ton of optionality just because of the 5 first-round picks over the two drafts. That is a rare position to be in, so they'll have tons of options as they evaluate the course of the franchise.
All right, last one, and we'll let you go. What do you think tomorrow night? Can it be competitive, or is this going to be a disaster for the Jets?
This is a really tough one. I think on a short week, going on the road, facing a red-hot team with a struggling offense for the Jets right now, I mean, look, can they keep it competitive? I think they're going to need to score on defense or special teams, and we know they don't score on defense. They don't take the ball away from defense. But, you guys know they still don't have an interception, by the way.
It's unbelievable.
They've gone 9 straight to open the season without an interception. The all-time NFL record is 10 straight without an interception to open a season. So if they don't get one tomorrow, they'll tie that record. I think the Raiders did it about 10 or 15 years ago. I think the Patriots should win by a couple of touchdowns.
Rich, I lied. I got one more. Sorry.
Here we go.
This is a quick one, though. They didn't trade Breece Hall. They didn't trade Quincy Williams. Do you expect – Breece Hall especially doesn't seem like he's overly thrilled with still being here. They have to bring him back, no?
Breece Hall, I think the Jets, I think their position has changed on Breece Hall. I think if you asked them before the season, I think they would have thought, well, we're probably going to lose him in free agency. I do think they want to keep him now. I mean, he's having a good year. He's a
good player.
He's averaging 98. I just looked this up. 98 scrimmage yards per game, which is a career high for him. He's I don't even think he's been utilized to the max in the passing game as much as he could be. So that's another question mark about the offense. Why don't you just throw some screens to Breece Hall? They did last week. Worked great on that one play. So I do think the Jets, that was basically, it was the most percentage passing yards in one game by a running back since Walter Payton, I think, in 1983 or something like that.
We're setting offense back.
42 yards out of the 54 total. I do think the Jets will make an effort to keep him. And if they don't, they always have the option of the franchise tag, which it's pretty costly. I think it's going to be about $14 million for running backs. But I think they want to keep Breece Hall in the fold for sure.
All right. Well, listen, Rich, try to stay out of trouble, would you? I mean, we typically don't like to have people that get, admonished on the show, but for you, we'll make an exception.
Yeah, so you don't like being in the news when you're trying to report the news. So
that's Rich.
We'll see how it goes. I'm working on those T-shirts. We'll talk, Rick.
All right, good stuff. We'll talk to you, Rich. Enjoy New England tomorrow. All right, that of course is Rich Cimini, the nicest guy in the world.
I know. Yeah, I don't know why you do it. I mean, like I said, it's got to be because he wants to use it as a deterrent, I guess.
That's Rich.
Right? Like if it's not from me, and you want to start running stories that you've heard from,
but he's not angry, Rich.
No, I know, but I mean, I
guess.
Right,
so you know what? Then address it in house.
Okay, this is what we would do. Okay, just for example.
Sure.
Now,
can we break and come back and you tell the story? Okay, so let's do that. And I got a very nasty email about the Jets as well. I'll let you know about that. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
That's Rich.
Why do you go to Princeton Longevity Center?
We go to Princeton Longevity Center because my husband's cardiologist told him having this exam saved his life.
Because somehow 20 turned into 40, and now I need to take my health more seriously. The Princeton Longevity Center designed a program to keep me healthy and active, so 50 and 60 will be no sweat.
Because even though my cholesterol is high, it turned out my arteries are clear. That's a big relief.
Whether you want to make the most of your future years or just want peace of mind, you need the Princeton Longevity Center. Their comprehensive preventive exam combines the latest technology with caring experts to create your personal plan for staying well.
Because I shouldn't have to wait an hour for a 10-minute physical. I go to Princeton Longevity Center because I get everything done in one day and take my results home with me.
Find out why you need Princeton Longevity. Call 888-8000-PLC or go to PrincetonLongevityCenter.com. Call 888-8000-PLC. That's 888-8000-PLC.
At Jake's 58 Casino Hotel this November, it's your chance to gobble up the green and feast on your share of $55,000 cash. Earn entries all month long and join us on Friday, November 28th from 4 to 6 p.m. 2 winners will be drawn every hour to win up to $10,000 cash. Then at 7 p.m., 1 lucky winner will take home a grand prize of $20,000 cash at Jake's 58 Casino Hotel.
If gambling is a problem for you or someone you care about, please call the 24-hour toll-free helpline at 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
For over 100 years, Slomin's has been your trusted partner in comfort. When it comes to home heating oil, we deliver more than just quality fuel. We deliver peace of mind. With price protection, automatic deliveries, 24/7 service, and up to 30 days to pay your invoice. Our dedicated team is just a call away, ensuring you stay warm and comfortable all winter long. Slomin's, New York and New Jersey's largest heating oil provider, proudly serving our community for generations. Give us a call today at 866-GET-HEAT or visit oil.slomins.com.
Serving contractors, builders, and homeowners in the tri-state area since 1987, Brooklyn Window & Door is New York City's largest stocking dealer of quality Andersen window and doors. The professionals at Brooklyn Window & Door will help solve any of your window replacement needs or applications. Visit Brooklyn Window & Door's award-winning showroom to see the complete Andersen product line, including the 400, 100, A&E series. Andersen, built, backed, and serviced like no other window.
Visit Brooklyn Window & Door at 185 30th Street in Brooklyn or call 718-WINDOWS.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, hims.com/joy.
In the city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports, ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. Boy, New York football is going really swimmingly, isn't it? I mean, the Giants can't get out of their own way, and maybe the only thing worse is the Jets, and both teams sitting here with 2 wins. I mean, they're what, a combined 4-15 so far this season? So Rick said he had something interesting to tell us about how this all goes down. The only problem right now at the moment, RJ, is I don't know where, in fact, Rick is.
That's Rich.
Oh, there he is.
Hold on.
Yeah. Hang on.
Hold on.
I mean, you know what? It's amazing. And I'm going to let people right behind the curtain.
Here we go.
Okay? I had to go to the bathroom.
Yep.
My bladder was full, and I needed to relieve myself. So I go to the bathroom.
Yep.
As I'm coming back into the studios, there's a front door you have to hit.
Yep.
RJ is waiting for me, opening the door. I said, what? Oh, are we close to going back on air? We're close. You might want to get back in there. I walk back into the actual studios. Who's not here? You. So I get up once. Like, I never go to the bathroom. I get up one time to go to the bathroom. He's waiting for me. Like he's security, and I'm like, where's Rick? I don't know.
I usually wait for RJ to come get me.
It's unbelievable.
He's a wild horse. He's just out there
It's
prancing around.
unbelievable, the leeway he gets,
No.
and the fact that I have to go to the bathroom, I'm walking back in. It's like, come on, let's go. You got to get moving.
And
We're
it's
getting
always
close.
it's always the same people, too, by the way. It's always the same
It's-
people.
it's
It's the
incredible.
same people that are in here right now.
It's
Everyone
incredible.
comes in at a
It's the same
different
group.
time.
Well, he's out
I was
there.
speaking to Jordan about our fantasy team.
Mm-hmm.
We picked up Justin Jefferson. We had a nice little hug, little handshake.
Which is great.
Yeah, which is great.
But just have an idea.
Then
5
I'm talking
minutes.
about,
Let me be back in studio in about
some
5
other
minutes.
things show related.
Uh-huh.
And then RJ comes, gets me, and I'm back.
Okay, great.
I dry humped the glass over there for John, give a little show, and that was it.
Productive.
Yeah.
Listen, what's better than enjoying a beautiful bagel and then me rubbing myself up against the glass?
I think it's the highest level of
It's a free
enjoyment.
show.
Yeah.
A lot of
I think it's as good as it gets. All right, so
What are the Jets like 11.5 points?
12.5 now.
That's 12.5.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're a full Ron Jeremy.
Oh, that's nuts.
I mean, do you ever think to yourself, Ray, that
That's
we're
great.
working with a child?
That's great.
Like I know you guys. Oh, Dave's so immature. And Dave, he like everything goes there. Everything.
Rich didn't get enough credit for how he tried to power through that.
Nuts.
This is one of those moments where I remind myself.
I went to school for this.
I went to college for this.
That's right.
Yep.
Did they ever tell you when your host goes off the rails with sexual innuendos that just you power through? Is that what you're supposed to do?
Every day.
The follow-up will probably be, is that the same host that's dry humping the glass that your boss is in the office of?
Hey.
Yeah,
Right.
same guy.
Some of us are all in, some of us aren't.
For the express purpose to get to, and I quote, give him a show.
Can you get to your point?
You should have seen me in the locker
Oh,
room.
for dear God, please.
I was doing helicopters, chicken breasts.
All right, I gotta go to the bathroom again.
Right, so what we would do is, now, I wasn't the head coach, but we would do this happened a couple different times. It actually happened
he's elaborating.
It actually happened to Alan in the locker room.
Okay.
One of the guys doesn't like a story you wrote. Now, all of a sudden, we get together as a team and say,
And
hey,
you freeze him out.
you're not doing an interview if he's in the scrum. And that was supposed to be.
No, but that's different, and I'll tell you why. There was, you thought, and you correct, like a hit piece, something very negative on a guy, right?
Maybe, yeah.
This is Rich reporting a piece of actual news.
That didn't come from Aaron Glenn.
But Rich didn't make it up.
I know.
Okay, so be angry at whoever it is in your organization that leaked it to Rich, not at Rich for getting it. That's Rich's job.
I don't disagree with you, but I'm saying like that could be what other reason why would you do it? If not to send,
I'm sure that's why he's
to
doing
the media
it.
that if you want me to speak to you and give you answers, don't report it unless I say it. Which they'll still do.
Of course they'll do, and
It's their
they should.
Right. If you're not going to elaborate on what's going on with Garrett Wilson, and I can make a couple phone calls and find out exactly what's going on, I can.
But you know what
this
this is? This is misplaced anger.
Yeah.
He's angry in house, and he's going to.
Like he has any real idea of what he's doing.
And that to me, like I know, I get an email, an angry email. Dave, no Jets fan cares about this at all. It is useless. You guys are the only two people in the world that have any interest in this story. Well, I think you're missing out then, because I think this is an important story, not because this specific story has all that much impact, because why? And we keep talking about, well, Parcells and Okay, let me let you know a little secret. 1983, Bill Parcells' first year with the Giants. He's 3-12-1. You know who didn't do anything like this? Bill Parcells. Do you know when you can do this kind of crap? When you're winning, because then it doesn't matter. But Parcells also had a lot of friends in the media and would play the game of, I can press this far, I can be a jerk up to this point, then I have to let them in and rein it back. Like he played it like a master is what he was able to do. And Glenn doesn't seem to understand it at all.
But I mean, it's the reason why I asked Rich the other, like the follow-up to that point is you finally won a couple games, right? I mean, you actually like are taking strides in the right direction where maybe you start answering the questions as to whether or not you are a good coach and are the right guy for the job. And then you decide to do this now. The conversation shouldn't be about him saying, ask Rich and acting like a baby. It should be about, hey, we've won 2 straight. You know, we're going into New England on short rest. Like what?
Right. Let's talk about the matter at hand. But all he had to do, Garrett Wilson, it's a knee. We expect 3 to 4 weeks. Probably not going to go on IR. That's all I really have for you. And that's it. Then it's dead. That's a non-issue. But you creatively have made this now a massive issue. And this better change, because if this continues along, what's going to happen is the media's going to hate him. And you heard the one guy's like, but I'm asking you, like I just want you to tell me the answer.
You're
no,
the head coach.
ask Rich. It's like it's defiant, it's nasty, it's unnecessary. And if this was the Giants, and listen, we do plenty of things that are embarrassing on our own right. This is for no reason. It's embarrassing.
It's just unnecessary.
All right, let's take a break. 800-919-3776. Knicks, that's a successful, competent team. We'll get to them. Giants, disastrous, the coaching search, and the Jets. A lot to do, 9 o'clock hour. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
FanDuel is the #1 sportsbook for same-game parlays. From points and rebounds to threes and assists, FanDuel is the best place to combine your favorite picks into a same-game parlay or track every stat live, all in one easy-to-use app. And right now is the perfect time to join because new customers get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. So bet on the players you love the way you want. Head to FanDuel.com/Rick to sign up today. FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. All in one easy-to-use app. And right now is the perfect time to join because new customers get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. Must be 21 and older and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions do apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY at 467369.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about, and to remind ourselves that we're not alone. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many. This November, BetterHelp's encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you're there. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. Short questionnaire helps you identify your needs and preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recommendations. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
Okay, girls, ready to go?
Yeah! Mom, I'm hungry. Can I have a snack? Me too, Mommy.
You want a snack?
Yeah!
Got it?
Children learn from our behaviors.
Mommy, can you open this,
All right, hold on 1 second. Okay. Okay, here.
Thank you.
They learn what is okay from the adults they see.
Mommy, are you on your phone?
If you're a distracted driver, chances are they will be too. What kind of driver are you raising? Funded by the Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They converted my kid's bath to a shower and did an incredible job. They offer custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit, and it's done in just 1 day. It's durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and a lower cost than a standard replacement. Take advantage of the biggest sale of the entire year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bathfitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Hey, this is Mika Zibanejad.
Hey, this is Adam Fox. Catch every Rangers game right here on 880 ESPN.
WHSQ and WCBS-FM HD2, New York.
Whether you're shopping, gaming, or streaming this Black Friday season, don't take slow for an answer. Get Optimum Fiber for the fastest, most reliable, and most consistent internet speeds. Starting at $25 a month. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com to switch. Act now and get a full year of Netflix, an unlimited mobile line, a $400 prepaid card, and more. All on us. Call 888-4OPTIMUM or visit Optimum.com today. Optimum. Don't take slow for an answer. Terms apply. See Optimum.com for details.
Dave Rothenberg here to tell you about my friends at Bathfitter. They converted my kid's bath to a shower and did an incredible job. They offer custom bath renovations, including their unique PermaFit solution for a watertight fit, and it's done in just 1 day. It's durable and easy to clean with no demo or mess and a lower cost than a standard replacement. Take advantage of the biggest sale of the entire year. Save up to $800 on a complete Bathfitter system. See their website or call for details and start designing your bath today at bathfitter.com.
The city that never sleeps and never stops talking sports. ESPN New York is always on. Now you can live and breathe everything New York sports wherever you are. On your radio dial, on the ESPN New York app, and streaming live on YouTube. However you watch or listen, ESPN New York is always on for you. Hear us, stream us, watch us. This is ESPN New York. This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
So I get up once. RJ is waiting for me. And I'm like, where's Rick? I don't know. The leeway he gets and the fact that I have to go to the bathroom, I'm walking back in. It's like, come on.
What's better than enjoying a beautiful bagel and then me rubbing myself up against the glass?
Highest level of enjoyment. Yeah, I think it's as good as it gets.
This is DiPietro and Rothenberg.
The Jets are like 11.5 points.
12.5 now.
That's 12.5.
Yeah,
wow.
they're full Ron Jeremy.
That's nuts.
On ESPN New York. And streaming live on YouTube.
Rick's timing is really it's impeccable. And then Rich, the way he played off of you.
Perfect.
It was just incredible. You guys should take this on the road. This little sexual innuendo act.
Matching T-shirts.
Right?
Yeah.
You have to make those. You have to.
I have already made it. I've already reached out.
I mean, when you guys start, when is this happening? By the way,
I had to get approvals.
You got approved now. I was told that people, and because I get texts, emails.
These things are going to be in the shape of the Jets logo. By the way, right? It's going to have the silhouette of the plane and everything. It's got to.
Well,
of course.
I'm not responsible for creative, but yes, that would be part of the suggestion.
Of course. Yeah. So, at what point do we launch this that people out in the public can purchase some of this stuff?
Well, I can tell you that the government shutdown did not help the process.
That's hurting you?
It's hurting me currently, yeah.
So I know you're going to be like, you're not aware of anything. How does...
To form a company.
Oh, you can't form a company?
No. Well, no, just the...
It's backlogged. Gotcha.
Finalizing it,
okay.
Yes.
All right. Well, that makes sense.
But all the other stuff is working its way up. Yep.
Good. All right. So all the other stuff, I was just saying when you were probably off gallivanting, humping the glass in front of John.
Yeah.
I can't believe, I kind of can, but I can't believe that we're here again. The Jets are 2-7. The Giants are 2-8. It's a combined 4-15. The one coach is saying how, I'm not telling you. Ask Rich. I'm angry at the media. I'm going to, make this a big statement for no reason. You got the Joe Scheon is leading the search. He's 20-40-1. It's like, get me out of here. Well, what did we do to deserve this?
At least you had a playoff win sprinkled in.
But years ago. Yes.
I can't even make the playoffs.
No, listen. Everything I have, you have just a little bit worse.
Yes.
15 years, I've been a disaster. But prior to those 15 years, I won 2 Super Bowls in the 5 years prior, right? But I stink. I'm in a constant state of flux with the coach and the GM. And do I fire the guys at the same time, or do I allow the GM who's been, winning 1 out of every 3 games to make the decision? Like, who's deciding who the backup quarterback is going to be? Like, what is happening here? How does it continue to be such a massive train wreck with both teams?
Well, it's decision making. I think we know as a Jets fan where it starts, right? It starts up top.
Right.
I think the problem with you now, and I don't like saying this under the current circumstances, but your owner has made a lot of bad decisions.
A lot of bad decisions,
including maybe keeping Joe Scheon around.
Maybe.
According to Louis Riddick, this is not something he would have done.
Well, you heard how despondent he was about this. And again, I talked to somebody with ties close to the Giants, and they said it's not. And Ian said this yesterday on DHR. He said it feels like we're heading in that direction, but I wouldn't say this is definitive. But they've kind of empowered him to say you're the guy. Now, if you go 1-6 in the final 7 games,
right, but if I'm taking you through this process, okay, am I going to put myself in a situation where the person that I bring to the table could jeopardize my job?
See, I can't even answer that anymore.
Well, the answer is no.
But I don't. Yes, what would functional, rational people do? Right. But I don't know what these teams are going to do because they're the opposite of what anybody would ever decide to do. Who would allow a GM to lead a search when his job is still potentially on the line?
Under the current circumstances, which I think are a big piece of this thing, maybe he's the one that's most qualified to do this.
Maybe he is. Okay, so then is there a chance that if things fall off the rails, but if you don't trust him for anything, you think he's the most qualified, capable person to lead the charge of who's going to be the Giants' next head coach?
Well, I think they trust him.
I question what you trust.
I would think if I'm a potential head coach, I would also question that. Kind of Lewis's point. Like, why? You guys came in together, right? You were we thought, tethered as you led.
Tied at the hip.
Yep. And that his success was your success and your success was his success, and all these decisions that you were making, drafting and, player acquisition during the offseason were all, collaborative.
Mm-hmm.
How did you keep your job and he lost his job?
It's one of the great mysteries, isn't it?
So, I would be asking that same question if I was a potential candidate. Like, So what exactly behind closed doors is happening here? Like, is this the kind of guy I want to work for? That as things start to go sideways or aren't going well, he's in the owner's ear going, hey, it's not me. We got plenty of talent.
Right. And how? You know what I'd like to know also? How definite is it that he's going to be here? Like, am I going to take a job under the auspices of Joe Scheon, and now they're going to go 1-6 down the stretch, or things are going to fall apart, and now he's going to be out on his ear? Like, I don't want that kind of uncertainty.
No, of course not. No, because, I mean, what happens in
I want stability. I don't want
2 years,
I don't want what this is.
Things aren't great. I mean, he's already been on the hot seat. People are still surprised that he has a job.
Right.
And now what? He's gone, and who? We bring in a new GM? Do I have a say in who the new GM is going to be? Like, yeah, those are all questions that need to be answered. And those are all questions that I think for a really qualified candidate, they don't necessarily want to have to be dealing with.
Here's Ian. He was on with DHR yesterday on the reports of Shane being reevaluated when the season is over in January.
I think Joe Scheon is still the leader in the clubhouse. Why? Because he holds the job, and until he doesn't, he's still probably the betting favorite. No, he is the betting favorite to have it next year. I just wanted to point out that based on my understanding and making some phone calls yesterday, that is not a slam dunk. And I do believe these last 7 games matter. And I heard that yesterday. It was a little surprising to me, but they could go 0-3 in these next 3. Now, there are some winnable games in those last 4. You could win 2 or 3 of those, and that might actually matter. But if they're 1-6 in these 7 games, what does that say about Joe Scheon's players not being coached by Brian Daboll and still performing at a dreadful level? So I think that it's still more likely than not he will be the general manager next year. But I do not think that is a slam dunk certainty, and I just wanted to point that out.
So I think that's interesting because also, the next 3 games you should lose.
Yeah.
So if you somehow lose to the Raiders on some kind of a bizarre play at the end, now he's more likely to be gone than stay. Like, either you like him or you don't like him.
Right. Well, this was the conversation we had about Brian Daboll before he got fired. Is that, I mean, let's start to figure out whether we want to keep this guy or not, because we can't go after the bye and you win a couple meaningless games. That all of a sudden changes your mind. Either you like what he's doing with Jackson Dart,
right,
and he's your coach moving forward, or you don't.
Correct.
And they decided he's not.
So, which fine. You decided he's not, but now I'm going to so the next 3 games you're probably not going to win. You're not going to even have Dart for at least, it sounds like, this one game, and maybe even more than that. Washington, Daniel's going to be back. They're going to try to win that game. Last game of the season, I promise you, Dallas is going to try to win that football game. So I just don't understand. Like, if you like him, you like him. And I don't agree with it, but I kind of understand. Okay, that's fine. But now you're going to judge this guy's future based on what happens with meaningless football games down the stretch?
Yeah, with a coach that's
what you did last year.
Right, with a coach that's never been a head coach before. So, like, during the course of this, Mike Kafka's audition, now you're going to judge whether or not you want to keep your GM with the results. I don't think you can do that. I think you're right. But I also think that there's probably not an appetite for making as much change as you're talking about at the moment.
Okay. I mean, I listen, every Giants fan I talk to, they're like beside themselves.
Yeah.
How are we hanging on to this GM who's been bad? He's being rewarded with failure. He has failed, yet he's being rewarded after failing. How does that happen?
If he keeps his job, we get through this whole process, and the season's over, and he keeps his job, right? They do the reevaluation, and he keeps his job. It would have to be, A, what's happening behind the scenes with bringing everything up to date and everything else. Okay. And they like how that whole...
It feels like a very low bar.
How that whole process works. And B, he has convinced ownership that there is enough talent to win.
And ownership is in the midst of a big non-on-field issue as far as the health of the owner.
That's right.
So
are we equipped right now with with the health and everything else that they're dealing with to make these 2 huge decisions as opposed to just making one?
Right. Right.
And maybe it's a little bit overwhelming for them to make that decision now?
I think it probably is. Tony in Dobbs Ferry. Tony has an idea. Good morning, Tony. You're on ESPN New York.
Fellas, I don't see the upside in bringing Dart back this year. He proved he could play in the NFL. Right. He proved he's a real guy. From everything I'm reading, and you guys obviously know more than me, I don't think Kafka's in running for this job next year. I
think he's in run. I don't think it's going to happen. I don't expect him to get it, but I think if just the norm continues, he won't get it. But if something above and beyond happens, that he has a puncher's chance to get this job, is what I would say.
Listen, I shut. If I had my what's the word? Druthers. I shut Dart down for the rest of the season.
But why?
They're not going to shut him down for the rest of the season.
Next year.
They're not.
But why? Like, what? I mean, obviously, you're not going to rush him back. I agree with that.
There's
but
7 games
when
left.
he's healthy, why would you shut him down? Why?
I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
He still has it in his mind. I don't know who's listen. I've listened to you guys. I listen. I read. I don't think Daboll was pushing him towards not being as physical as he was when he was running the ball. Okay, so somebody needs to teach him how to slide and how to get down and how to not take these massive hits. So if he comes back, let's say in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever it is, in a meaningless game somewhere, and he gets another concussion, now we're turning a mole into a mountain. We can't have that. Let's shut him down. Let's get our coach for next year, whoever it may be. Hopefully, in my opinion, I'd love it for it to be Lane Kiffin. I think they should back the ATM truck to his house. But we'll see. He hasn't had the most success in the NFL, but I think he was young. And let's get everything started again. Let's start fresh with a new coach and a new coordinator. You can't afford this guy getting hurt, Dave. Well, what do you mean? Why? That's why.
Well, you're not going to sit him.
So you just going to put him in bubble wrap and not play him for half a season?
It's a meaningless.
Not for him.
It's not meaningless reps for him. It's not.
It's
still
important reps
that will benefit from being on the field.
It's not going to be important if he gets his bell rung.
Okay, that's not going to matter next year if he gets his bell rung. The way he plays football, that's always going to be a possibility. It's a possibility with every quarterback ever, Tony.
Play football a different way.
Well, you got to figure that out. He's got to be smart. I agree with that. I don't agree with shutting him down for the rest of the season when he's healthy.
Sitting him for 7 games is not going to change that. It's not going to change how he plays football.
Are you sending him to his room with that dinner? Like, what is the point of doing this?
It's not yet, Rick. You just made my point for me. In 7 games, he's not going to change it. You're right.
Right, but
so you need to reteach him, not anything else. He does everything else wonderfully.
Missing 7 games is not going to change it. Missing 7 games is not going to change it. It's not. I mean, if it's something you want him to work on, that would be something that needs to be worked on during games. Not standing on the sideline or being shut down. Now, if he needed surgery or something, yeah, you shut him down.
Well, that's different, right? I mean, if he's at the point, thanks for the call, Tony. You're always good.
If he had something that needed to be addressed during the offseason, then you get that done now.
Absolutely. You want to get ahead of the curve?
The idea that he's not playing in this game is a really good sign for how they're going to handle him.
Yes.
Because the last thing
you should be careful with him.
Right, because the second one is going to be worse. If he comes back too soon, his brain's not fully healed, and it won't be, I promise you, the hit won't be nearly as bad as the one he took, and he gets another one. Now you run the risk of post-concussion and missing an extended period of time.
Now, on a completely side note, I mean, same topic but different conversation, I got to go back to it. How did they have no idea that something was wrong with this kid?
I don't know how. Forget that. It was the telecast. They were watching replays.
No, but nobody. But for the telecast, they're not in charge of his health. The telecast is in charge of giving you information.
But they're sitting there wondering. I wonder when it happened. What do you mean you wonder when it happened?
When they said that, it was like, I'm watching 8 games, 7 games at one time. I'm focused more on the Giants. It was obvious as the day is long, it happened on the fumble. You saw it. He was down. He was startled. It took a moment to get up, and he went back into the game.
Yep. Well, that's also on the third party, too.
It's on the third party. It's on the Giants. Well, shame on you for not having an idea.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, once you go into that tent and it's the third party, which has ultimate say, I guess, as to whether or not you have a concussion, because there have been plenty of times in the past where it's like, no, he just got his bell rung, he's fine. So they're supposed to be the ultimate, have the ultimate say as to whether or not this guy's got a concussion, and they see the play, and they talk to him, and he must have passed, and they put him in there, and then sometimes with that, once you get, it can progressively get worse, and apparently wasn't talking right or whatever it was, and they're like, you're out.
Right. Now, thank God they did.
But the second you see him have the ball and then hit his head on the turf and then
you knew
hands open up,
you knew
he was out.
And then he kind of like,
he was out.
Strangely got up.
He went out for a split second.
Right.
And his hands opened up, and then he was back.
And before anybody, I mean, because the broadcast never said a word.
No.
I mean,
he also took the other big hit where his helmet came up.
Yes. When did that possibly happen?
I don't even know.
You got spotters, you got researchers, you got producers, you have the on-air team, and none of them had any idea.
I texted you guys the second it happened.
I know. It was so easy.
It felt like it was. Apparently for
it's
the
like
people
what play do you
covering
think Malik Neighbors tore his ACL
and
on?
the third party that's supposed to assess whether or not you have a concussion, they didn't notice.
It's embarrassing.
It is.
And you know what? It's scary, too, that the NFL can have a guy that it was clearly having an issue, and he goes back onto the field.
It's not the first time you've seen it, though.
No, but it doesn't mean it makes it any easier to watch it continuously.
Well, especially when it's your rookie star quarterback.
Right. And we knew. It was only a matter of time. We discussed it for weeks upon weeks upon weeks. Hey, RJ.
Hi.
Oh, that was quick.
Yeah.
You were shot out of a cannon on that.
That's right.
Yeah, you're no bum. You know that?
Oh, now you feel comfortable saying it, huh?
Well, no. Apparently,
You got to talk.
It's wide open.
You got to talk.
It's all my fault, and now it's wide open.
That is the messaging that was.
It's amazing. I could be on vacation. One of the three of you does something that's highly embarrassing, and I'd get a call. Dave, listen, you can't allow the guys to act like that when you're away.
Has it happened to you before?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet, but it will.
All right.
Anyway, he's very excited.
But now that I know that I fall under
you're
that,
Teflon. This is what Rick must feel like every day, right?
This is a great feeling.
Yeah, it must be for you.
It's the first time ever where I was like, I wonder if John's going to get upset at me. Turns red. He goes, you know what? I did think about it. Turns red at you. Dave, you're out of control.
Yeah, you've got to rein it in. You're completely out of control.
Got to rein in that wild horse, Dave.
Yep.
I understand. Right. This guy's talking about, look at the size of his manhood. And me. Like, you've got to.
Dry hump the glass over there for John. Give a little show.
What was that little slip there?
A little what?
A little slip there.
Yeah. A little show. I dry hump the glass over there for John. Give a little show.
Jordan's his fantasy teammate.
Yeah.
Right. So he wants it to be Jordan, but he has a
dream
of Jordan.
Well, Jordan might get his own show if we win this thing.
Yeah.
You guys had a good night yesterday. You guys claimed some guys, got some talent. Your team's looking up.
I wish I was still in.
I'm sorry.
I was telling RJ before.
Your head cut right off.
Joe Betts. I'll probably never talk to him again.
Probably not.
That's unfortunate for Joe.
You could reach out.
It seemed like you guys had a nice little relationship.
And we had a text exchange going too. By the way, what happens to the Daboll look like here?
I just saw him.
He's right
Does
there.
he also get fired?
I'm just wondering, do we have to show him the door?
He's the only guy who's here more than I am. Like, he's here late
Poor
at night
guy.
when I'm doing the games.
Why?
He works hard.
He really does.
He's all in.
Yeah. Do we know his name?
We did.
Andrew.
So there was a time that we knew who he was, and now we're not certain.
Gone.
Boy.
RJ?
Yeah.
It sounds like you have a lot of stuff that people have missed.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
No, we just lost all momentum.
I know. Would you like to bring that to the table?
Okay.
Please.
All right.
Now,
Walk-up three-pointer. He got it! See ya! Oh! Put in the box!
the you missed.
Boy, how about those Knicks? They beat up on the Grizzlies, 133-120. Final score, the fourth quarter didn't close the way they wanted, but that doesn't really indicate how in control the Knicks were of this game. For the Knicks, who are now 7-0 at MSG, Jalen had 32-10, Cat 21-13, Mikal Bridges, nice tidy, 22. So the Knicks in each of their last 3 games have at least one half in each of those where they've scored at least 77 points and a half.
Wow. That's something, huh?
Nice.
Can I tell you, it's not the day to do this, but the one thing that I do find a little bit annoying, Karl Anthony Towns against these lesser teams, he's something. And when the level of competition rises up, I don't always see that level of Karl Anthony Towns. So that's
so star player plays really good against inferior opponents and struggles against not struggles because he still puts up pretty good numbers.
Pretty good, but I don't feel like
isn't as dominant against other star players.
Well, I would like him.
Seems
to
like
be
he has the ability to really pick his spots. You know what I mean? Like going
but
in,
he's going after me. I think you agree with me.
Well, I don't know if I necessarily agree with you.
Like
completely,
you'd like him to be more aggressive.
Well, when they played Giannis and he like a scared turtle, he cowered and wanted no part of it. And Giannis went on this massive run, and he was like, "Oh, I just want to be part of the offense."
Wrong. I think there are certain players that know going into a game, like, here's a game I can really go get mine. I like my matchup. I can take advantage of it.
The term you're looking for, a bully. You're looking for him to do that more against players.
But I feel like I've touched a nerve with you, and
I just
the talent to do it
because it seems like it's a knock on him to say like, oh, he's not as dominant against all-star caliber guys. Well, who's actually dominant against those guys?
All-star caliber guys.
Dominant,
very good.
The same as if they're playing,
Well, I think
maybe I'm wrong. I feel like
I don't even know if it's the. I don't even know if it's the production necessarily that he's talking about.
It's about perception.
Yeah,
like,
but it's
people,
more the aggression.
People have softer against the better players.
People have an opinion about the guy, and I think that informs how they watch when they watch him play against certain players in basketball.
Well, no, I think there are times, and this is not to criticize him. I guess it is, but where he feels like he's being passive.
Oftentimes,
that's just his personality, unfortunately.
Right. All right. Go ahead, RJ. Sorry.
No, that was good.
You can be negative all the time. Take us down this negative
You
road.
know what? I'm sorry.
You
I'm
can't
excited
celebrate.
that they have a real home court advantage.
They went over
now.
130 again.
They're rolling.
Well, you're the one when I was saying how easy this game was. Yeah, I got cut to 10 points.
They get cut 10
points.
points. You the captain at the game. You didn't like how they closed.
I mean, you should be celebrating the fact that the state of Tennessee came to the Garden 2 nights in a row and got humiliated.
Right.
That's what you should be celebrating.
I mean, the Knicks are 7-3.
Yeah. Undefeated at home.
So-
That's right.
so-
There's no pleasing you.
So here's some numbers. So they have the 9th best offense in terms of point per game. You guys laid it out.
You what?
You guys laid out.
We laid it out. Yep.
You laid it out.
I thought what he said was fine.
Yeah.
I got to take pause at every single statement.
That's right.
That's there's something
so
said
you know what
there?
I have to do? Like, I'll say something like, oh, God, was there any
That was
sex
guys
innuendo
weird.
at all there?
No, it was totally innocent.
Say guy's weird.
Okay.
Oh.
So, RJ, please correct your pronunciation.
I'm sorry.
What did you say the other day? Like, parate or whatever.
Priorite.
Yeah.
So the Knicks are making the 3rd most threes in the league per game. But this is more attention-grabbing, I think. In terms of point per game, they have the 5th best defense in the league.
You know what they say? In order to win a championship,
Top 10.
You'd like to be top 10 in both.
That's right.
That's what they say.
Somebody read the rundown.
Always, every single day, RJ.
I think he was mocking me, but I'm going to take that as
why
positive.
would
I don't think he's
I'm a
mocking.
nice
I think he
person.
loves the rundown.
There is I think only one champion, I forget who it is, in the past 2 decades has won a title without being in the top 10 in defensive overall defense. And I'll look, and they were like 11th, 12th. Brandon Ingram scored 25. Raptors beat the Nets 119-109. IQ back with the Raptors at 24. Brooklyn has lost 10 of their first 11. They're winless in 6 games at home. So they are the antithesis of the Knicks.
You know who else stinks? Just stinks. Indiana. Oh, my. I think they're also 1-10.
I believe so. At least they're missing their best player, and their next best player now plays for
I think the Nets are also missing their best player now, right?
Cam Thomas.
The only game the Nets won.
Well,
Right.
but even if Cam Thomas were playing, I mean, how many more wins are they?
How many wins do you think Brooklyn is going to get this season?
Not a lot.
16.
I don't know.
14.
Keep going.
11.
There you go.
4. NBA announced that they're overhauling once again the All-Star game, so get ready. So there's a new United States versus the World format. 3-team format, 8-man rosters, 2 of which will be made up of American players, a third of international selections.
Wait, so it's an American team, it's an international team?
2 American teams.
2 American teams and 1 international team.
4 games total, round robin.
I got to tell you, though, if there's some pride in country like there is in the hockey, I mean, that at least has a little more juice potentially.
Do you think there will be, though?
I have no idea.
Might be. Nico Harrison. He's unemployed. Mavericks.
He put that on his Twitter.
Unemployed?
It says girl dad.
Unemployed.
Yeah.
The man shook down the Dallas Mavericks to nothing.
But the problem is he was working for the Mavericks.
It's proof that bullying works when it comes to fan bases.
Tell you what, though, because you got Cooper Flagg playing out of position. I think now, if you're a GM looking to win now, because they went all in with AD, Kyrie, you have to call on Anthony Davis, right? You can't keep him if you're the Mavericks.
People of Dallas, please have that energy towards the football team.
I don't know.
Do the same thing.
I don't know what you do. I mean, he's a nice player when he's healthy, but he's never healthy.
Warriors have 3 20-point losses already this season. They got blown up by the Thunder. They only had 5 all of last year.
Thunder's so good.
They're a wagon, man.
Oh, my
What are they, 11-1?
Yeah.
And Suns guard Jalen Green, hamstring injury, going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Men's college hoops, good night for Illinois, number 14. They beat number 11 Texas Tech. I love that Texas Tech now. With NIL, they're just like, we're going to spend money like crazy. That's
Speaking of spending money in college basketball, you probably have this one. Louisville is a real problem.
Took down their in-state rival, number 9 Kentucky. It's a really good win for them. Football news. Travis Hunter, that right knee, well, it's going to cost him the rest of the season. He's being shut down by the Jags.
He had surgery, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Free agent corner, Asante Samuel Jr. is signing with the Steelers. And in-state team that shares Pennsylvania, the Eagles with the Steelers, Jair Alexander. They just traded for him. He's 28. He is stepping away from football.
That sounds like he's having some personal issues.
It could, but he's recovering from that knee issue, and I don't want to speculate too far, but it could be like he's accepting that his body's not what it was prior to the injury.
Maybe.
28. That's sad, actually.
Ohio State.
Right, but if they're paying you, wouldn't you
hang around?
Collect? Yeah.
Ohio State's still number 1 in college football playoff rankings. Top 5 teams remain unchanged. We told you that Jameis Winston starting for the Giants, according to our buddy Jeremy Renan and Adam Schefter. How about Bill Belichick? His name was tossed around among possible candidates to be the next head coach of the Giants. He was asked about it yesterday at his press conference at the University of North Carolina.
Yeah, getting ready for Wake Forest. That's all I got this week.
Has anyone asked you, or the players or recruits want to know about your future?
I mean, I've been asked about it from time to time, but yeah, I've been down this road before. I'm focused on Wake Forest. That's it. And that's my commitment to this team. And next week it'll be to our next opponent and so forth. But, I'm here to do the best I can for this team.
I mean, nowhere in that answer did he say no.
Yep. That's way more than I expected, actually. I thought it was going to stop at I'm focused on.
Right, I'm focused on because that's what he does, right? I'm focused on Wake Forest. But he didn't say.
That's not a Belichick answer.
No, he didn't say no. The Giants are. I mean, he could have easily squashed that and said, "I have no interest in the Giants."
Can you imagine you bring him in? What Jordan could do for the Giants website?
You know what? They could.
I'm rooting for it.
They could really upgrade it.
Saw Bill's website.
Do you think like the VP of like digital is like, oh dear God,
oh no,
if
I'm gonna lose my job.
He comes in and he brings her.
Have you seen her use Adobe?
Right.
So she's actually already been brought in for a consultation. We have audio of how that meeting went.
You just go click, 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 click on the delete button.
Oh dear.
Just click, just a few clicks, and that's it.
We had a hockey fracas yesterday.
A fracas?
Yeah,
I think it's a fracas.
What's a fracas?
Fracas.
Is it fracas or fracas?
It's fracas.
I think it's
fracas. We had a fracas.
Well, you've been through. How old are you? 35?
36
in your whole life. You thought it was a fracas?
In Greece, I believe they call it a fracas.
Oh, is that right?
I'm international. Boy, Nick Dowd yesterday ran Freddie Anderson, and we almost had a goalie fight too. There
was a lot going on, Caps Canes.
I love goalie fights.
Yeah, Caps win that game 4-1.
I'm not even joking. If I was playing on Washington and Binnington put the puck in his pants like that, I would have told the referee, listen, here's what's happening. Next whistle, I'm going to skate down there. I'm going to fight the goalie.
Really?
Yes.
You would tell him.
I would tell the referee because usually they stop. Now they stop the goalies from doing it. I'd be like,
yeah, they don't want them going past like center ice.
So
you would start a fracas. Is what you're
fracas.
saying.
Fracas.
A big fracas.
Great.
By the way,
that was a fracas.
We had a hockey fracas.
We had a hockey fracas.
Oh my God!
I thought that's what it was. Shame on me.
Have you never heard anyone say it?
Not correctly, I guess.
So in your world, people are saying like,
yes.
Look out, there's a fracas down the street.
Is the family of fracas?
Have you ever heard
Never.
fracas?
Never.
Now you have.
Do people use it in day-to-day life?
No.
Yeah, I think I've only heard it a handful of times, so maybe even once. By the way,
getting loud in that Santillo. Supposed to be another fracas.
Yeah.
I didn't mention this yesterday. That goal that McDavid scored 2 nights ago now. That Spinaroonie.
Spinorama.
Spinaroonie.
Backhand.
Booker T.
Yeah.
Never heard that either.
Baseball news, Stephen Vogt and Pat Murphy both win Manager of the Year.
Second time in a row for
That's
Pat
right.
Murphy. Yep.
For both of them, actually. Pirates GM says they are not trading Paul Skeens, but they're getting a ton of calls.
And did you say they appreciate all the phone calls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And Tommy Edmond of the Dodgers is going to have ankle surgery, hoping to be back sometime in the spring. That's it.
That's nice. All right. Before we have to have a fracas with our boss because we're a little late, let's take a break, come back, and let's get to the calls. You can line them up. We'll get there, Giants and Jets, DNR, with you. 800-919-3776 right here on ESPN New York. Let's see what's happening on the roads. Hopefully not a fracas. That would be a shame. Here is the great Debbie Duhaime.
Hi, Dave. Hi, Rick. Good morning, company. Guys, let's see what's happening. We've got major issues on 287 southbound, exit 55 in Wanacue. It's an overturned vehicle. 2 lanes blocked over there, heavy in both directions. Watch for slowdowns inbound GWB 45, Lincoln 20, Holland 30, LIE West to Junction Boulevard, a disabled vehicle. Sponsored by Unbound.org. Right now, there are young people across the world facing a tough choice. Continue their dream of education or drop out to help their family put food on the table. You can help change their future in a single moment. See how far your support can go at Unbound.org. I'm Debbie Duhaime on 880 ESPN New York.
FanDuel is the #1 sportsbook for same-game parlays. From points and rebounds to threes and assists, FanDuel is the best place to combine your favorite picks into a same-game parlay or track every stat live all in one easy-to-use app. And right now is the perfect time to join because new customers get $150 in bonus bets if your first $5 bet wins. So bet on the players you love the way you want. FanDuel is the best place to combine your favorite picks into a same-game parlay or track every stat live all in one easy-to-use app. Head to FanDuel.com/K to sign up today. FanDuel, official sports betting partner of the NBA. 21 plus and physically present in New York. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. For help with a gambling problem, call 1-877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. Shorter days don't have to be so dismal. It's time to reach out and check in with those you care about. and to remind ourselves that we're not alone. As seasons change and days grow darker sooner, it can be a tough time for many. This November, BetterHelp's encouraging everyone to reach out, check in on friends, reconnect with loved ones, and remind the people in your life that you're there. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. Short questionnaire helps you identify your needs and preferences, and our 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recommendations. This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month. Just call pound 250 and say the keyword timeout. That's keyword timeout after calling pound 250.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com
or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759.
Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York. We roll along on a Wednesday morning. We had a very successful Stump Rothenberg, a great conversation with Louis Riddick and Rich Cimini, and we want to get to your calls as well. Also want to let you know, Game Time brought to you by Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey. When it's game time, that's when it is, in fact, Tully time. Busy night for the locals. Knicks hosting the Magic, 7 o'clock. Rangers visit the Lightning, also at 7 o'clock. And at 9:30, Devils taking on the Blackhawks in Chicago. And that's Game Time, brought to you by Tullamore Dew, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. Be sure to grab a Tullamore Dew or try the new Tullamore Dew Honey during today's action. Glasses up to enjoying Tullamore Dew responsibly. 800-919-3776. Let's go to our buddy, Edgar in Bloomingdale. Edgar, you're next up on ESPN New York. Good morning, my friend.
Good morning. A glorious morning. Guys are running an excellent show like always. The Knicks. Let's talk some Knicks. That ball is moving. A lot of points on the board. OG's dunking on everybody. I mean, it's going well. I mean, I hope they beat, who is it, Pablo Ranchero tonight and the Magic?
Yep,
what's his
tonight's
name?
Banchero and the Magic. That's right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Pablo Ranchero. That's my boy. And the Wagner brothers, I don't like that team either. So I want another 30-point win. I want to know.
I don't think you're going to get another 30-point win tonight. That's not going to happen.
I doubt it. Put the NBA on notice.
You know what
when
I
you
like,
come
Edgar?
to the Garden, you get dealt with.
I'd like a win. I don't need a 30-point win. Just give me a victory.
Yeah, let's just get the win so everyone knows when they come to the Garden, they're going to get dealt with.
Yeah, I like it. I can't tell you how important I think it is, and thanks for the phone call, how important I think it is that you establish a home court dominance. It's really important.
Absolutely. I mean, listen, the way the schedule worked out, where you have this extended period of time at home, I think has definitely benefited this team and allowed them to, because you're just naturally more comfortable at home, right? Especially the bench players, is that as you're trying to figure out, kind of your role in the new offense, all the different things that you're trying to do, that I think it's definitely been to their benefit. And you're getting a chance to see this right now. I mean, listen, OG's a terrific player. The only question about OG
I love his health, right?
His health.
I love OG.
He's awesome.
I mean, what does he not do well?
Right. I mean, you had the coach talking about how he should be, he's such a good defender that he should be in the conversation for Defensive Player of the Year. What he's doing now for you offensively. Mikal Bridges seems to be flourishing right now in this system.
Yep.
Cat's been really good recently. I mean, I just think it makes perfect sense that if the goal of your offense is the ball moves, the players move, everyone's going to get a chance to touch it. Like it doesn't have to be a certain guy that's getting the shots. We just want to make sure it's the right shot.
Right.
Of course it's going to be, I mean, And then you start making your threes the way that they're making the threes right now. They hoist up 55, but they made 22 of them. Yeah, right now it looks good.
It does look good. So I think this is fair to say, and I don't even think he would jump us for this. Ray was in quite a mood to start the show today. He was in a very bad mood.
Nasty.
I think he's rebounded nicely from that. I got a really nice email about Ray.
But there were some real negative emails about Ray.
There were some negativity earlier today.
Someone called him the Aaron Glenn of the show.
Yeah. They said that he was acting like Aaron Glenn with his actions earlier.
That's rich.
Yeah. But I wanted to read. I didn't want to focus on that. I got an email from Alex W. Now, Raymond, maybe this will ring a bell. I'm going to read this to you, Rick. And Ray, you can chime in if you'd like. Hey, Dave, I was at the Knicks game last night, and I happened to run into Ray. He was so approachable and so friendly. A true gentleman. Wish we could have spoken for longer, but I didn't want to hold him up for too long while he was working. I'm in college at the moment, dream of working in the business that you guys all work in. I really hope I get the chance to meet you as well one day and get some insight on how to get into this business. I love you guys. Ray is amazing. Alex. That's nice.
I remember running into Alex. Very nice kid.
Nice kid.
There were a few interactions I had with people yesterday. I do remember Alex, though.
So are you, like, at the Garden? Are you kind of the mayor there? Are you, like, a big deal? When you? I'm asking you a question. I don't know.
Not at all. I'm there. People do recognize me. I guess that the YouTube vehicle, like, puts faces out to our names, and that's cool.
Can you go through a Knicks and or Rangers game at home at the Garden as you're making your way around and getting interviews and speaking to people and not be stopped of, are you Ray Santiago?
It's happening often enough that I probably can't say that anymore. Yeah. So that happens a lot now.
He's a big deal.
Which is cool. It's cool. It's nice.
Yeah, you're a big deal. That's nice. It's nice to see the stardom happening right before our eyes.
We should happen as I was leaving the building, too, yesterday.
We should get some like Raymond Santiago player cards so we can sign them.
Hand them out?
Yeah.
So start mailing them here like they do to you?
Yeah, here you
sign
go.
them?
Or maybe he can just walk the Garden with them.
Or just have them in case. Like, oh, you Raymond Santiago?
You want one? Here you go.
Yes, I am.
I feel like that'd be very self-important.
I
don't want to do that.
Used to do it.
I don't want to do
Did he really?
that.
Yeah.
But that's a Karate Kid.
Yeah, he'd walk in with the wife's room and he'd be signing his own cards.
See, I don't know if I
no,
I don't know if I could do that. That doesn't
do
seem.
it. Would you like an autographed card? You could offer that.
That doesn't seem appropriate.
And if they say no, then they don't want it.
And if it's
then I'm that guy who's offering autographed cards. It's not a good look.
It'd be like a little gift basket.
Why?
What if it's a young single lady?
It's not me.
You put your phone number on there.
Can't do that now.
Why?
I can't do that now.
Better than a dating app.
Are you listening to what he's saying?
You can't do that now. Oh.
I mean, do you not read?
Listen, sometimes I get confused. I've had a lot of head trauma.
do you
I
not
get it now.
He said, I can't do that now.
I get it.
And you said, well, you should do it. And he goes, I can't do that now.
Because he meant like his job at the Guard. But now I get it. Look at you, Raymond. You did it.
We've done nothing. We've done nothing.
He's all grown up.
What do you mean?
We've done nothing. Done nothing. We're not going to go the Jefferson route here.
Listen, Jefferson's doing puppy yoga.
Jefferson has planned. He's been dating her for like weeks. He has plans 8 months into the future.
And listen, that's impressive. I'm happy for him. I wish him nothing but the best for it.
He's going to marry this girl.
He's not following the
playbook.
No.
No, but he's empowered.
But he's writing his own playbook.
He yelled at Rick during the break.
What?
He yelled at me.
He took a shot at Rick.
He showed me pictures of the YouTube. He's like, you're not in there. This is embarrassing.
Really?
So you shut your mouth.
I like when people call you out.
Sending us
They're not scared of you.
Fun facts about shrimp. I was like, what are you looking at your computer or the show's going on?
Pistol shrimp, to be exact.
Pistol shrimp.
I don't know what pistol shrimp is. What are you looking at? You're really something. Joe in Ocean Gate. Joe here on ESPN New York.
Hey, morning, guys.
Good morning, Joe. How you doing?
So, I'm good. I'm good. A great show as always. Hey, Rick, every time I drive past this one area down here in South Jersey, there's a building, and it's called the Conduit. And then I always think of you because
it's my spot.
You're conduit.
They don't want me to be the big conduit. So, every time now, RJ comes and wrangles me in. Like I can't even spread my wings.
We're 3 minutes into the segment.
It's not enough time.
You love the people.
That's it. I just want to be with the people.
Well, you know what the thing is, Joe? The show ends at 10 o'clock. Fortunately for us, the workday does not end at 10 o'clock. So when the show ends, why don't you then do your
my
mingling?
workday has ended.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And then another workday starts.
Oh, I got you. All right, Joe, what do you got
today? Why not just give me a traveling headset so I can just walk around and do the show?
Because we don't want that.
Yeah, you can be on remote.
Yes.
So a couple things. One first thing about Daboll. Do you think his weight loss, the dramatic weight loss he had from season 1 to 2 and 3, think that had anything to do with his thing?
I think him and his wife went on a fitness journey.
No.
And then I think, how come Louis Riddick is not ever brought up, or like, would you be interested in him? I think he's like a no-nonsense guy. He knows football. He's like all into structure and accountability on these things. I think he'd be a phenomenal GM.
Listen, there's
let me ask you something.
A reason that Louis Riddick has not yet gotten a job.
Is that you?
No.
Oh.
And
he's interviewed.
Yeah, he has interviewed plenty of times. But again, do you want to first? We talk about you want someone that's done this job before, right? You want to now give this to a brand new person with a new coach as well.
I mean, again, that would be another one that would depend on like who you bring with you.
Mm-hmm.
Like who's your coach?
Right. I don't. It feels like
he believes that. I mean, coach and GM should be tethered together. So I would imagine if he goes into these interviews, he'd be like, "Hey, this is what I would do."
Right.
With the coach.
I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I haven't heard his name thrown in the mix for quite some time now.
Well, but I mean, listen, Joe Scheon's not going anywhere so far.
But I haven't heard Lewis's name. And we can ask him next week. Do you still want to be a GM in this league?
Oh, of course he does.
I don't know that.
Oh, of course he does.
All right. Well, we'll ask him. We'll find out.
Yeah.
Where are we with that? Like, are you trying to get involved this cycle into being a GM in this league?
I'm sure he would take interviews. Why wouldn't you?
All right, good. All right, let's break. 800-919-3776. DNR with you, ESPN New York.
Hey, let me ask you something. Would you seat your 3-year-old child on a windowsill? Would you seat them beside a lit fireplace or by the deep end of a pool? One last question. Would you seat your child in a car seat that's not correct for them? Car crashes are a leading killer of children ages 1 to 13. Secure their future. Seat them in the correct car seat. For more information, visit safercar.gov/the-right seat.
Sponsored by the New York State Governor's Traffic Safety Committee.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today. 1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation is super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. That's cars with a K to donate your car today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your.
Did you know you can donate real estate too? Go to carsforkids.org. That's carsforkids.org.
Make cancer screening a part of your annual healthcare routine. New York Presbyterian offers a full range of cancer screenings, including lung, cervical, prostate, colorectal, breast, and more. Regular cancer screenings could save your life by detecting cancer at its earliest, most treatable stages. Screenings are available across New York City and Westchester. Learn more at nyp.org/cancer screening. Stay amazing. New York Presbyterian.
Murray to the net. Score!
The New York Islanders are back in action with a brand new theme night schedule you won't want to miss. Bring your friends out for the holidays and take home a custom holiday replica jersey, or arrive early for special bobblehead giveaway nights for Matt Barzell and Bo Horvat.
Barzell for Horvat. Score!
Explore the full theme night schedule at NewYorkIslanders.com.
The post-crib assembly press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Michael, you had some trouble putting the crib together today. What went wrong?
You know, those instructions can be tough, and, well, you saw the outcome.
Were you upset when your wife pulled you and called in the backup?
No, I mean, the baby needs a crib to sleep in, so whatever it takes.
You've got a changing table to put together next. It's got a lot of drawers. What's your comment?
You know what? We're done here.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has all the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats right at your fingertips, get personalized parlays built just for you, and with your fantasy teams synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
From the regular season to the Super Bowl, ESPN New York is your destination for football. We've got crazy fans.
If the Giants somehow beat the Cowboys, I'm going to take a dump on your head.
You can feel good because you're a damn
football team. Expert analysis.
Marcus Spears joins us now. ESPN NFL analyst Damian Woody.
Mel Kiper Jr.
The Hall of Famer Steve Young.
He's kind of our resident general manager, Louis Riddick.
We got Mike Tannenbaum right now.
And all your fantasy and wagering needs. This is ESPN New York. We are football.
All right, DNR with you, ESPN New York, as we roll along on a Wednesday morning. Bart and Carlin. Carlin gets so early. Yesterday he was here at like 7:30. Today he was in here and has his big show meeting. And then, of course, it's the K show, and then it's DHR. Let's close with a little barrage on the phone lines, 800-919-3776. And then Raymond, who's in a much better mood now than he was hours ago, will complete the show with the 3 stars. Brian in Manhattan, our buddy. What's going on, Brian? How are you?
Hey, I'm good, guys. Listen, I know you guys don't focus a lot on college football because of the non-local element, but the Jets definitely need someone. Ty Simpson seems to be the darling, but it feels like that group moves week to week.
I watched a lot of college football, a lot, and
all right,
tons. I watched all of Alabama, LSU, and Ty Simpson. Yeah. I don't even think it's like week to week, Brian. It's like drive to drive. He makes some throws like, wow, that was a really good throw, and he's very athletic. And then he misses wide open receivers. I mean, I'll be completely transparent with you, and you even heard Lewis say it earlier. I have no idea. It's such a wide, I mean, like Dante Moore, there's times I think he's good. There's times I don't think he's good. I don't really have an answer for you, to be honest.
Is that kind of thing, but would that make the Jets, I mean, the Jets need so many players. Maybe they go free agent. I mean, I know it didn't work out.
In quarterback?
Justin Fields, yeah.
But what quarterback is available? I mean, you don't have a laundry list of quarterbacks in free agency.
Yeah, I don't have the list in front of me.
It's no one. Do you think a team is going to have a quarterback who's worth anything and let them hit free agency?
Looks like it happens every year. Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold, like it looks like there's guys out there that we don't know are as good as they are.
Right, but you're also talking about great situations that the quarterbacks want to go to.
Right.
That's fair. I just, the Jets have not shown the ability to make the right moves, and I just think this quarterback sort of, there's just too many guys, and there's no clear number one, and I'd worry about that if I was a Jet fan.
Well, the choice may be made for you though is the issue. Like, yeah, you talk about Simpson and you like him, and Moore and you like him. Field told us a couple weeks ago that neither of them might even come into the NFL draft. So it may be Mendoza and very little besides Mendoza. I mean, Aller's supposed to be that guy. He took a step back, and then, of course, he winds up going out for the season. Nussmeier's supposed to be that guy. He didn't come out. He takes a step back. He's now benched this past weekend. So it's I mean, RJ loves the kid at USC, and he looks good, but all of a sudden he takes a step back. I don't know. I mean, it's a crapshoot, and even some of the guys won't be coming out this draft. So I have no idea what the Jets are going to do at quarterback.
Well, I think to the point that he made, and the point, like, I mean, what Lewis was called, I think he called it an enigma. Mm-hmm. I think part of that is just the lack of experience.
Sure.
Which is why someone like Mel would say, hey, I mean,
go back to school.
Go back to school, clean that stuff up. So, I mean, when you do get drafted, you're able to step in and have a level of success right away. And that is important. I know everyone wants to believe that it's how high you get drafted. And sometimes that ends up being the most important if you're ready to take that next step. Mm-hmm. You'd like to go as high as possible or to the best team. I mean, for me, it's more important what team you go to than how high you go to. Because as much as that money in the first contract is great, the second contract is where you make all the money.
And we have no idea if the Jets can develop a quarterback.
No, I mean, right now you'd lean no.
Right.
Especially this regime. And that was and that's what Lewis said. That's what he'd be most focused on. He clearly doesn't think what they're doing right now with Justin Fields is working.
Clearly not.
So he has real questions about, like, who's actually going to develop the young kid.
And in fact, forget about working. He's never been this bad.
No.
This is by far the worst version of Justin Fields you've ever seen.
Free agent quarterbacks this year: Daniel Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Russell
Wilson. There's no way Daniel Jones is hitting the open market. Go ahead.
Rodgers, Wilson, Marcus Mariota, Tyrod, Zach Wilson.
I will tell you this. None of those guys really moved the needle.
As a bridge, I go Marcus Mariota.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like, if you told me I draft the quarterback.
Yeah. And he's been awesome. I guess he's been awesome for
he's
Jaden Daniels.
A great guy. And we saw the season of quarterback where he was really very likable. And he's competent. He's not great, but you see against the Lions, they moved the ball up and down the field. He's a very competent quarterback. All right. Somebody's calling in to defend RJ, maybe, sort of. Ray in Montville. Ray, you're on ESPN New York.
Yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that RJ had the correct UK pronunciation of fracas. He's just more cultured than you guys are.
No,
that's all.
Here's the thing. He had no idea. He was taking a shot in the dark.
He had no idea.
And if RJ said, when he said the word fracas, if he said it, well, this is the way they say it in Britain, then that's one thing. But he didn't give us that inclination whatsoever, right?
Quite.
He didn't want to knock you guys down.
No.
He didn't want to take you down.
If the
idea.
fracas was happening across the pond,
right,
and he said fracas, then okay, good job.
If the fracas was taking place at the O2 Arena, then I think it makes perfect sense.
It's not my problem you guys are uncultured.
Uh-huh.
It's not.
It's fracas. In this country, the red, white, and blue, we say fracas.
Sorry.
All right?
All right. Listen, you guys, you have some culture to pick up on.
I think that's probably true. Raymond?
Yeah, I don't know where we go from there.
We're going to go to 3 stars where we're going to go.
Oh, we got our big open tomorrow, too. Big open.
Big open. I got to send you lots and lots of stuff.
That's going to be terrific. You ready for the 3 stars?
Oh, sure.
Let's go.
Today's 3 stars. Number 3.
Oh, let's start right there.
We had a hockey fracas yesterday.
A fracas?
Yeah.
I think it's a fracas.
What's a fracas?
It's a fracas. Greece, I believe they call it a fracas.
Oh, is that right?
I'm international.
RJ had a few things going on and stuff you missed today.
Spinorama.
Spinneroonie. Booker T.
Yeah.
Talk about Connor McDavid. I appreciate it.
Number 2.
Wandering Rick DiPietro.
I get up one time to go to the bathroom. He's waiting for me like he's security. And I'm like, where's Rick? I don't know.
RJ had the right description.
He's a wild horse. He's just out there
It's
prancing around.
unbelievable.
What are you doing out there, Rick?
I dry hump the glass over there for John. Give a little show.
Yeah. Give him a little show.
Take care of my teammates.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1.
You know who's taking care of everything? Aaron Glenn.
Ask Rich.
No, you do ask Rich. Why not? Ask him once, ask him twice.
Do you think keeping Joe Scheon affects their ability to get the most qualified coach for this position?
Of course it does. See, this is what I'm talking about.
That's Louis Riddick.
Do you think there are coaches out there that are going to go through this hiring process with the Giants and say, you know what? Thanks, but no thanks. I just don't feel comfortable with this GM being here and making the hire, and it seems like he's kind of Teflon, and I can have a choice of maybe going to another place instead, and I'll choose that over this situation. Do you think this is a turnoff for some available coaches? I actually think that the length of question is more concerning than the repetition.
It's not quite 41 seconds.
You know what? I take the L on
Back
that.
to the topic at hand. Rich Cimini.
A group text with some of my college buddies, and one of the guys sent me a picture of a green and white T-shirt that said "Ask Rich" on it.
One other thing to ask Rich.
What are the Jets, like 11.5?
12.5 now.
Yeah, 12.5.
Yeah,
wow.
they're full Ron Jeremy.
Oh, that's nuts.
Power through, Rich. Power through. It's what we do every day on this fine program.
All right, thank you, Raymond. You see what we've done for you today as well? We took you from the doldrums and put you in a pretty good mood.
That was probably more coffee, but I appreciate you.
41-second question.
That was not 40. No.
22.
22 is hardly
like
41. And I think you're 47, by the way.
That's shocking.
Yeah. It's Rule 76.
No excuses, Black and Champion. It's DiPietro Rothenberg and
a fracas
right here on ESPN New York and on YouTube.
For the express purpose to, and I quote, give him a show.
D'Agostino & Associates is a legacy firm, and I'm proud to be a part of that legacy. I'm Jenna D'Agostino, and like my father,